And then fucking his faucet water is like that nasty brown shit, dude. But he drinks that and then pours the Fiji water into the fucking
into the fish tank.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Deuce Bigelow, dude.
That's the best fucking movie, bro.
They don't make me look that hard.
Yeah. With Antoine, dude.
The homie Antoine.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we've been live for like 20 seconds.
Really?
Yep.
Nice, dude.
Just tricking people. If I can get this mouse to work. Brennan!
Uh-oh. He's in trouble.
Oh. We should keep this going just to see what happens.
Alright, dude.
Sorry.
Remember that one time? Oh, she's there, dude.
Alright,
the podcast. Oh, this is fun,
4,
guys.
3, 2, 1. We're here with the one player that no one wants to lose to in San Diego, dude.
Tell the intro, dude.
You're too good, bro.
Which game, dude?
Every game,
Second, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
The Tekken, you know, leave it in the oven a little longer, dude.
You know, they talk about jacks of all trades, bro, but like Jason's like the one, dude.
You know how that saying really goes? A jack of all trades, but a master of one is still better than a master of none.
Right?
I never heard the last part of
The remix, dude?
Yeah.
It's the Rico version.
The extended version, dude. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I say whenever I'm like, well, I have like 12 characters in this game, so you know, if I just play one, I beat your ass. But, you know,
That's one thing I've always wanted to do, like when I was first getting into fighting games, because like I would always see like names like John Choi or like Ricky Ortiz, like they're playing like fucking every game, and like they all excel at the same shit in every game, and it's all shit that like you can take to like other games too.
Oh, yeah.
I've always loved that, like fundamentals and like ground games and shit.
neutral.
That's real, dude.
And like you could tell by like the way you guys played me, and like I bet
You're good. You're actually.
I played against like a bunch of our viewers too. So
It's funny
like, they
because
know.
you know Richard always says like Jason's one of the best players, but he's better against good competition.
Yeah.
And whenever the like psychos come out at night, like they're just
All the idiots, dude.
Well,
Bro, we were talking about it with John last podcast. It's like, it's that's been my Achilles heel too, dude. I can never beat a nut, bro. It's like, when you play someone good, you can actually play good against them.
Yeah.
It's just it's a weird thing like that, but it's like, it's the most embarrassing thing.
Yeah, and one thing that sucks nowadays is that like a lot of people are like that now. So it's like, dude, we were doing that before it was cool. Dude. Like,
Bro,
fuck,
we
dude.
were the first.
Yeah, dude.
a lot of people are doing what?
What?
Losing to fucking shitty
yeah.
players.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm saying, like we've been doing it since before it was cool, dude.
Yeah.
Now everybody like excels against good players.
My
and,
thing
like,
was
loses
that
against idiots.
it was always like these little tricks that people had up their
Yeah.
sleeve, like playing online.
Yeah.
you'd seen that before.
Yeah.
that's what like dummies do.
Yeah.
But if there was some guy like that at a tournament that just like weaseled his way in the back door, and I've never seen anyone
Do something like that.
EXDP
Yeah.
after this super unsafe shit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and like you said, it really shows who grew up playing online, who grew up playing at an arcade or an offline event or something. Like,
That's true.
It really separates the
Or
two.
with,
like
like-
you could tell.
Well, we were just trying to instill like a fundamental mentality.
Yeah, because we always had this mentality going in that like,
It was like,
we're gonna
don't
play
do
against
stupid
good
shit.
players,
Don't
dude.
do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
do stupid shit.
But
Don't
it's
do
like,
stupid
yeah,
shit.
you
Well,
gotta
if you lose to the player, not lose to your shitty play,
Yeah.
dude. You know, it's like, it was so hard to like stay fundamental too, dude. Like that, it's not an easy thing to do. When you
Yeah.
start losing, all the good knowledge goes out the fucking window. Then you're playing like you're online and shit.
Yeah.
You're like,
Wrong
what
tilt,
the?
dude.
It's so bad.
It's,
dude.
Yeah.
it's usually smart nowadays to like, especially in a 2 out of 3. It's pretty smart to like sprinkle some dumb shit in there every now and then
Yeah.
just to catch people off guard and stuff.
It is.
and it's like it's unexpected. Like that's the one thing that sucks about being so fundamentally sound is that you're kind of predictable through like
Yeah.
like for really good players it gets a little predictable.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's just like what you keep in mind though. It's like you got to keep switching it up, and that, I don't know. I only think about it at the end of a match.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Why was I doing that so much? I need to switch it up. I'm like,
How did we start off this serious, dude? Like, how did it start? Oh, it's because you started off with the guy that nobody wants to lose.
We
to.
were talking about like funny casting couch videos. And shit.
That must have been before I got here.
No. It was
I think you shut up, and we were so that's what
Yeah,
we
dude.
talked
you were like holding court in here. You even had Megan's attention. You
Yeah,
were
he
like,
was
this
like-
guy was like,
he
these
just kept
stupid
popping on.
motherfuckers.
He's like, post nut clarity, dude. Just kidding.
No, I don't know. I feel like that's the good thing about a new game is you can like kind of because we played Street Fighter 4 for so long that like people kind of especially with the character I was playing Guile, right? Like that's why I wanted to play Geep or someone different because like I felt like certain players had my pattern of like this is my defensive pattern, and it's not really like, I mean, you can stray from it, but then if you're not throwing fireballs, then you're not putting anything out there. And then once you start doing it, like subconsciously, like you have this pattern of like sonic boom, whiff a jab, do this, do what, you know, time it, like do that, do this. If you're, and then like people like Richard would just download that shit. He had like a PDF of like, you know, little trees, different ways to go down, and like if he does this at this range, I can just jump or EX. You know what I mean? It's like the reactionary shit was like out of control.
For
it's
sure.
like, dude, you're not like, you know what I mean?
Not all of us had operators who just download people for us and shit. You know, like Richard was lucky, dude. He was plugged out of the Matrix for a long time.
He had the hamster wheel going.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe he's a little more gifted. He's special as far as like
I feel like there's players that see
retardedness.
things.
You know,
Yeah.
he's like Rain Man or something. He's like,
This
I'm just
guy.
kidding.
No, but it's like there's people that see things and like they're just next level in the way that they watch too. You know what I mean? It's like he's always been just next level to me, dude. I'm like, Jason, to be fair though, you were next level to me too, bro.
He's super good.
You were super fucking
he's
good,
sneaky,
bro.
sneaky good. Because you've been playing for so long.
Yeah.
I have multiple games. I feel like you've played Smash Bros. You've played Street Fighter.
I never played.
You never
I
played.
thought you guys all played Smash together.
No, he played Third Strike.
You're a fucking legend. Okay, you're cooler than Richard, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
And actually, we didn't talk about this with Wasted John either, but that was his first game too.
Yeah.
Third Strike?
Yeah. Like
He went to like he always went to like a comic book store that had a Third Strike arcade cabinet.
Yeah, so before OFC started, like, this was like, we're all, the three of us are the same age. It was like probably junior or senior year, like 2006, 2007, where in San Marcos there was a LAN center.
Mm-hmm.
I think he briefly mentioned this during his podcast. There was a LAN center in San Marcos it was right across the street from San Marcos High School, which is where John went. And
That's where he picked up those burritos from. They were pretty good. Okay.
yeah, and there was a LAN center there. It was a typical LAN center, and they had consoles there and like CRT set up, and like there were like PS2s with the PS2 anniversary collection, the 15th anniversary. Oh, dude, that was a long time ago because that was 15th anniversary and 30th anniversary was like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Dude.
right? Holy shit.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, it was a 15th anniversary of Street Fighter, and they had like that PS2 collection that had Hyper Fighting and Third Strike.
That's why he plays Hyper Fighting and Third
Yeah,
Strike.
and you know what's funny
That's
is that
cool.
like
Or ST. He plays ST.
Yeah, he
plays,
does.
Yeah, Vega.
Claw.
He sucks. I'm sorry, John. I know you're watching.
I always lose to him though. in ST, dude.
Well, because you know, Claw is a little. He's a little fuckery.
Claw and Boxer ruined that fucking game, dude.
Yeah,
I'll
for
fucking
sure.
say it, dude.
They're hard to
I'll
play
say
against,
it,
dude.
Also, they fucking ruined the Claw and Boxer players know it too, dude.
Oh, for
It
sure,
fucking
dude.
ruins that
For
game.
sure.
But yeah, that LAN center had like console gatherings. Like I forgot what day of the week it was, but they had console gatherings specifically for Third Strike. There were like 4 or 5 regulars there.
That's badass.
There was me. There was A-Bomb. You guys remember?
I know.
You remember A-Bomb?
I know
but,
A-Bomb.
Yeah, but he played Street Fighter 5 for a little bit when it first
Okay.
came out. Then he disappeared again, and then he was playing like Alex and Akuma at the time. There was one guy named Aaron that was he was a Q player. And supposedly he linked up with Ryan, Let Blood Run, and he lives in Japan now too.
Oh, I think I know that. guy.
That was like several years ago though. You might have met up with him.
I think.
while you
Well,
were
maybe
there.
not. He always every time I ever saw him with different white people in Japan, it was always different people.
He has a Mega Man
He has
tattoo on
like
his arm.
he has like a crew of like just goons that follow him around. But there was one.
That's tight, dude.
There was one Hispanic-looking guy who was from San Diego who was there, which is crazy.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, I don't know if he was from Golden Token or whatever, but I don't know. There's just, I was like, wow, from San Diego, really? That's fucking wild. Because the other guy was from like, he was like a zealot. It was like some, yeah, he was like a complete like just crone. Like he was like, they were like, hey, go get us waters, bitch. He's like, okay, like, well,
Yes, sir.
I was like, yeah, this is fucking cool, dude. He got like a little posse going.
Oh shit! Not sure if the mic picked up more than you put it
No,
in.
no, you're chilling.
No, but yeah. So, damn,
Yeah, that LAN center was.
a Q player, huh?
Yeah, and then there was like this dude.
Was he any good?
Yeah, he was good, dude.
He was good?
Yeah, he's like the fucking reason. Like to this day, I fucking hate Q, dude. Cause like, you play
Because
Third Strike.
A-Bomb's pretty good.
Yeah, and he's good with a lot of characters
What's
too.
his name? Ryan?
Brian.
Brian.
is
Okay,
his name.
sorry.
Yeah, as soon as Q gets one ton, I'm like fucking panicking already. I'm like shitting my pants
He
already,
gets the
dude.
taunt.
Yeah, dude.
You're
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
shouldn't.
shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't get scared once he taunts, but like, yeah,
Does it 5 times though? It's kind
yeah.
of scary,
It
right?
stops at 3.
Oh, really?
Well, you can
Okay.
still taunt, but you don't get any more buffs
Oh,
after
I
3.
see.
What's the buff that you get?
You get more health.
What?
Well,
So, like,
like,
combos will do like a big combo
Yeah.
will do like that much damage.
well, like
That's
you're
fucking crazy.
like you don't gain more HP, but like the
it's
capacity.
defense. You have like
Defense,
you
yeah,
have,
that-
like
that-
defense.
I don't know why I fucking blanked on that, but
But no, but it's a
yeah,
percentage of
you'll
health.
do like a low forward super on him. It'll move like 3 millimeters
It
on the
ends like a
screen.
ca-
dude.
yeah, it's like you know like a handicap.
Yeah.
If you were to add a handicap before the game started on some like console versions of
yeah.
you know, like the little stars on like Championship Edition on fucking Sega. You'd like put it down on people and like not tell them, and then you play them, and then you just fucking body them. They're like, dude, why can't I do any damage? It's like I don't know.
Oh,
And
you
then-
gotta get good.
And then there was also this guy. I think his name was Brandon or something. Like he was an able player. I'm just but there was a dude named Brandon, and I think he said he was mostly a Guilty Gear player, and like he used
Okay.
Necro, I think.
Nice.
And Ryan Lepler Run would show up every now and then. Then Gerald showed up a couple times. Gene Wong showed up a couple
That's
times.
badass.
Would they just fucking
They
clean
would just
shop,
fucking,
dude?
yeah, it was bad, dude. It was.
And this was
so
2006.
6, 7 ish. Yeah,
Cool.
it was.
Damn,
it was way
man.
before OFC. This was like 5 years before OFC, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a pretty rude awakening, but like they were all so cool though, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
They were
Okay.
all so cool. They were so nice, and like they were like sharing stories of like tournaments they went to and stuff. And you know what's really cool though that I liked about them is that like they like included me in like all like I barely knew these guys. I would just like play them like one day, and like the
That's
next
so
meetup they
badass.
were like including me in everything.
You know
They were,
why
like-
it was like that? It was like a pre-smartphone era. So
Yeah.
it's like being constantly connected through some social media shit. Like that just
Yeah.
wasn't real. So like if you
Yeah.
met someone that had like any common ground with, you like pen palled them, like wrote them letters and shit.
Yeah,
You're like, there will be a tournament on Saturday, November 7th. Like,
Send your fucking carrier pigeon. Yeah, like fly to them and shit. Like,
put a sticky note on the cockroach and just let it
I'm
go.
telling you,
Go,
bro,
dude.
that's like fucking social media shit's like the most like anti-social shit.
It
People
really
don't even
is.
talk to each other anymore.
it really is.
And also back then, like not many people played fighting games, dude.
No.
So it's just like from their point of view, when's the
Well,
next time they're gonna meet someone that plays
there
Twitch
wasn't
Ray?
a lot of fighting games coming out.
Exactly.
There was like nothing down the
Yeah.
pipe. Like, I mean, what was the last game that came out? Like Tekken 5?
Around that time, Tekken 5, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Tekken 5.
fucking
Because
nuts,
Tekken
dude.
5 came out in. It was 2006 or something like that. 2005 or 2006. I mean, DR came out in like 2006, 7.
Yeah, DR was out when it was on PS. It was,
No, 'cause I was
DR
living
was on
at-
PS3.
I was
so it
living at
it
5th
had
and
to be-
Upis, so I was still going to Valley, which means I was probably a junior, which means it was like 2000. Yeah, it was earlier than that probably, but that was like the newest game probably.
Yeah.
And before, like Capcom wasn't putting out shit.
Yeah. Like
That's so
they call
weird.
it the Dark Ages for a reason, dude.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
not just because of the games, but like I was trying to say earlier, there were no fighting game players around. So it's like from their point of view, when's the next time they're going to meet a new player? So it's just like
That's
it
true.
only felt natural that like
What kind of sticks do you guys play on fucking H-Raps?
I was playing on the Tekken 5 H-Rap, the one with like Oscar
Tekken 5 was
Fang.
definitely out.
That's
Yeah,
really
God damn it! I could have fucking connected the two. God damn it! But yeah,
That's
and also a couple of dudes at that LAN center were using the.
The Real Arcade Pro 2s or whatever with the San Juan editions.
I couldn't afford that shit.
That's
yet,
what. What's
dude.
his name? Chilang had 2 of those things.
Those are
such a
sick.
bad-
And he,
Those are
I know,
sick.
and he still has them. And every like 4 or 5 months,
Where does he
I
live,
just
dude?
message him, and I'm like,
Where does he live, dude?
I'm like, are you ready to let those bad boys go? And he's
The
like,
white box with the blue buttons.
It's it's the white case, plastic
With blue
case,
buttons.
and it's no he had them
probably
legit.
modded
Like
them.
he modded them to have pink and green.
Those were hard to mod too.
I
Dude.
know.
It's not like nowadays where you could just like,
just, like, plug
pop
and
them
play,
out,
dude.
put them back
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
You had to like they weren't 30mm holes, dude. They were like 29 and a half, dude. So you had to.
He had the San Juan edition one.
Oh, he loved.
He had the SA.
That's
edition.
like $30 more too.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
fuck.
day, that was like $30 more.
So they
on top of
they
like
came with San Juan parts, but he changed them because they came with like blue buttons or something originally.
Yeah.
And they're not the ones with the turbo panels on them. They're like the nicest version
Yeah.
of the ones that they ever made.
The
And they're-
yeah.
Those are the best sticks, bro. And
The best.
every 6 months, dude, I'm just like, don't ever sell these to anyone except me. Like, I know there'll be a day where you're like, why do I still have this stupid shit? Sell them to me. Like, don't sell them to anyone else.
In the inside, he etched like something like
It's like
Rico 2009.
You ever read this?
Don't fucking pull a
Wasn't gonna
Jake
sell
on
these
me,
to you.
goddamn.
Yeah, I
Sell
know.
my fucking Scout Monitor. I will kill someone. Yeah, so
It's unfortunate.
You know, one funny thing about that LAN center though is that I never met John there, dude. There were a bunch of like fat white guys playing like Warcraft there though, but dude, he never came out and like I don't remember him playing Third Strike.
That's
there,
so
dude.
cool.
He was probably there playing Warcraft
it's
or
so
something.
cool
though.
that you guys played fighting games at your LAN center. Because at our LAN center, they didn't
just
have
played-
fighting games.
It was a fucking blessing.
Okay. They had consoles, but that was on a
Stop. They had
A
one
one,
Xbox
yeah.
on a flat screen TV, and they thought it was so cool, and I was just like, these guys are so
They
stupid.
don't get it.
It's like, why are they playing fucking Halo on this like laggy plasma
that was
TV?
the time when Halo was big, though, right?
Yeah.
Because I used to have, remember Lewis? We'd go to this guy's house and they'd be like, we're gonna do a LAN tournament, and it was just like it was cool, but like.
And they're playing Halo?
Yeah,
I
I was
always
like-
played Counter-Strike. Halo was for
Well,
fucking...
Counter Strike was like next level, dude.
I like Halo, dude. Halo's fun.
Halo's a cool game, but it's like a party game in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know how competitive
Yeah.
it is.
When it comes to shooters, I'm a fucking casual though. So
Yeah,
like,
no,
I don't really
I'm
give
the
a shit.
same
Yeah.
way.
I'm sure it can be taken...
I just
anything can
feel
be taken
like-
to a level, but...
Any game like that, like rocket launchers and shit. Like I'm cool, like fighting bullet fights and shit. But when someone's got a fucking rocket launcher and shit, like that shit would get unreal.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like okay, dude, cool. Man.
Like I could take a couple shots and like get behind a fucking barrel and like stay alive. But if someone like shoots a rocket at me, bro, like you're just dead.
I
dog.
just
Like,
leaned more towards the game. I felt like was more. It favored a more technical player. You know what I mean? I didn't feel good on a controller, and
yeah.
like I could play Halo pretty good, but I just played it for fun. But on a there was these moments in CS where like you didn't buy enough ammo and you like only have a Glock left and there's like 6 people and you turn the corner and you just fucking just double tap headshot kill everyone just and you defuse the bomb, whatever. It's like the greatest thing of all time.
Yeah,
Or
that game was fucking-
you know what I mean, like that shit, a USP, whatever, just get all headshots, kill the whole team, and go fucking defuse the bomb. It was the greatest thing ever.
It seemed a
Halo.
little bit less
I'm sorry,
possible.
but Halo, that shit was not happening. There was not like an epic comeback thing factor like that. It wasn't as. I mean, the skill. There was still skill involved, but I feel like there was just so much, right? And then in CS, like you got so much more benefit from being a more skilled.
Well, it was a
player.
little bit floaty too, right? Halo.
Yeah.
Like the jump,
feels
like,
like
was
it,
there
yeah.
a jetpack or
It's,
something?
it's in general slower too.
Because I always feel like those games, like Unreal Tournament or what was it, Tribes? You remember Tribes? There was a whole different style of play where, like, instead of shooting somebody directly, you almost guessed where they were gonna be and then hit them. And I felt like Halo was weird like that sometimes, where you wouldn't just. There was guns where you could sit and shoot, but there was guns where you almost had to
shots.
guess where they were gonna move and shoot.
Oh, interesting.
You know, so it kind of caused a different like style of play.
There's different meta or whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking hard though, dude.
Well, that's almost like the criticism of CS was that like it was too easy, probably. Just if you got good enough, because I'm sorry, dude, I was pretty good at that game. I could, no lie, I could turn a corner with just like a FAMAS or some shit, and just one shot someone right in the face from like all the way across the map. Just go and it was it. And I'm like, oh, that's too easy. It's taking care of it. You know what I mean? Like it was dumb.
You had to make it hard on you, bro, and buy an MP5, dog, and just run in.
I saw some like TikTok thing on my Facebook feed,
TikTok.
and it was some guy who put like a floss thing like on his monitor. He taped it, and it was no scoping with the like sniper rifles.
Yeah, the scout and
And I'm just like, bro, like that shit's like that's like the worst. Like all I did was I got like a really
we did a post-it note.
yeah. So I get like rip a corner off of like a bright red or pink or yellow
dog.
postage note. And stick it on the monitor right where it went, and just run around no scope people. Just
That's like so sick.
it was so funny. And then I got so good that I didn't even need it. I knew exactly where it was, dude. It was so funny. They'd be jumping on scouts, now they just go.
Did you still need the sticky note there?
No.
Oh shit, dude.
That was only at home, but when
I used to
we
put
went,
it on my fucking eyeball, dog. You know, I didn't.
Oh shit, dude.
yeah. But
post it
the
right
crazy
there,
thing
like-
about that game is they say like with shooters, like when you get older, you kind of get washed, dude. That is the truest fucking statement. Now it's I couldn't do anything.
No.
I'd get fucking shit on by like a 2-year-old. They'd be like, Google Gaga. I'm like, oh.
What's that
no.
shit you can download? It's like a game, but it's like a training mode, so you can like see how good you are at shooters. You know what I'm talking about?
I've probably
it's
seen
on Steam. I forget
like,
the name of it right now.
Well, I'd fail.
I tried it. Yeah, I was like,
I'd get an
download this.
F.
It just fucking sucks.
Is it
bro.
free?
Yeah, it was a free one, but it's just like. This guy's like, you want to play with us? Like, let's see your score on this fucking thing. I'm like, all right. And then I like sucked ass. He's like, we don't want to play with you. Dog.
Oh no, that's
Like, okay, bro. No, those games are fucking easy, bro.
So, would you say that Third Strike was your first Street Fighter game that you actually took seriously?
Yeah, that I took seriously. Yeah, like when I was a kid, I had like on Genesis, I had like Championship Edition and like
Of course.
Super. Well,
Fuck
and
yeah.
like I always.
If you didn't play Championship Edition, dude, like we didn't even talk to kids. Like when we were growing up, we were like, you know, like 6th grade, 5th grade. It's like, oh, what kind of games did you play when you were like growing up? If they didn't say Championship Edition was the best game, we'd like judge them. We're like,
Yeah.
this fucking guy, dog. Like,
And like I would always just just press buttons like you don't know what you're doing.
yeah.
Like,
No.
and this is like toddler age too. So
Oh,
it's
for
just, like,
sure.
you don't know what you're doing. All you see are like two characters on the screen like beating each other up.
But those were fun
I
games
thought
though.
that was
When we were
fucking
kids,
cool.
they were the funnest
Yeah,
games.
yeah, they're
because
fun,
there
dude.
was like a, you know,
There's something
for
cool.
me, or sorry, but for me at least, it was like some of these games were too hard to beat
Yeah.
as a kid, but you could always play
Jurassic Park,
someone.
dude. Yeah.
You could always play someone, and you could win.
Or any of the Mega
You know what I
Mans.
mean?
Yeah.
I would
Oh yeah,
just sit there.
yeah.
at
Good
Nickel
luck
City,
beating
just-
fucking Mega Man
Yeah,
3 or
bro.
whatever. Like
That shit's hard, dude.
Good fuck.
Yeah.
There's something alluring to a fighting game. It didn't matter even sometimes what one it was. Primal Rage, fucking
Mortal Kombat we played a lot. When I was
Mortal
a kid.
Kombat, the boxing one at the Nickel City one with the fucking like red and blue handles and shit. Like we used to just fucking play fighting games, dude.
Yeah.
Like they were just funner to play.
Well,
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, they are.
You know what I mean?
It's almost like they're not as fun as these, but maybe they are. Maybe we're just old and we
I
can't.
think
We don't
it's-
have any reactions
I
to
think it
shooters anymore.
sucks because I think what made it so cool was it actually being in an arcade as well.
Yeah.
So it caused me, call me fucking stupid. I like pressing buttons, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a kid, that shit, I'd be like, dude, this is so badass.
Yeah, and like there's a reason why like even to this day like when you're in the loading screen or something, everyone's just hitting buttons, dude,
I was
because it
playing
fucking
before you
feels
guys
nice.
got here.
Dude.
Yeah, Megan was like, "You gotta
Yeah.
stop that, dude." I'm just sitting there like plinking, like fucking,
Yeah,
like,
it-
not even
just
doing
feels nice,
anything.
dude.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I
like
like make little songs like with the they go like
Yeah.
I go doom doom diggy 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 doom like when I'm like loading I'm like I go two I go up down up down up down. It's like the dumbest shit. I don't know why I do this.
it's fun, bro.
It is
Fidget,
fun.
dude, fidget toys, dog. Everyone's like making these cubes.
I know.
and
I make
shit,
fun of
like,
all these like retarded children. I'm like, look at these fucking pathetic losers. I'm like,
We just sound like a key ring. Like, chewing on
I got
like,
a cooler song, dude.
I'm like, I'm nervous. I need to play my fucking.
Well, I always have like an arcade stick button on my fucking keys. I'm just like, yeah, just like fuck, dude.
Oh man.
Like I have an older cousin who's about like 10 years older than me. 10,
Oh, shit.
10-ish years older than me. So like at the time he was always like at like family parties and everything, he would always be like, "Oh, Jason, want to see something cool? Check this out, dude." And granted, I'm like 5, 6, 7 years
Casting
old.
couch or what?
Wait, what?
That's
The
not
fuck?
Check it out, dog.
But
He's like,
he would
"You gotta
always
see
like
this
just
girl's
show me.
asshole, bro."
God damn it.
Can you believe no one did that shit? Yeah. We're like, what?
But like he would always just like show me. God
No
damn
one
it.
knows what
He would just like show me how to like throw a fireball or like a sonic boom and like
That's
shit like that.
godlike, bro.
Cause at the time he was like at family parties and shit. Well, not at family parties, but like both of our parents would meet up and like just like hang out. They would like go to the
Yeah.
mall and stuff. And then like my parents would always be like, all right, go ahead, follow Dwayne around, and then like we'll meet you up in like in an hour. And like he would always go to the arcade like and meet up with
That's
his
so
friends while
badass.
I roam around the arcade. But like
No, seriously.
I'm like too like young to play with them.
Good,
Yeah,
or,
or
like-
like to even play with them. Cause like, dude, I'm like 5 or 6, so it's like if I'm up against the if I'm up against like the
castle
panels,
and
dude,
shit, yeah,
all
you
I can
can't
see is like the very top of the screen. Like I can't even fucking see. So I'm like way too young to even be playing this, and too small to be even playing this. But like he would always be playing with and like meet up with like the Vietnamese gangsters, like the teenage
Oh, yeah,
guys,
yeah,
dude.
fuck yeah,
And
dude.
like,
crazy blown out spiky hair.
yeah, exactly. Like they look like
Fucking
all of
bangs that are
the.
just 2 pieces of hair like hanging
Yeah.
right there. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, he would always just meet up with these like hood rat like fucking arcade rats, dude.
That's
and,
cool.
And from that age, whenever I would see them, I would just always be like, like when you're a kid, you're just like, okay, the big kids are doing their thing. I'm not. It's not really necessarily that you're scared or anything, but it's just like I'm gonna let them do
You
their
almost
thing
know.
while I do my own thing.
You're
yeah.
like, I'm kind of too young for that.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a free-to-play game or just like
The Michael Jackson free-to-play.
bullshit,
Just like,
yeah.
Dude, you know what was cool about Nickel City was that Ramparts was free.
fuck yeah.
People didn't know how godlike that game was, so like,
Yeah.
dude, I love me some Ramparts, dog.
Yeah.
Like that was the
That one was
sickest game.
cool. I swear one of the Gauntlet Dark Legacy ones was like a free game too.
The
I don't
like the
know.
RPG.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that one be free. That's a fucking. That was
was
like
such-
they charged like 2 quarters.
That's a dedication game, dude. Yeah, you gotta dedicate
I don't know
yourself
why,
to that
but
one.
I remember being in the free zone and like playing that game a lot for some reason.
At Nickel
At Nickel.
and
dude.
the one that was in Claremont
yeah.
or no, Carmel Mountain.
Carmel Mountain, yeah.
Huh.
But I might be trolled up. It could have been a pay to play, but I remember the Michael Jackson game being free. I remember like fucking. There was so many fucking cool.
I remember being at Nickel City and
Random games
watching
like that,
who was Vincent and our friend Aaron was playing Third Strike, and I'd never seen one of those like weird decision draws where someone brings out the cards to see who won. Dude,
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like,
It's the character's portrait
yeah,
game.
I was
They
like,
just,
what the
flip
fuck?
up.
And these fucking randoms come out, they're just like, yeah, and they're like, what? They're like, what? I was like, dude, what am I watching? This is stupid. Like, I was like, why don't they just have it not count us around? That's what always happens in other like fighting games.
That's
It like mind fucked me. To this day, I don't know why they do that. That was kind of weird. I think they wanted to do something different, but like,
It's pretty hype though, because like there's 3 of them that show up.
it's hype. But
And
isn't
then,
there like a weird thing where like second player like almost always gets it or something?
It's based off of the points.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's based off
Okay.
like the arcade like points that you see like at the
That's kind of cool.
Oh, at the end you get A plus or B or whatever.
yeah. It's based off of
I've
that.
never gotten an A plus in that game. Dude.
Oh really?
I've never.
I'm sure you have, dude.
No, I am not. They're like.
They grade you easier when they know you're using Remy or like Hugo or something.
Stop.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. They're probably judging
I'm
on a
just
curve.
kidding, dude.
They're like, you didn't do one partition.
The highest you can get is like B, dude.
You didn't partition charge anything. They're like, you don't get any.
It's like those
points.
ticket games where like it's only rigged to win at like a certain time of day or something.
Oh, right.
On like a
Oh
full
my
moon.
God, dude.
People found that, dude. People found that like it's like hard coded to only win when there's like a certain amount of money in it or something like that.
So
Dude.
That's like a
weird.
casino
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm not sure how
shit.
real that is, but like.
Well, like I know the
like,
casinos. That's what it is. Like
crazy.
if it makes a certain amount of money, it'll let a jackpot go off, and it'll give out less than it's been making. So it
Yeah.
always makes, but it always you might be the lucky
Yeah.
guy who sits
Yeah.
down. You know?
There's outside factors that influence like. The
but like
result
the
of
casino always
Definitely.
wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I made a joke today or this week at work. I walked to this guy and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to get my life back online, dude." You know, he's like, "Yeah."
I'm already laughing, dude.
I'm like, "Yeah, dude." Just like trying to do the best thing, you know, for my life, dude. Like, I think I'm gonna start gambling, dude. And he just started laughing, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, I was just trolling him though. I just thought it was so funny because I was like,
Was he serious?
oh, he was like, I've been complaining to him all week. Like, I'm like, man, I want to do this and that. And then, like, I was just like, I figured it out, dude. I can do all that, dude. He's like, how? I was like,
He's looking
gotta
at
start
his face,
gambling,
dude.
bro. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about,
Dude,
dude?
I've been trying to go to the casino with my mom. My mom's like, well, she had COVID and then she got over it, but then she's got this like total depression thing going on right now, and she's like pretty bad. It's not the worst she's ever been. She's been
Yeah.
really bad at one point, but I mean it's bad. And I'm just like, every time I see her, I'm just like, hey, Valley View or Harris, like, what have we done? Come on. And she's like, stop, Rico, stop. I'm like, come on.
No, that's bad.
I'm all like, you'll fit in with that little oxygen tank. I was like, you'll be like, where's Waldo at the fucking casino? No one will even be able to fucking find
your
you.
pack of
Like,
smokes in your oxygen tank. It's like, that's so
she's
epic,
like,
dude.
stop it, Rico, stop. I'm just pinching her in the behind her arm. She's like, stop it. I'm like, come on.
God damn it, dude. I like laugh right into the mic, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
No, dude. That's fucking badass, though, dude. What would you guys play if you went?
She likes playing the dumb. She plays the dumb games.
Slot machines or
Rampart?
what?
No. I wish.
I kind of want to learn to play a slot machine, dude.
No, it's not slots. It's that dumb, like, at the bar. Like, there's, like, the weird... You just get 5 cards. You play Texas Hold'em by yourself, and you just... If you get, like, a flush, you win, like,
Video
$500
poker.
or something. It's like a video poker, but it's, like, you usually get shitty hands. And if you can pull off some, like, just miraculous, like, cool hand, like a full house, you'll get, like, $300 or something.
That's really fucking crazy, actually.
It's a dumbass game to play.
What
'Cause
the
it's like
fuck?
$1 a pop or something. No, it's like, dude, it's expensive to play. It's an expensive game, and it's an older game, and it's just a fucking shit show. I've never seen anyone win on those. Those are always the saddest people because they're trying to get to the bar. They don't even
They're
They don't even.
it's just like get the drink quicker.
Dude,
Like,
it's
Yeah,
the, it's
keep
the
'em coming.
saddest shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, I like playing that game. I'm like, maybe we shouldn't go to the casino.
That's why they give them free drinks, because like they're wasting all their money, and it's like you might as well make them feel good and make them want to stay.
You want
dude.
another Dr. Pepper? You're like, keep them going, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
those
it, bro.
machines are bad. You try to put a 20 in, the guy's like, it only takes hundreds. You're like,
Oh my god. You're like, okay.
it doesn't last long in there. 20 bucks, like one hand. You're
Yeah,
like,
you're
what?
fuck, bro.
Damn.
Dude, that's so fucking crazy.
Like Cody with the penny fucking roulette in Vegas for
Yeah.
like 16 hours. He's like,
Yeah,
I made
dude.
$6.
The sun's coming up, dude. And, like,
Did he really?
He played this craps like janky. Dude.
That's epic.
That was one of the
actually.
best runs of all. It's like a big dice in the middle of this like round table, and then it would go boom, and it'd bounce the dice, and like it was everyone's playing on like their own little board. It was so janky, dude. I was like, this is pretty sick.
It's fucking hype, dude.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, gambling's fucking weird, dude. It's like it
I
can
usually
be-
don't fuck with gambling. Dude.
I usually don't
Fuck,
either.
dude.
I'll do 20
scared,
bucks
dude.
and then lose it and then just feel like a fucking idiot afterwards. But I think that the games are it's like an arcade to me. Like it's the same shit. Like somebody was talking about what's the one in Japan? Plinko?
Pachinko.
Pachinko.
Plinko. Yeah.
I don't even fuck. Yeah, I think
The
Price is right.
Yeah, it's
It goes
like
ding, 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 ding. No.
That shit's hype as fuck, dude.
Pachinko?
Pachinko looks cool because and the guys were saying it's a mixture of an arcade and like a casino game.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, bro. Like,
I've seen enough pachinko rooms.
And they make like
know.
King of Fighters ones. Like, there's like a
Yeah.
Tekken
They
one.
make
dude.
fucking Fist of the North
Yeah.
Star. Fucking yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you usually have to walk by it to get to like all the other games in the arcade, right?
yeah.
Or like there's like
No,
one
no,
or two
no.
of big arcades that are like that, right? That are
There's
set
some
up
like
that.
like if you go to a round one in Japan, it's all instead of like these huge, you know, like the one in America that's like a huge mall, like a one story, and everything's in these. So you would have to walk by it, but
Yeah.
in Japan they're usually like in a tower. So it's like
Yeah.
the top floor is bowling alleys, and they're smaller and they're shittier, and like they act like they're having fun. I'm like, dude, these poor bastards. Like they're all kill themselves before.
Damn, dog.
I'm guessing Pachinko's at the bottom though.
The
so you-
pachinko's probably close to the bottom, and then
Yeah.
there'll be one floor with like just this weird horse racing game, dude. The
Oh
horse
yeah,
racing
you
game
bet, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is sick
dude.
as shit. And those guys are the most deplorable, dude.
Yeah.
I like that.
More deplorable than the floor with like the Astros with the little panels where people are playing like Panic Gals, and they're like.
Yeah, dude.
They're like $600 in. They're like about to come. They're like, oh, I'm like trying to. It's so bad. These guys are. They're no, bro. It's fucking bad, dude. That's what I always thought was cool about Kaikan Arcade. The one that Ryan took me to it the first time. It was pretty cool. And I'm all like, what's on this floor? And he's like, don't go up there, dude. I'm like, I went up there, and it's just these guys like, I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking badass. I was like,
They're like in their work clothes and everything too, right?
yeah, dude, these
Just like-
guys, it's just smoke. You're like everyone's got like 6 cigarettes in their mouths. I'm like, holy shit, this is wild.
Oh,
as
fuck,
man.
that's so good, dude.
That was a cool arcade, just because it was like all Third Strike machines and CVS 2, and then there was like a Marvel cab, and then like one Street Fighter 4 cabinet, and I was just like getting bodied by some guy who was playing like one-handed and playing Third Strike over here. I'm like, ah. I just remember losing to some Dawson player, like fucking murked me right whenever we were about to leave, and he just walks up and he's like, "You suck, dude." I was like, whatever. I don't got time for that shit. I don't want to explain myself. I've never played a Dawson before.
freaking out.
You know.
Oh, fuck, dude.
There
that's
were no
so
good Dawsons other than like Sam who like left before fucking we
There was a Chinchilla Warfare, dude. Do you remember that guy, dude?
I remember.
Yeah, dude.
I remember the name.
And Ed, dude.
the only
Ed.
guy I never lost to.
Oh, yeah,
I beat
Ed,
those
bro.
guys.
Ed Nippage,
Yeah, that's why
dude.
they
Sergeant Brandon, dude.
That's why
All
I
the
wasn't
PTSD's
good.
coming, dude. This guy's just
That's
like,
why I wasn't good at the matchup because I played those fucking jobbers.
Just blame the TV, dude. Just blame Ed's TV.
Oh, always, dude. That was like the best, dude. Like,
I'd jump and he'd do low fears, and I'd be just on the ground still when it hit me. I'm like, what? Like, I'd hold up, and then I'd see the fears coming. I'm like, I'm gonna jump in on this fool, and then I'm still on the ground. It goes, "Ugh," and I'm like, dude, this TV sucks, Ed. He's like, it's the best. He's like, it's top of the line, dude. You couldn't buy a more expensive TV. We're like, bro, that doesn't mean it's a good TV.
That
He's
TV's
like, apparently someone wants to win Evo, dude.
I'm not gonna
He's like,
say
let's-
it was the laggiest of all big screens, but it
was
wasn't
noticeable.
It wasn't what we were used to playing on.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it was noticeable. And, like, he never cared what we said about that TV until fucking Richard said something, dude. All it took was Richard to say something, and then...
Why wasn't he more vocal earlier on? He, like, let us all, like, die on these little hills, and he just watched, like...
Ed never listened to anybody but Richard, dude.
No,
he didn't give a shit about any of... Well, I wouldn't say he didn't give a shit about us. He didn't give a shit about anything we said.
Yeah, when it came to the game, it was like...
Yeah.
What's Richard have to say about it? You're like,
He's like, this thing's wackless.
Yeah.
And we're just watching. People are just frustrated playing.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck.
I never really liked that.
Can we do grand finals in the garage? He's like, we got a big screen in here.
Yeah, dude. I'm forever thankful for Ed, but like, dude, like,
sure.
I didn't like his attitude about like not listening to any of us except Richard, dude. I'm just like,
sucks.
dude, you can't be any of us except for fucking Rico, dude. Like, what you?
Did I ever lose?
Wait, it might have been Vincent. My bad, dude. It might have been Vincent.
I'm pretty sure I've lost to Ed before, dude.
Okay, then.
That was a hard matchup.
Maybe I did. I don't remember.
Either way, I'm joking, but
Yeah.
but
Well, it got to a point where we all like.
I'd always lose to
again,
fucking
dude.
that Tamashiro's hot friend. What's his name? Sneaky James, dude.
Dude, Sneaky James,
Sneaky
bro.
James, bro.
He was good.
Remember when he
dude.
started doing like steroids or whatever? He got like
Yeah.
jacked, and I was like, wow, what happened to you, dude?
he posts like weird, like
I've seen
fake
some
inspirational shit on Facebook.
Yeah.
now,
I think
too,
he
dude.
got. I
It's
think
like,
he got into like some pyramid scheme thing, and he's in
Oh,
so
shit,
deep,
that
and he
sucks.
has to like,
damn, dude.
you know, he's pulled like the JK, dude. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry if I'm laughing at that.
I thought it was like
Fuck.
the fucking library posters. It's like him hanging on a wall. It's like hang in there. Dude.
No, dude, he was like selling fucking energy drinks with like fucking.
Oh, he got into that, dude.
I'm just kidding.
Fuck. God.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that's believable though, because everybody gets baited into that.
Yeah.
dude. It's like fucking Ray-Bans on Facebook.
Or that
dude.
airborne.
Like, yeah, everybody's gonna.
Yeah, no. Yeah, or when you get hacked and you're like selling Ray-Bans like 20% off. You're like, dude, this motherfucker's hacked, dog. Like,
Oh yeah.
that or the airborne. Have you seen those on Instagram at all? It's like it's a pyramid scheme, and it's just people selling like drinks and shit that are like workout supplements or something.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, it's the best ever. Like, please God, sign up so I can get the fuck out of this.
I mean,
thing.
you gotta
Like,
experience
Jesus
one of those
Christ.
once, but then once you like see what's going on,
You
you're like,
gotta get
oh,
out.
okay, I can.
I don't even
recognize-
think you have to go.
I
to
can
places like
recognize
this.
this. No, but like you have to experience like even a family member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting into it,
I
and you're
feel
just
you.
like, this is fucking stupid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, but you don't actually have to like specifically experience it yourself. You can, but even if you know someone, that's still experiencing it. You know what I mean?
Like a second hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout outs to watching Napoleon
And
Dynamite.
if
We
you're-
all got on like
you know.
too early. We were like, that Tupperware shit, dog.
Yeah, exactly. And no, it was just crazy because like it's kind of weird that there was like socially acceptable pyramid schemes like Lululemons and shit. And you're just like, okay, like what are we doing?
Because it's all around like body positivity. and shit,
Or Mary
yeah.
Kay. It's like it's weird how like women
God,
can have
Mary
like
Kay.
they're like pyramid schemes that are socially acceptable, but like whenever like some guy's trying to sell energy drinks, people are like, sit down, you fucking. Like, get the fuck out of here! You're like, oh shit! I'm
As
sorry.
you're just putting Mary Kay lipstick.
I bleeped that out too. It was funny. I'm getting pretty good at this.
One day we're
Oh, it's
gonna
like
hit the
each
wrong
one for like a specific.
This
no,
is
one
to
is
mute
you-
everything. This is to mute. These
Oh,
things are like
shit.
different levels. You can like.
Oh shit! Are we supposed to be talking about this on the?
Yeah, dude.
On the air, dude.
It's just a Go XLR.
Okay,
It's
that's
pretty-
cool.
I
like the icon for the cursing one, dude. That's pretty. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
It's like it makes you think of like a comic or a cartoon.
Yeah,
dude.
dog.
8 equals sign equals sign equals sign equals sign D.
It took me a while, goddamn it,
Yeah,
dude. I'm like,
oh,
like,
fuck,
what's he
yeah.
talking about?
That's not what it says. Like what?
Yeah. I was like, equal sign, what? Let's see equal sign.
Hey, remember that time we slept together, dude?
In your room, dude. It was in your. It was in his room, dude. It was the New Year's.
Yeah.
Cody was with us, dude. It was all OFC plus Cody.
Yeah.
That was a good
That's
time.
so fucking funny.
We went to the
Oscar for the first time, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, second time I met her, I guess.
Those are the days,
That's weird.
dude.
Thinking about
He got a
that.
little emotional.
Yeah, he was like,
A long time ago.
I miss it was just me and Jason. It was the best.
You're sleeping in my bed tonight, girl.
No,
Remember
that
you
was
could
like-
just say that and it'd be funny. Now
That
it's
was
like really creepy.
Now it's like people are like scared. It's like, bro, I was just kidding, but seriously, sleep next to me, dog. Like,
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, one of you bros could have slept up here with me. Like,
I remember waking up and like my arm was in pain for some reason, dude.
You know.
I think like you like rolled like on top of it or something.
can I stop yet? You're like, Jesus Christ, my arm's sore.
Yeah. And it was a New Year's party, so it was fucking cold too.
It was
So,
cold. That shit was hype as
Yeah.
fuck.
That was
bro.
so much fun, dude.
That was the
a lot of
sickest. Those
fun,
were the
dude.
best.
We went swimming too. It was cold as fuck. I don't know why we did that, dude.
Hypothermia
gay.
swimming.
Yeah.
The bro shower. You were just
The legends, dude.
being weird with that, but it's okay. I liked it. You're like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch, and me and
That wasn't
Richard
me,
and
dude.
Vincent were like,
You're like, just like passing him loofahs. Or like,
it's crazy because that like people always hear these stories I tell. And they're like, man, this guy just makes up the weirdest shit. But like, no, that actually happened.
Yeah.
I didn't make any of that up. None of that was made up.
Dude, I remember like one of the first Evos we went to. Like we went to Ed's suite because like he was the only one of us that had like money. Well, you had money at the time, but like.
Barely.
You were spending it on us though, because none of us were making money at the time. But Ed had that suite, dude, and then we were just like hanging out there, dude.
that was badass.
And then like he showed us the bathroom, and it was like as big as like this room, dude. Like the shower was as
the
big as
jacuzzi and shit.
yeah, and there was like a little like screen in there too. And then like at that time, we kept joking about the bro shower. This was before the thing that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And we were still joking about the bro shower and everything. And then I remember I looked at that shower, then like I was like in my head, I was just like. The bro shower might actually fucking happen. I'm just like,
You're like getting a little excited. Or like,
a part of me was like, yeah, a part of me was like, that's pretty fucking gross. But the other part of me was just like, that'd be pretty fucking hype if it happened. Dude.
Like, you could probably wash 3 or 4 dudes.
It's like the Karate Kid too, dude. It's like, what the fuck? Someone's like, hey, what's going on over here? It's like,
Yeah, it's like a mirage at first. Oh, go
That was the joke. That was the joke, though, right? We'd always be like, dude, we got like fucking 10 guys in a room, dude. Tournament starts in 10 minutes. Like, how are we all gonna shower, dude? Like, it was like funny, dude.
We can't show up smelling bad, dude. Like, fuck.
We'd
dude.
almost like justify it. Like, it was so fucking fun,
Yeah.
dude.
get your ass in here now,
Yeah, dude.
Come on, bro. Come on. Let me wipe you off, dog. Like, yeah.
It takes me a long time to wash my bag. I didn't bring my stick and rag with me.
Yeah,
I need
bro.
your help.
Yeah, dude, I think that's like one of the things about like joking like that, like joking around like that was probably one of the reasons why we all like meshed together so well. Like
sure.
when we all met at Ed's house, like
Well-
because we all had that same type of humor. We all grew up around the same time.
Well, you
leg
weren't
is shaking
afraid
the
to
whole
say
couch,
something.
dude.
The thing was, like,
Your leg is like shaking the whole couch, dude. I'm like fucking
you
earthquake.
weren't afraid to say something because you weren't gonna get judged. I think
Yeah.
that was the coolest part. It was like,
That's not my leg, Jay.
You're playing the horse game, dude, like the racing game. Oh fuck.
I'm pumping fucking. No, I gotta call. What did it do? Alright.
Penis pump, dude. We would wait. No, didn't God, joke with
Ed
shit,
about
I'm
having
scared.
a pump or something?
Yeah, because like you logged onto his computer to check up on the price of like the Ninja Turtles comics that you were bidding on.
and
on
we
eBay.
found all those like horse bits made for humans and shit.
Yeah,
We were like,
and
oh
sex
my
toys, dude.
God, yeah,
And
like,
fucking sex toys, dude.
all it was
Yeah.
so fucking hype. The drill dough.
Yeah.
Like,
And then,
just like fucking all serious.
I remember like
Horse.
the first time we joked around about shit like this with like Tim around Black Lightning. Like we said something like raunchy and funny like that, and then like I remember he looked at me and Brandon like, what? Like what did you just say? Because like he's a little bit older than us.
He was
and like
older
and he
and-
didn't really know us that well too.
No,
So
no. That's
at the
made it
time,
cooler,
at the
though.
time he didn't know us really that well. So like he heard us say some joke like that, and he was just like, "What the fuck?" Like there was no trace of a smile on his
Like,
face.
you
He's
guys
like,
are just
"What the
nuts, bro.
Yeah, he was just like late.
We were next level though. We
Yeah,
were
he-
next level, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
we were pretty funny.
like
we were.
if you weren't expecting that shit, dude, you'd be like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck are these guys talking about?" Dude?
You're either avoiding us from now on if you hear that, or
Yeah.
you're our best fucking
Yeah.
friend.
We were
End of that.
fun. So when we went to like TTF or we started going to other places. Like we just like assimilated really well.
Yeah, with everybody.
We weren't like.
we weren't like the odd man's out ever.
Yeah.
We just became whatever was there, dude.
It's kind of weird how there are people that are very. I don't know what that is. I don't know. None of us had that problem. Bro.
You mentioned it earlier, like whenever we like met up with people, like we met in person, and like you had to like man up and introduce yourself to people, dude. Whereas
Maybe we
like,
had it
online and
easier,
everything,
yeah.
Well, I would say we had it harder,
We
but
had it
once
harder,
you got
but
over that,
it made us grow up faster.
Exactly.
In a weird way.
Exactly.
Where these little kids came in now they're like, oh, it's okay. I remember seeing it in Facebook eras, where like Facebook came out and there was someone I knew from high school that I haven't seen in years, and we would talk almost every day on Facebook, and then I like ran into him in real life, and we were like. Like, didn't even know what to say to each other and shit. Like, it was so weird, and I was like, whoa, dude, like, we're becoming more social on this like platform than we are in real life. Like, this is fucking weird.
I think it's good to have like actual like
experience.
greetings and like not
Yeah.
greetings but meetings and like mingle and it's kind of crazy how it's almost like when we were
Definitely.
kids, there was like a small percentage of people who were antisocial and like awkward, and now it's like
A lot more people.
it's getting kind of
Out of hand.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like
COVID
the
probably
number
made that worse.
flips.
too.
Like the number of people who are like extroverted and like are like not, you know, they're
Yeah.
just hard boiled kind of, or like whatever. They just roll like a rolling stone. Like
Yeah.
that shit is fucking few and far between now. It's
It
almost
really
like when
is.
we were kids, like the people who were like completely antisocial and like anxiety riddled and shit. Like I don't know. I don't know. My dad always took me to random shit. Like just I'd have to like mingle with some kids, and I'm like the only person that speaks English. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
See, that's different.
And then I'm like, oh well, like I'll watch this like guy have a heart attack on this person like die. I'm like, that's nice. I'm like, there we go. Just being at some random roping like go. He would, like when he was team roping a lot, you know, we'd like travel all this, but like no one else brought their kids, and like everyone was all these adults drinking and shit. I'm just like, how am I gonna like have a good time here? But you know, I ended up talking to like adults or something, and then
That's
like
exactly
it's like, you
what it
know,
is.
find like one cool looking adult and like just don't be annoying, but just not be weird. Because if you're weird, then you feel stupid. So it's like I gotta be cool, like one shot to be cool, like like a fucking elevator pitch. You know what I mean? You're like, I got this fucking book. It's about this kid who's like been making shit up about having a job for like 20 years. I'm like, this is interesting. Send me your fucking rough draft. I'll look
your,
at it.
your business card, dude.
That's the thing, though. I feel like that's a reality, and like my dad would take me places a lot when I was a kid, and unfortunately, a lot of it was to like Alcoholic Anonymous meetings and shit, which I respect. You know, he was,
No,
he was
I
on
know,
the
but it's
hustle,
kind of
and,
funny.
like,
It's still funny.
he's raising 2 kids, and he would bring us, and we'd have to go in the back and like hang out with fucking like babies and shit. It was like the fucking worst.
Like the other guy's kids.
Yeah, but at the end of it, we'd all go to dinner and shit. And yeah, we'd have to talk to adults, and like some of our best friends were adults, dude. You know, it's like I think, and it's always weird. I always get along better with older people. Like at my work, like I have a driver who's probably like in his 50s, and me and him are like that, dude. And like he just reminds me of like one of my dad's friends or something. Like it's just super easy to talk to the guy and shit. But people my age, I like almost struggle like talking to and shit. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
It's almost
guys? Like,
easier, yeah, sometimes to talk to someone older, especially if you're like, you know, you have some. You've seen a lot of like older movies or something. You can kind of
Definitely.
throw something
Yeah.
out there. Just be like, hey, you know, Rocky 4 is coming out in November for one
Yeah,
night.
they're like,
He's like, what? That's my favorite movie ever. You just start like singing the montage song and like fucking.
Yeah, even back then, like we've seen some shit, dude.
Oh,
so it's
fuck
just
yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we came from an era where like it was still the way it was. We got like internet and phones and shit, but it
We
was
got like left in cars for like
Yeah.
hours, like
We
outside
had to
of
learn how to like crack a window with like a shoehorn and shit, or like,
Trying to get some
just
fresh
stay
air, you
alive,
know,
yeah, put your lips in a little
to get
bit.
some
Yeah.
fresh air, dude.
I don't know. I think that it's weird because like the world's a safer place. I mean, maybe not right now. It was safer
Yeah.
like a couple years ago, but you know, crime is a little on the rise. But hashtag defund the police. But you know,
Sprinkling the subliminal messages,
just a
dude.
you know, but like parents were still okay with like kind of letting your kids like.
Roam
Like
around.
you would just get dropped off at the arcade or whatever. Oh, go hang out with your cousin. You
Yeah.
go hang out. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And that was like a. You didn't get shamed as a parent for doing shit like that. Now
It was
the parents
normal,
are
dude.
like, I'm gonna read my kid this book about fucking whatever. I'm not gonna fucking.
Yeah,
I don't even want to
that
fucking.
shit.
The toddler leashes, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck,
toddler
dude.
leashes, and like, well, my thing is too is like, you know, everyone wants to be a parent, but like nobody wants to like do the work, kind of. You know what I mean? It's like it's a weird thing. You just see a lot of kids like
Everybody wants to be like. Everyone wants a kid, but they don't want to be a parent.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. You
There's
know,
a lot of like giving the kid the like iPad. Like I see my nieces and shit, and I'm kind of worried that
they're
like,
plugged in, dude.
especially though they're girls, and then they're already like self-conscious about shit. And I'm just like, you guys don't. Get
Oh no, that's 100%.
And no, it's bad, dude. It's fucking bad.
You know that part in Step Brothers when it's like Christmas and like the younger brother's like little daughter, they ask her like, what do you want for Christmas next year? And she says like, I want breast implants.
That's real. That's what he's getting at, bro.
Well, I don't know about that, but they're already using like little filters
Dildos
on
and
pictures.
things
Stop
like-
it.
Oh, sorry,
Fucking,
sorry.
no, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Yeah, man, they're blasting.
Or Rico telling me this is too far. Okay,
No,
dude.
I know. Okay. You're right.
Oh
All right.
my god. that
I'm
was
not
epic.
offended. No, I'm not fucking melting. Okay.
No, I know what
but-
you're talking about though. It's
No, you know what I mean. They're using a little picture, like phone filters, and they're like, I kind of like. I look better with the filter on, like I'm ugly, and you're like, well, no, you're not. You're just a kid. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm like,
well, it's all the
I felt
Kardashians.
that,
and
dude.
stupid
What?
people.
I felt that, dude.
your
Really
fucking
got the
chest,
fuck.
bro.
I'm like, whoa, dude.
No, we were talking about it on Chris's episode where like they're like warping pictures, like they're like trying to like
Oh, the
Photoshop- and they're,
black
like,
and
arms,
red
like,
batter,
warping
dude.
it. Yeah, it's like the best shit. Like it's like what the fuck is wrong with people, bro? Like, do you really care that much to like?
it's all Photoshop, dude.
It's fucking.
And they're like,
weird.
well, okay, I don't want to look like. I don't want to look like Thor. I just want to look like Spider-Man. He's like, that motherfucker's on steroids too, dog. It's like, what the fuck? I'm like, are you okay? Like, okay, go to the doctor. Tell him you want TRT. Fucking go before you do your blood test. Just eat a whole meal. You're supposed to fast for 24 hours. Eat a whole meal, and then your testosterone will tank, and then you'll get on TRT and you'll get jacked like Spider-Man, dude. Okay, you want to be jacked like Spider-Man, dude? You be jacked like
Oh,
or
shit,
fucking.
dude.
Repulse? No, I'm just kidding. I heard defenses in that Repulse was like on the natch, and I'm like, yeah, me too, bro. Like, me too. No, I don't know. I mean, he's like, he takes totally straight supplements, and like, you go to the website, it's just this guy's arms like this big. He's like,
With the SpongeBob arms.
Yeah,
You're like-
dude. Well, you seen those guys that do the implants to look like they're super buff, but they're just like their bodies are like so unhealthy, and then they just have this like lump in their arm. You're like, what the fuck?
I've never seen that.
There's this guy who has to get his like biceps taken out because he's like put him in too big, and they're like fucking his arms up, dude. It's a meme guy on Instagram you always see. It's like he's got the big fucking thing, and then he has like a big tricep, and they already took the tricep out because it was like fucking up.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. It's like, what the? Just go to the gym, dog.
or
You know, like.
whatever. I don't know. I mean, when we were kids, people like what we watched Baywatch. David Hasselhoff, dude, he was not fucking jacked.
No,
bro.
he wasn't.
He was just like a normal looking dude.
He was just dehydrated on the beach, dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dying, dude.
Yeah, he was laying so much pipe. He probably fucking he was all veiny because he had no
Yeah,
fucking
he's just
water.
like
in
no
his
water in
veins.
his body. Yeah, I got to save him. He's just like fucking.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, you look at the people on Baywatch, the guys, they look normal. Or like
Yeah.
anyone, you know, like handsome people when I was a kid was like Tom Selleck. Like when he went that cameo on Friends and everyone's like, like fucking, and you're just like, okay, like
fucking
this,
DJ.
you know, and now it's like, oh, Baywatch, it's like The Rock and fucking, what's that fucking High School Musical kid who's
Oh,
like,
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. These guys are fucking
He's just like
roided
one
out
muscle.
fucking-
That's
And
like
you're
the
like,
fucking funniest shit, though.
This is tight.
Then I can't save anyone.
I
Like
didn't
someone like
get your
drowns
views.
because he like can't get him out of the water. He's like,
He just fucking sinks, dude. Like,
He swims out there and like grabs this guy and rescues him. He comes back, he's all like mangled because he squeezed him too hard and just like broke him in
hold on,
half.
son. Like suffocates him, just like swims him out. Like yeah, chokes him out and shit. Oh
His
fuck,
neck's
dude.
broken. His glasses. My God. It's like looks at it, it's just Epstein. He's like,
Oh god, dude.
how did we get here, dude?
I don't know.
Nobody knows, bro.
We went
Nobody
down.
knows.
We went across like 5 different things.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude.
It's a normal thing on this podcast, though.
It is,
Steroid
dude.
use, fucking
Kids being
a
fucking-
teen girl.
Oh, we were talking about like us, like OFC dudes, like just like whenever, like
being
no-
cool with older people.
Yeah, and like none of us, whenever we would go to like new places like TTF or anywhere else, none of us were weird or awkward, dude. Oh, at least the main dudes.
I could,
like,
I
can't
could tend to be that way, you know, like if
Who? Like what?
me, like sometimes, like for Tong, for instance, I never talked to Tong.
So if you came on the podcast, it'd be weird.
Not weird, but like that was an instance where I was being kind of like shy.
Well,
You know what I mean?
There's a difference between being shy and just being straight out weird.
Yeah,
They're
that's
not
true.
weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't ever weird, but I just wish sometimes I would have like
A lot of people are
came
shy.
out of my shell a little bit more and like talked to someone I didn't know or like you know what I mean. Like there's always people there that you like seeing and like I'd always see, but I never like opened myself up to somebody new. You know, I was like such a little loser about that. I'd be like, I don't need any new friends. I have.
I
all the
like
friends
talking
I
to
need.
random people. I like starting random conversations. I don't know why. It's like Dude, Asuka fucking almost got me killed last night.
Uh-oh.
Like,
Last night?
yeah, it was kind of funny, but it was fucked up. I don't know what made me think of this, and I almost don't want to. Don't let me forget, okay?
Were you guys at a Jamaican restaurant and then she was, talking and acting?
It was bad, bro. It was almost worse than that. It was worse than that. And I was all like, I'm gonna die. I was like, maybe not. Maybe I could take this guy.
How many times has she put you in a situation like that?
Oh,
I hear so many stories of this.
Well, I'll just tell right now. So.
Oh, my bad, dude.
No, I'll tell the story.
You want to wait till later?
No, let's hear this, dude.
So my aunt came in. She flew in from Colorado last night at like 11:30. So me and Oscar had to like plan some like night out where we'd go get dinner, go to a movie, and then pick her up from the airport. And I had it all planned out. And then in the last minute, she like fucked me over. So we had to change the plans. And then it was all like playing it kind of. It was just random. So like I was like, well, how fast can you get here? Then we went straight to Sushiyama. They were kind of closing. We ordered the food. They came out. We asked for the check before we even started eating. Fucking, we just smashed that shit. It took us 30 minutes or less, and we were out of. And then we drove straight to the Mission Valley movie theater. We watched this movie called Lamb. I wanted to watch 007.
Damn! Why didn't you see that shit?
Cause she ran late. Oscar botched the time. I know. I really wanted.
That would have been a good one.
And it was supposed to be 7:30. It was going to be 3 hours roughly, and then we'd drive down there. It'd be like 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, and then we'd have an hour to make it. That was in Esco, but then plans changed. This movie Land was fucking crazy, dude. I didn't know what the fuck to expect. It was like some foreign film. It was in subtitles. Long story short, this guy fucks a goat and has a baby with it, and it's half human, half frog. It's fucking crazy.
I think I have heard
everyone just gets shot at the end. You're like, okay, this movie's fucking sick. But spoiler alerts. Sorry.
Lamb, dude.
Did you have any idea that it was gonna go that way, or
no?
Did they hint at it anywhere? Oh, wow, dude.
I mean, I knew that it had to do with a weird little baby kid, but I didn't realize what
You
was
didn't
going
know it was bestiality shit?
No,
dude?
I mean,
It's pretty gross, dude.
That's
it was
crazy,
sick.
bro.
It was a sick.
Yeah.
But
I have a pretty high tolerance for shit that's gross. But that's
when
pretty
we were
fucking
in
gross,
the,
dude.
no, it's kind of like that. I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit, but
It has nothing to do with it. I'm gonna look it up later, dude. It has nothing to do with it.
And the girl in it was kind of hot, and then it showed her titties, and they were whack as fuck, bro. I'm not trying to body shame, but I was a little disappointed. I was like, oh, titties. I was like, titties. I was like,
They show any dick though?
no.
Oh,
there was a chance to have some crazy
He's all excited.
CG dick too. No, they fucking botched it. I was like, am I gonna see some weird half man, half goat dick thing right now? And it just didn't happen. I was like,
that's a waste of
but
money,
when
dude.
we were in line getting the soda and red vines before, I don't know if you guys seen the Chappelle special yet.
I haven't, but
there was these jokes about Clifford, and they're talking about some black guy, oh, Clifford, and we're sitting in line, and there's this fucking just monster Chad fucking Adonis black dude, just jacked to the nines. And he's 6 foot something, and he's just yoked the fuck up, and he's with his girlfriend, all this shit. And Asuka, I'm like, hey, you need to come back. I forgot my wallet. She comes back, and right when she gets in the line, she's like, oh, hey, look, it's Clifford. And I'm like, bitch, are you trying to get us killed? This isn't a funny joke. What are you saying? And she's like, Clifford the Big Red Dog. And I guess there's a Clifford movie coming out. And the fucking people turn around and were looking at us. And I was like, oh, yeah. Clifford the Big Red Dog, look, right over there, I get it now, ha ha, I was and the guy was just looking at me oh, fucking pop your heads.
Yeah, I was like a pimple, dog.
I was like, maybe.
Fuck, bro.
Got lucky, I might not get my ass whooped, but...
Did you see that, Netflix is, blowing up because of that shit? I guess a bunch of people are gonna, walk out because they, wouldn't, take it off of Netflix. And then they ended up firing people because they released shit about it.
Yeah,
I was like, holy
they
fuck,
leaked
man.
some shit. Everyone's freaking out about this shit. They didn't watch it though. It's not really that
No,
bad.
it's just
not
because
that
they
bad.
hear one thing that was said in it, and they're just
Well,
this
they'll
is
probably
fucking
take
bars.
the worst of it and chop it up and cut the audience laughing and go to some other thing, and people are I saw it. It was terrible. It was the most bigoted shit I've ever seen. It's it's not that bad. It's not really damning. You just gotta watch it. And well, I didn't watch it. I just watched a clip on YouTube. Fucking dumbass. I don't know what you're judging it based off of that for, but no, it was really.
I haven't seen it yet.
So there were
really
these
want to see
Clifford
it.
jokes about like big dumb like people that are just like retarded and like. And I was just mind fucked because I didn't see that Clifford thing, and I'm like, babe, that's not even funny. Like you're on a sicko. I'm like, what are you saying? This isn't you. What did you do with my wife? You would never make a fucking terrible joke like this.
Yeah.
And it was bad because they were like, what's the bitch talking about Clifford for? Like, I saw that special. Like, I'll kill you. I was like, oh, God. And then I was like, oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, look. Oh, I see it. Ha, Clifford, look. Everyone. I'm like, anyone. Everyone. I was like, fucking. And then afterwards, I was like, what the fuck was that Clifford shit? Bitch, you trying to get us fucking, like, stabbed or something? And she's like, what? I'm like, I was like, yeah, that's who I married. You're right. Like, you don't even, you're right. You don't even know that what could be misconceived as a fucking really
racist joke,
low key,
like
you know, some dog whistly white supremacist shit like
this. Yeah, hey, check this out. He like turns around and you're like,
no, I don't know. It was kind of funny at the moment, but it was kind of like
scary afterwards,
like,
dude.
What is this bitch saying right now?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do this to me? No, but so Street Fighter 4 came out.
Ed's house.
Ed's house. No. But what were you guys doing before, like in vanilla?
Oh.
Were you guys playing all throughout vanilla and stuff?
Yeah, like
Just at like Rainier's house or whatever that guy's.
Well, like, I was.
What's your friend Rodolfo?
Yeah. We would play there every now and then because we would just like hang out because we were all like high school friends and for Street. I was in college when Street Fighter 4 came out, so like I was meeting up with like players there, and
that's badass, dude.
And I didn't really like know them that well and everything, but like they were all like college students, so it's just like
any other kid. Like,
what do you think about that game?
Street Fighter 4 as a whole, or just like vanilla? Vanilla. It took me a long time to like it, dude. I thought it was whack at first. Dude.
Well, because you're playing Third Strike, right? And then you go to this shit, and you're just like, okay, what the fuck is this?
I really liked the way it looked. Like the first time I played it, like when it was playable at Comic-Con and Evo 2008, I thought it was pretty cool. Like it was like something new, and it was like
especially at the time.
Current. Yeah.
Like, when it first came out, like this looks pretty sick.
Yeah. And I thought it was cool, but like when I like started like really playing it, when I started diving in like training mode and everything, like I thought it was whack, dude. I was like everything seems so slow. I think Ultra is fucking scrubby as fuck. I think focus attacks are fucking scrubby.
I hated focus attack, dude.
Yeah, everything just felt so dumbed down and like stupid, in my opinion. And like almost everything I learned in Third Strike didn't even carry over. So like I was kind of salty about that because like at the time it felt.
Explain that. What do you mean, like parrying or fucking?
Yeah, things like parrying, option selects, and like and just
why wouldn't option selects carry over?
Well, the concept of an option select carries over.
Yeah, that's the only thing, though.
But like the actual option selects aren't gonna work, dude.
Yeah.
So you gotta relearn some shit, and
yeah,
I guess that is true, dude.
And like with focus attacks, with FADC, and like uppercuts being like even more invulnerable than they were before, it felt so like they made this for scrubs, dude. And like that was our first like a lot of games nowadays, even outside of fighting games, they're gonna make it easily accessible, right?
Yeah.
And Street Fighter 4 was the first instance of I don't want to say us, but like it was like the first instance of me realizing like, okay, they're dumbing this down so that more people can play, and like it was like a sort of like a gut check, dude. It was just like, wow, dude, like they don't want to weed out like bad players, like they really want to include them, and of course this is just my thinking when it first came out.
Well, no, but coming from Third Strike, that was a game where it almost seemed like they made it for like people who are gonna like
tournament players,
go in hard body on it, because it's almost like you can't play it unless you master like so many different.
Yeah.
Like,
in hindsight, yeah, that's easy to say, but like at the time when everything's brand new, to me, I'm saying like at the time it just felt so scrubby to me. The game as a whole.
4?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about Third Strike. So like, you know, that like Third Strike was a game that it seemed like, we're just looking back on it, right? It's like, damn, like they made this shit for like people that were. It was like it's for fighting game players.
It's built for the hardcore.
And how far you want to take it.
It's built for the dedicated crowd.
And it's like, it didn't really. I mean, I don't think financially it was like the most successful as far as sales.
Right.
I know that like it had a big following.
Yeah.
In Japan, it was popular still, but like they were. Dude, Street Fighter 2, you think about how much money those motherfuckers made off that
Worldwide
shit.
too.
Like,
It's insane, dude.
ports, every fucking console, they made fucking bank off of that shit. So, Street Fighter 3, I think, financially, was just a fucking... And they were like, maybe we should make it a little easier.
Do a change to where we could bring.
Well,
more
because their
players
strike
in.
is a lot more harder and technical than like, because you look at these old, like everyone thinks ST's like super hard, and that game's not that hard. That's not that hard to play. It's not that hard. All those old games, it's like these combos are, they're strict or whatever, but it's like they're not that strict.
Yeah, the games themselves aren't complicated.
No, it's like mostly how fast someone can jump in on you.
Yeah.
And your reaction is
Yeah.
like shit. But like that doesn't really necessarily mean that
It's hard.
it's hard to jump in,
Exactly.
crouching fierce fireball, stun someone, do it again, like kill them. Like it's not hard. You know what I mean? Like fucking baby could do it.
But no matter how I felt about Street Fighter 4 at the time, I still stuck with it though, because a part of me knew that this was going to be the future of fighting games, and like there was also a part of me that was like, I felt this way at the start of Third Strike also. Like a part of me felt like there's something that I'm missing here. There's something here that I don't see or understand yet that's going to open my eyes, and it's going to be a whole new game.
Damn. Okay.
I approach almost everything like that. Like, you guys know me. I watch sports all the time, right?
For sure.
And I'm constantly talking about sports, geeking over sports and everything. But you'll never hear me talk shit about another sport, because, like golf, for example, I don't know shit about golf. I don't know anything about golf, but I respect golf. I respect golfers because I know for a fact that when I see like Tiger Woods or some shit like out there playing golf, there's so much shit going through his mind that I cannot comprehend.
Yeah.
Like sure, he's just swinging his club and like putting a golf ball in a hole, but like there's so much going through his mind that I cannot fucking understand, and I respect that.
And Tiger Woods was crazy too because like
I guess I chose a bad example because
he was
like,
the first guy. He was the
but,
first
like,
guy who was like athletic as fuck and actually played, because mostly it was like a bunch of,
sport, dude.
doughy
Like,
white fools who were like, now you shoot it down the green and then you shoot it down here and then you shoot it over this way. And Tiger was like, I think I can hit it like over these trees and make it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he goes up there and just like, and people were like, this guy's a fucking superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, the reason why I bring that up and relating it to how I felt about like Street Fighter 4 was that like I'm waiting for the moment where like I discover something that
changes you.
Yeah, that'll change my perspective on everything, and it'll just become a whole new game.
And it
like,
never came.
You know what's funny is that like I don't know what it exactly was that opened my mind to that. I think it was just meeting new people and getting exposed to like more styles of play and just like playing more and not playing online. I think it was just that.
In general,
but,
what do you think about Street Fighter 4?
Now that it's all said and done,
Yeah, like-
I liked it. I liked it overall. It's probably one of my favorite fighting games, dude. Not just because of
nostalgia and shit.
yeah, not just because of nostalgia and not just because from like meeting you guys and everything, but I think it was so great because like at its core it felt like a fighting game, and it most importantly, Rico, you're gonna love this. It was an arcade fighting game. Like a lot of fighting games these days, they don't come out in arcades anymore.
No,
dude. If they do come out in arcades, it's a secondary thing.
Yeah.
Like Tekken 7 that's a bad example because Tekken 7 came out in arcades before console, but even to this day, it's still like playable in arcades. But like Strive, Guilty Gear Strive, dude.
Or Skullgirls, was that one ever in arcade?
No, never was.
You can get it on. There's these. It's complicated. They have these like Taito X machines that have all these random games.
Yeah, those are just like emulators.
Well,
it's like
I mean,
are they?
It is a computer inside the machine just playing computer games, but yeah. I mean, it's I don't know if antiquated or whatever, but something. It's the technicality there. That,
I got you.
So like you can play Yatagarasu on like a Vulix cap. And like they'll have multiple games. There'll be like a Taito X, like little menu, and you can play even Alpha 3 with a horrible aspect ratio. I don't even know why they do this. You can play like Alpha 3. They have Yatagarasu. You can play Street Fighter 4. It'll have all these games, and you just pick them and you load them up, and so head to head now.
That's pretty badass.
Or not side by side usually, but like skip one and then. You'd be sitting there, and so like every once in a while you'd find one with like a Yatagarasu on it, and like I'd pick it and start playing it. And people would be like, "Wow, this guy's a fucking this guy sucks. I'm like, nah, okay.
Do you still play?
Play
Yatagarasu? Did you ever play?
Well, I played it a shitload, dude.
I remember
Yeah,
you
we
guys
played a
played
lot.
it.
Yeah.
We played a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't play as much as you guys did, but that game was.
That game is sick.
That
dude.
game was fucking
That game's
sick.
fucking sick,
That game
dude.
was fucking
That game's a
bad.
fucking truth. Like I always say this, like with Vincent and all of them, and like I'm like 90% serious when I say this, dude. If that game got big, I would quit every other fighting game, dude. Like, that game is fucking sick, dude. That game is fucking sick, dude.
I respect that shit.
Yeah.
That game was really
Yeah.
fun. You know that whole Evo Japan. That
San Diego was all top 8, dude.
Dude, that-
Except like 3 dudes, and like 2 of them are from Japan, dude.
That Yatagarasu tournament there was really fun.
Yeah, then there's like a photo of all of us, dude. It's pretty badass.
That's so
dude.
badass, dude. No, I always wanted to play that one too. I never fucking picked it up though, dude.
You'd love a grappler, dude.
Dude, I remember Vincent
He's
telling
like,
me
he's
that,
top
too.
tier too, dude.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
so fucking good.
yeah. That's who Rico uses, dude.
He's so good.
That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I didn't play
dude.
him right. I always try to make my own style. You know,
You got to do bullshit with them, dude.
Yeah, I remember watching like the best players play him. I'm like, wow, I'm doing.
Us at Vincent's house.
You know, no, you guys fucking suck.
We're-
You guys suck ass. But no, actually, you were good. You were good because it was the very third strikey.
yeah.
So you just picked that like Ken knockoff character, and
That's
just
legit though, dude.
just the poverty Ken and like fucked everyone up. Or was he more like Ryu? There was like a.
I'd say he was more like a Kuma, because like he could like combo off of like hurricane kicks and stuff.
That's pretty badass, dude.
I think yeah, that game was just so sick, dude.
That game was.
What
I
do
wish
you-
it would have got bigger. I wish it would have got
Yeah.
It's just too poverty though,
bigger.
and the online was like sucky. And, like,
It was dope though. Whenever I'm telling you, dude, that the Evo Japan tournament there, one day they had all these, I don't know, 8 head-to-head setups, and it was all Yatagarasu, and it was the fucking sickest shit, dude. And they gave, if you entered the tournament, they gave you a little, like a random number. And then you'd go afterwards, and they'd like spin this wheel, and whatever you got a prize. I got the Yatagarasu soundtrack
yo,
with a key for the game and all this shit. I was like,
That's
I didn't know about that, dude.
You know about it? It was,
Yeah.
and
That's badass, dude.
it also came with the little Nessica card
Oh,
that
that's
was
cool.
branded for Yatagarasu. Some guy offered me like $100 for it when I was there. And I was like, no. fuck that. I was like, this is mine. Like, I was trying to get him to like be like 150, but he never did. And I was like, later on, I was like, hey, bro, like 100 right now. He's all like, nah.
he's like
I was
down in the slots, dude. Like, I'll give you a 200, dude. Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, fucking shit.
Nah.
The kid's like trying to put in the gambling, like the slot machine,
I was
dude.
playing hard to get. I fucking like ate shit on that one. But you know,
fuck,
good times.
dude.
I still have it. Actually, it's pretty cool. I don't know.
But yeah, I that's the way I approach Street Fighter 4. That's the way I approach any fighting game. I always treat it like I'll go into like training mode and like play people and whatnot. But like I always have that sort of like attitude or like state of mind where like
You're waiting for that
yeah,
one
I'm
thing.
yeah I'm humble when it comes to that. Like I'm waiting to be like presented with like that eye-opening moment, you know?
Yeah.
I'm starting to have this more mindset. I didn't always, you know. I used to like think something of something and then just be like, oh, I know it all. Fucking turd strike, just parry your way out of anything. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like dealing with like idiots, like criticizing stupid shit, and then me just being like, these guys don't know what they're talking about. Like, I don't know if you listened to the podcast where I was like, I am guilty of doing the same thing that
Yeah.
I was making fun of these people for
I remember
doing.
that.
So I definitely have to like take a step back and be
A
like,
moment to reflect.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, right?
yeah,
A moment
like,
to reflect.
I need to fucking
Yeah.
try to take a lesson from this because I've definitely shit on games that I didn't really understand either, and just like
We're all guilty of that. though.
blindly shit on them. So I want to announce that I'm dedicating my life to Splatoon now. I'm gonna play Splatoon. No, I'm just kidding.
To gambling, dude. like your fucking coworker.
Yeah,
I
gambling,
found
bro.
the
answer, dude.
serenity in playing blackjack, high stakes. I sold all my assets, and I'm going to the casino after this, and probably gonna jump up a mountain after this. No, I don't know. You know.
Did you hear Ricky Brooks' new video? I thought that's why you brought up Splatoon.
Oh, maybe I did see
It was fucking hilarious, dude. You know who Ricky Brooks is? We gotta show Jason some videos after this, dude.
This guy's funny as fuck.
He's got disabilities, and he just makes the best of it on his YouTube channel.
He's a YouTube guy.
Yeah.
I think he started on Twitter, but he's all over now.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude, and he does the funniest fucking videos.
He's a funny guy, man. He just makes fun of
If
the
you
fact
guys say
that-
this guy's funny, then he's got to be.
And they're only like 10-second long videos. It's like
That's
Okay.
what makes it the best,
Okay.
dude.
like it's just
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
slapstick kind of type. Fun. He's just all crippled and shit. He's just making fun of shit. And you're like, dude, I love this kid. I love this motherfucker.
He does the craziest ones. Like, there was literally one where he painted himself green, and he's just eating a watermelon going, Yoshi! It's so good, dude. It makes me laugh so hard. I'm like, God damn it, dude. Like, he's so funny, man.
No, he's a funny guy.
But before we get too carried away with that, since we're on the topic of like eye-opening moments when it comes to fighting games, one thing that I do want to mention was like when I was learning Third Strike, the eye-opening moment for me, and like this is like my first game that I'm like learning in and out. The eye-opening moment for me was when I went. It was one of the first times I went to the Shoryuken forums, and there was a section called. It was a section.
Couch. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it was a section called Domination 101 where only certain people would post like articles about like pretty much just teaching you shit.
Okay.
Not game specific stuff, but they would teach you like principle stuff, like fundamental stuff. And then there was a link to you guys have made.
Wait, Sonic Hurricane?
Yeah, to the Sonic Hurricane, like the Footsie's handbook, and like if you guys remember that website, it might still be around now, but
That's a good
That'd be cool to
resource.
look back.
yeah,
See.
it's
That's a
a
good
it's a
resource.
resource teaching you like fundamental fighting game stuff.
Yeah.
And even like the
That's
first
old
like
school. I remember that.
like the first 2 or 3 paragraphs.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I didn't just cut
Yeah.
you off with
No,
something
no,
that you
no.
weren't talking about? Okay.
That is
I
exactly
thought that's
I'm
what you were
talking
going to bring
about.
up.
And like they would just go step by step, like bullet points, and it would just say like, watching this video, like watch how Mike Watson walks in this guy's poke range and then walks out, and then as soon as he like presses a button, he like sweeps it. Like Watson sweeps the other guy's poke.
Damn.
Like he's counter poking him.
Definitely.
Or like to mix it up, he'll walk up and grab him. He's not going to walk back. And like
There's
and
some-
just simple shit like
There's
that.
some
And then
matchups that if you don't use these types of like things, like they'll be insurmountable.
in any game.
Like you
In
have
any
to, if you know, like for Rose, for instance, in Alpha 2, right? Her sweep is so dominant,
Awesome.
and she's such a bitch in that game that like the only way you can like I play Ryu most of the time against her. Even though that matchup is like, I mean, could there be a worse matchup? Like, she just reflects all fireballs, absorbs it for meter, but like, you have to make her like, to really be able to like mindfuck a Rose player and beat them, you have to like take away their like strength, or like, you make it to her weakness. So like, you purposely stand like right at the edge of sweep range, and then just like bait it in and out, waited, and then whenever they whiff it, like you just save your meter for that. You don't use it for fucking anything except for a custom combo. And then as soon as she whiffs it, you fucking activate it because it's so slow recovery. Not necessarily in a normal game. Like in a normal game, it'd be safe. Like what are you gonna punish with that? You ain't punishing shit.
That's
But
true.
custom combo is just the fastest shit. That like she whiffs it, and you have enough time to activate, run up, and punish her. So like that's how. And then you do that a couple times, and then they stop using sweep.
And that's their
And
strongest.
then it's
tool.
like, oh shit, like
You just took away
you
one
took
of the-
away one
yeah,
of her
that's so
like
crazy.
spammable
Yeah.
fucking things. And if you can actually that, or you just pick Zangief and fucking run him.
It's cool with the limited resources we had that there was shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
Sonic
and, like,
Hurricane was. I remember Richard told me about that.
Yeah,
website.
and they had like videos showing examples of everything that they're showing, and then like
Fuck,
they
bro.
showed like anti-airing, they showed like fucking everything, dude. They're not talking about combos, they're not talking about like
no.
fucking crazy shit like that. It was just like all these basic principle shit, and it's so there's such little things too, and I thought that was so cool.
that was a
dude.
good resource.
And
for sure.
and it was just so eye-opening, man. And
Definitely.
like from that moment on, whenever I would watch other games, well, when I would watch any
it was
fighting
a
game,
cool website.
yeah,
too.
when I would watch other games, I was just like, dude, that's why he's walking back and forth. Like, that's why he didn't jump there, dude. And like, that's why he's not sweeping anymore. Like I knew
Light bulbs were going
like-
off in your head and shit, dude.
like I always knew what was going on the screen, but now I know why these things are happening on the screen.
Definitely.
And like I said before, like with sports, like if I played golf, if I understood like everything going on in Tiger Woods' head when he's going through all that, I could watch golf and it'll be a whole new game to me, dude.
Yeah.
And it'll mean that much more to me. right?
I think fighting games help open me up to that, because I remember thinking like, you know, when you're not really playing, you're like, professional video games, like that sounds so dumb, you know, or like how could people play something at such a high level? It's a game, you know. And then you play Street Fighter and you're like, fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at golf like, fuck, bro. Like this is way different.
Yeah.
I was telling him, I don't know if you listened to the episode. I've been watching darts and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Even darts, bro. It's like motherfuckers just sinking them, and you're like, this
People got
isn't
so
real,
good
bro.
at that
Like,
shit, dude.
yeah. I remember the first time I played basketball with someone who played basketball. And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty good. And I was like, yeah, dog, like, whatever, bro. Sinking threes, just fucking, like, I was like, dude, like, this isn't even real right now. I was like, how do people get good at something like that? It's fucking strange, dude. But the more you play something, the better you do fucking get at it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And seeing stuff that you saw will just increase that even faster, bro.
It'll make playing that much better, and like it'll make watching that much better.
Definitely, because then you start understanding.
Yeah, and the amount you learn after that, it's like a fucking like the fucking floodgates, dude.
Yeah,
it's just
bro.
like it's like
Jacked into the
information
Matrix,
is just
dude.
coming at you.
Yeah, dude. You're like, I can fly a helicopter.
Yeah, yeah. It's seriously just like Neo. I know kung fu, dude.
Yeah, I know kung fu, dude.
It's not gonna come at you like all naturally like that, but like you know what I mean.
No,
like,
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it takes a long time to learn things sometimes. I don't know. I've never been like the fastest learner, so it's always been like, but it's crazy. Like, it's fun to get good at things. You know,
Hell yeah.
Anything.
it's like
right?
it's a good feeling. I feel like not enough people like get to experience that. Like, not even like you're not mastering it per se, but that like level of proficiency where you're like confident. You can get confidence from that, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of
100%,
people
bro.
like that's what they're lacking, man. They're lacking confidence.
I felt like the biggest dick on campus playing fucking Street Fighter 4. I'd go to work and just fucking be like, what the fuck? Like, I'd be freaking out. People are like, what's wrong with this guy? I'm like, Street Fighter 4, baby. I'd be like freaking the fuck out. Like, I'd bring like my fucking like Evo fucking like fob and shit and be like,
I remember
check
your
this
hat
shit
used to
out.
have like Winter Game Fest.
Yeah,
20,
dude, I was
20,
swagging out, bro.
20,
Yeah.
10, 20,
I still have them in my
11,
car on my
20,
fucking sun visor.
I remember
and shit,
your we all had it, but like the orange Evo shirt,
Dude.
That was when your tattoo just got inked up too, so it was all like black and that one.
I just had my
shoulder,
full
dude.
tattoo on the
Yeah,
sleeve and
because
shit.
it
I
was
like-
fresh at the time,
I
right?
fell asleep in it, dude.
Yeah.
Woke up the next morning and it was just glued to my fucking arm. I'd like peel it off and shit. It was so bad.
And there's also a blood stain from when your ear was bleeding from with Jake at
Jake
that
Spillo
one.
died.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
That's funny.
Never forget that shit, dude. No, it was like, dude, those shirts, bro. That's Rico always talks about it.
I'm telling you,
Evo used to
dude,
come with shirts, dude.
Straight up, no.
That
free,
meant
for free.
so much.
free.
No,
bro.
no, no. This was the moment. The moment. I've said this.
The
People,
eye-opening moment.
no, it was the moment where everything changed. And it sounds stupid and cliche and like, oh, only a fucking, oh, look at Rico.
We went to the Lake
Figured it
Wilford
out.
Cafe, dude. There was a girl there.
I'm serious. I'm serious. No, I'm serious. Hear me out. The moment when like
Why are you laughing?
the
already?
scene
just
or
know
like
he's-
I'm sorry.
the moment for me when like the FGC kind of like it changed into something
different.
worse than it was.
Oh, yeah.
There was like this like there's like, you know, the pre-Evo like Battle at the Bay or whatever, and then there was like early Evos where it's like, oh, we still have qualifiers on the East Coast and the West Coast, and then you get seeded into Evo in Vegas and blah blah, and then there was like the 09er like boom, you know what I mean? That was probably the longest era, was that Dark Ages one, because it was just like such a long time, like not a lot of games were coming out. But then there was like the 09er fucking boom of Evo and shit, and then the end of that era was whenever they stopped giving out free shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's whenever, oh, don't sit next to the stage. Oh, these guys aren't gambling with like money of their own, like on matches. Like they're just playing with each other. Like, no, oh, we gotta clean up this. We can't talk about this.
Leave the
or
aisles
we
open
gotta
for the
what's
fire
all-
exit.
Yeah, no fire.
Yeah.
You're just like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
That's been bothering me for a while, dude. It was just like some shit on your own.
I got shit on my eyes.
It's
Yeah.
looking out for you, bro.
Mike flexing the fucking. Yeah, come on. But
No,
You couldn't do that when
was
Daywalker
TikTok-
was on the stream, dude.
I know,
He would have just
dude.
outflexed
Yeah,
everyone,
yeah,
dude. He would have
Did you
outflexed
watch the
everyone.
full episode?
Yeah, dude, he would have broke the camera
By the end,
with like how
He's
he
in
was.
shape, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, you could
He's
just
in
tell,
shape.
dude.
I remember when we first met him, he didn't, or even Evo Japan, like, you know, he was fit and he was in good shape, but like now he looks like he's in like fight shape or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, damn, are you in camp or something? Like, what's
You had to make sure he kept his shirt on
Yeah,
like that
bro.
podcast,
He looked,
dude. The
he-
internet would have broke, dude.
Oh,
The
yeah.
internet would have been like, fuck, dude.
Well, it's funny, he's like chugging water, like fasting and shit. Me and Rico like ate all this food, drinking rock stars. We were like cramping up the whole podcast.
I can't even see you.
Dude, the internet would. Who's this fucking god, dude?
We didn't
He's
go
the
to
coolest, dude.
fucking
Raising Cane's
Cane's
either.
either. We went to TJ Tacos. And
Fucking
dude, he
so
was
good.
dude, that motherfucker, dude.
Put
he-
food away,
I was like,
bro.
God damn, dude. He ate like 3 times as much as I did, like lost a couple pounds. And I like ate 3 tacos and I gained like 50 pounds. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, Daywalker's so cool, dude.
No,
His
he's the
episode was
homie,
sick,
dude.
dude.
He's
No,
a-
my brother. It's
Shout
funny.
out to
My
that
brother
guy.
doesn't even know him, and he was just like, "Such a good episode." Dude. I was like, "Fuck yeah, bro!" But you know, there's something that comes through with. We have the benefit to knowing so many people and having you guys
Yeah.
on, and it's like you can really see it shine through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to do a podcast when you don't know people because sometimes it can come off a little awkward or like you
Yeah.
know. So I don't know. I'm like, we're so lucky that we know all you guys. And
We're gonna have guests.
And that's one thing that makes
experience.
Kadar's podcast so crazy too, because like Kadar hasn't even met a lot of these dudes.
I
He
know.
like
And-
finds these
yeah.
guys and just asks them, hey.
His-
but he's pretty good at like,
He's a good talker.
Marketing
Yeah,
and
he's
stuff, like-
yeah, he's really good at that.
you know, he's like, you know, he probably just he's like, hey, I'm Kadar with Kadizi Gaming, like fucking, you know, our team just won a team tournament.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
coming up in the world.
Give
like,
him $10 to like play for him,
Like-
like, like look at these gaming. That's actually cool. Honestly, when he said that, I was laughing so hard. I'm like, that's the coolest.
Oh, it was
thing
pretty
ever.
cool.
Like, I want to go to your too, dude.
That's a good
Like,
idea.
yeah, my
That's a
team
good
won,
idea
dog.
because like players are so hungry for any kind of like sponsorship. They'd like fucking do anything just to like, will you pay for my tournament entrance? Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'll go in as like fuckboy McGee, like
Incorporated.
420, 69, like I'm totally gay, like whatever, man. Just pay my entrance and like give me a Greyhound ticket fare. You know,
Right.
it's like fuck, dude. It's so sad that like there's no one. Like none of these people, like all these people are trying to like make this like something, and like it seems like they just haven't realized that it's all bullshit. And they're going in so hard, like trying. You know what I mean? It's like they're trying
Not
so
supposed to know.
hard.
You're like, yeah, by who, dude?
And they're like, just I quit my job today to go full time fighting games. It's all like, and there's Twitter is like no likes or like no, you know what I mean? It's like they're streaming to like
Like one person
There's
is
one
in
person
there.
watching it. And it's like their girlfriend. Like it's like just
it's a lot harder than people think it's gonna be.
well,
you know.
it's just. I respect it a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. This is my opinion. I don't think that people should be trying. Personally, I don't think that people should be trying to like
making a living out of
make it their full-time shtick.
Yeah.
I think that takes away.
Yeah.
And
Only-
that's why
only
these
a
fucking
few
people are
people can
so.
do it.
That's why these people are so fucking miserable, dude.
Yeah.
That's why they're so miserable.
Only a few people can do it, and
That's why
it's
they
like
don't have
yeah.
fun
Yeah.
anymore. That's why
Yeah.
they don't have fun. These games aren't fun anymore. Yeah, no shit, because you quit your job and you're trying to do this shit full
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Of course, you're what you.
We've said it before, dude.
It's
you
so
think
stupid.
you're in the porn industry, dude? You think you like fucking anymore, bro? You're fucking over that shit, dude.
You're over it.
Yeah, you're just like, I gotta fuck this hot girl. God damn it! You're like, fucking hurry up, dude. Like from this shit, dude.
Another day at work, dude.
Yeah, I was like making
fuck,
jokes.
dude.
You like can't orgasm anymore, so you're like making like fake cum and shit. You're like trying to make it look
That
as
was
real.
the best
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The goo porn. That was like the
Yeah.
second episode we ever did. That was so funny.
That's true though, man. Like seriously, it sounds fucking fun, dude.
No, it doesn't sound to me. It's almost like
You want to
you know what it is. You know what it is. It's almost like I can see the pyramid scheme, and no
Yeah.
one else can recognize it. It's like it's a fallacy, dude. It's a fucking fallacy that like, oh, I'm gonna the thing I love so much that I've loved all these years, even though it's been my hobby, it's been my thing I do for pleasure, for fun. I make time for it to be fun. I'm gonna do it full time now, and I'm not gonna have fun anymore. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend like I am, and then I'm gonna make all these like posts like being like, "Oh, I'm
luckiest
so
person in the world." It's like you with your feet on the beach, and it's like, "Look how lucky I am to live this life." And you're
Yeah,
like,
everyone's
shut
it's
the
all bullshit,
fuck
dude.
up,
All these, no, it's all
Yeah.
bullshit, man. And maybe one day it'll go back and like t-shirts will be free again. All the fucking
Mike Watts will be like having people fucking like swimming in pools and shit.
no, that wasn't Mike Watts. That was
Mr.
Mr.
Wizard.
Wizard.
Mr. Wizard.
Mr. Wizard just gonna
We back in the pool.
Yeah, once he's back, dude, everything will be back in normal.
Having
dude.
swim
Dude,
meets,
I remember
like-
one time when Paul was streaming fucking PUBG, and like this was like right when that news was like fresh, dude. And then you were like, dude, you're telling me that kid did that? That was the easiest 20 tokens of my life. you fucking.
Nigga, we're gonna take my
Yeah.
shirt off and do some jumping jacks. I'm like, that's nothing, dude.
And then Paul was like all close to the mic and was like, "God damn it, Rico," dude, because he was fucking
don't give
screaming.
a fuck.
It was only like me and like maybe.
I'm
like,
just being. I'm not even joking about that shit.
Oh,
like
bro.
a lot of the podcast is jokes. That is not a joke. If I was like 13, 14,
I might have done it
straight
too,
up.
dude.
No, I'm serious. I mean, I'm talking about what actually was alleged for some of the people. If they're like, "Yo, jump in that fountain and take your shirt off and jump in that fountain and jump around like a fucking
lunatic,
little
bro.
gay boy or something," they're like, "I'll give you fucking $50 for the token, dude." I'd be like, every day this week or just today? You know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, are you kidding me? Give a
you
little.
pull like a planner, like okay,
I mean,
yeah.
fuck, get my little shapes
Especially
in
if you
my
already know
groin
who
from
Mr.
putting
Wizard
it
was.
in
Like,
the
you're like,
water.
dude, do you know? Are you really gonna do that, Rico? You're like, do you know who the fuck this is, bro? Like, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna win. Yeah, I'm gonna win this.
I'd
shit,
go
dude.
pretty gay too. I'd go like just as gay as I could possibly bear. For, like, you know, it's a mutual exchange. What's it called? It's like come in this back room and take your shirt off and do the truffle shuffle. I'll be like, all right.
Look back mean at me like a dragon. You're like,
Yeah, but if he's all like, "Now pull out your cock," I'd be like, "Hey, hold on. Like, we gotta talk about real money here."
Yeah.
Like, this is a man's world.
do I have a seat? Top 8. He's like, you might. You're like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, you're joking about this terrible shit. It's like those guys don't care.
No, they
The
just want
the
to
people who care the most are the fucking people who were just outraged. They're just they want to
people
do
who
a
didn't-
flop.
the people who don't even go to Evo,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They're the people that didn't get the opportunity, dog. They're like, "Fuck, I would have never done that." It's like, yeah, because he would have never asked you to. They're like,
I wish
Okay.
I wish it wasn't big. I wish it was smaller. I wish the fuck. I mean, oh my god.
Yeah, like it,
I've had experiences there where I'm just like talking to a group of people that Oscar fucking found. Like, of course, the one person who doesn't play games here found another group of people that don't fucking play games, and I'm just all like a magnet
club,
for each
dude.
other.
Yeah,
It's
it's like a
like,
club,
we gotta
dude.
stick together, right? Like they all have like a handshake or some shit, like a little symbol they put up. They go like okay. I don't know.
it's like an AA meeting. They're just like, so why are you here? Oh, like my neighbors. Like,
I'm Mike and I've never played a game before. They're like, what are you even doing?
hello,
bro?
Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm like, what are you guys here to play? They're like, well, we actually don't play. I'm like, what games did you enter in the tournament? They're like, well, we didn't enter any games. I'm like, oh, well, like, what games do you play? Like, oh, well, I don't really play fighting games. I'm like, God.
only cool
What
Will
if
and
I
Matt are allowed in that
did?
club, dude.
Yeah.
Only-
If I did play fighting games, I played Melty Blood. I'm like, I have killed people for playing less stupid shit than that. Like,
But the reason why Matt and Will can do that though is they spent countless hours at Winston Night Vincent's just sitting there watching us play. Like, they put the time in, dude. You
Yeah.
know? They can go to Evo. Dude.
They would probably grab a stick and fuck some of these people up, dude.
They're,
Like, out of nowhere.
subtly
They
downloading
probably
everything,
would,
dude. Yeah, they're just like,
well, I think Will's actually bought a couple sticks and
Yeah,
then
he has.
sold them. He
Yeah.
bought them. He's like, I'm gonna play a game.
And
then
he
he's
uses
all like,
Sagat, dude. So it's like the
such a
one
badass,
character
though.
would be, dude.
Fucking cool.
Well, like Matt's
dog.
Hakan would probably be putting.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm just kidding. I don't know who.
He would play a con, dude.
Matt is a con. He's just this oily fucking.
It's Mr. Pibb, dude. He's just like
Yeah.
pouring it on him.
Who wants a
dude.
pizza? You're like, oh shit, dude.
Matt's-
Those are the
Matt's
best
fucking
days,
cool,
dude.
dude.
Matt
He is
coming
cool.
up, bringing food, fucking watching fucking River Monsters and like Salmon Cat and shit, dude.
And like the naked and afraid, dude.
Oh,
Like the penis
I
pump
fucking-
guy, dude.
That was the best episode, dude. The penis pump guy. He's like, he
Yeah.
like pumped his fucking dick and like walked in, and everyone was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
He like
Just,
owns that business or something.
Yeah, he was like promoting his business on this Naked and Afraid show, and like they're like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "You guys don't pump." They're like, "No."
He pulled out like a business card from like his Batwing region, dude.
Yeah,
And we're just like, here it is,
His
dude.
dick was like so swollen he could like hold cards in it. He's just like here you go.
Oh my god.
It was so
You know,
bad,
like
dude.
sometimes they'll like let you have something. It's like you can either have this machete or duct tape or this penis pump. He's like, pump me up. He's like dipping his dick into the river, like catching fish.
He's like boiling water in it, making like fresh water, and like
he's using it as a pillow, dude.
It's all these uses for it, like.
Oh my god!
It's a MacGyver shit with the penis
Like,
pump, dude.
too bad you guys didn't get this fucking penis pump, dog. They're like, what the fuck?
Everybody else is like, don't know how to use a machete.
They're all dehydrated, like dying and shit. He's just like drinking fresh water. He's like,
Other guys trying to like kill fish with a machete in the river. Like, fuck, I can't do it, dude.
oh my god. I think it was another Naked and Afraid episode. It was an episode called The Rat King.
Okay.
And this fucking guy was like, he was antisocial, and he goes on the show, and his whole life he spent making traps, killing small animals, like all the fucking weirdo shit. And he gets on the show, and this hot girl's with him, so they're like partnering up and shit. And she's like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. And the first day, this dude catches like 4 rats with the traps, and she's like, he's a godsend. Like, this guy's he's fucking like, he's Survivor Man, dude.
Did she like fall in love with him by the time?
At first, she was like, this guy's the one. 3 days go on, and they have so many rats that they don't need to kill him anymore, and he just keeps killing rats, dude. And then she's like, I'm a little afraid of this guy. It was the funniest like evolution of a relationship ever, dude. And he was just like, yeah, most people don't like me. He's like, all weird shit. I was like, this is the best episode I've ever seen, dude. I think it's called The Rat King.
I hope he managed to get it in one time before
He should have, right? Like,
they gotta do it. I mean, what are they
you're on the show, like, you know what I mean? The
cold
cameras
at
are off,
night.
yeah, like, you're like in the
been
fucking,
staring at
you're
some
in the
guy's
hotel now because the
hog
fucking
this whole
show's
time.
over, you know, like, it's like, okay, we're done filming for the day, go in your fucking, like
like
actual
Bear
house,
Grylls
yeah,
and
there's,
shit.
food
Like,
there
they
and
have a
shit.
trailer right behind the camera.
It's like the
They'd be,
biggest
sleeping.
shit.
They don't give a shit about each other anymore, dude. They're just like,
They just separate and shit, yeah, it's like, god damn it, dude.
they just shake hands. All right, cool. Well, next episode, dude. I'll see you.
I always respected Survivor Man for the fact that he did it all himself. And there was this one episode where he's like,
Penis pump?
where was he? No,
I wish, dude.
he got lost one time for like 14 days, like in Colorado or some shit in the forest. Another time he was in like the New Mexico Badlands, and he's just like, I mismanaged my water situation. He's like, I don't have time to go get the cameras I have set up over there. He's like, I just gotta get the fuck out of here. So he bailed after like 3 days or some shit.
Was his name like Les Stroud or something like that?
I don't know. No, just the original Survivor Man guy. He was like a normal dude. Like Bear Grylls had like a whole camera crew. They had Snicker bars.
This is before
fucking pockets and shit.
Before Bear Grylls.
It was around the same time.
It was Survivor Man. I think it was Les Stroud. I think
He had all his own cameras, and he'd have to fucking walk. He had to walk over there, put a camera up, turn it on, and walk back, and then walk back. So he got the shot of him walking. It was like a really pain in the ass for him, and it was just more real. He had so many more fuck ups. Like Bear Grylls, like he was never in danger.
It was kind of a
crew of people.
That was more of a show.
But you could take more risks also because you know you got people who will just save your life and call a fucking helicopter to come get you. Dude, Survivor Man guy was like, dude, he's
hardcore, dude.
You ever see that video of DJ Khaled where he's like
DJ
out on the jet ski, and then like the sun's going down and it's like pitch black, and he's like fucking what's that shit, or Snapchat. He's like Snapchatting people. He's like, someone fucking call my wife. He's like, I'm fucking lost out here.
While he's writing that
on
fucking
jet ski shit, he's like still performing for people. He's like, I love y'all. Like, it was like the funniest shit, dude. I was like, this fucking idiot, bro. How cool is it to just have so much money and just put yourself in like mortal danger and shit? You're like, let's go jet skiing, bro. You're like, oh, what the fuck? It's so dark out here. Like, I thought it was so funny. Like, this guy's a fucking idiot, dude.
The ocean's a dangerous place, man.
Fuck yeah, it is, dude. You know, it's like everyone's always like, I'm afraid of the ocean. I'm afraid of the ocean. It's like, you have the right to be afraid of the ocean, dude. That shit'll fuck you up.
There's a reason why you live on land, dude. Like, fuck.
There's a reason why there's a lifeguard sitting there for dumb fucks to just sit suck
His name,
down and shit.
yeah,
Like,
his position name is a lifeguard, dude. Like, he fucking saves dumbasses.
my brother, I've probably told the story a couple times, but my brother and his friends got like rescued by like a younger girl than them, dude. She like swam out with like a surfboard and like saved 3 like 15-year-old boys and shit. It was the funniest shit. They were like, we felt like such bitches, dude. Like, we couldn't swim. They were like, we couldn't make it back, dude.
Yeah.
If she wasn't there, we would have died. I was like, holy shit, man.
She
like,
had a board, right?
yeah, it's the surfboard, bro. You know.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean,
It allows you to rest a little bit, dude, and save your shit.
all being sexy.
The board saved them. It
Just
wasn't really.
surfboard.
I bet she didn't complain about equal pay. She's just competent. Fucking made that money, dude. No, I'm just talking shit.
Oh, that's so fucking funny, dude. Yeah, fuck the beach, though, dude.
Yeah, fuck the beach, dude.
Yeah, the world's going fucking crazy, dude. Everything's going fucking wild. Good thing we're all friends, right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
We accept each other. Before, like, it got cool to like hate people for saying something fucking stupid, like,
Right?
No, we're like, oh, it's just these guys talk shit. Like, this is what happens.
Yeah. Did he just say that one word that we don't say anymore? Like, dude, this is every day, bro. Like, this is what we do, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I have to tone myself down sometimes when I'm not around you guys because it's like I'll fucking offend the world, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I have to be careful, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to be funny, so it's like so hard.
That's the hard part. It's just
Yeah.
like I keep, I do these bits with my brick brothers or whatever, and like they're just like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, like, it's like, I just feel stupid afterwards. I'm like, well, that didn't hit well, but one of these will land one day.
One of my friends would have got it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like, come on,
funny.
dude. What are you, fucking some boomer? You fucking loser? Like, come on.
Oh man,
Don't
dude.
you get it?
No, it's the
You
best.
don't know what
dude.
LAO means? Come on, dude. You don't know.
Good times, dude.
I don't know why that was the first thing that came in my mind, dude.
Some fucking real shit, dude.
That's good.
No, man, and it's like, I just don't think enough people got trolled, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so many people are quick to be offended. It's like, have you ever been trolled before?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever fucked with you a little bit? Like, I don't understand why everyone's so sensitive now. It's like,
I don't know. I like finding things that piss people off. Like that, as soon as someone shows me even like the one little thing that'll irritate them, like I just attack it like a fucking rabid dog. Dude.
I never noticed.
Huh?
I'm just kidding, dude. You used to do that to me all the time, dude. This guy.
Like if someone gives me any little tell that something bothers them, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah,
Like,
he does that, dude. He,
just for me, it's
he
fun.
fucking does
yeah,
that.
no, I get you.
It's
I
like
get you.
it's a sport, and like he's saying, once you never talk
Once
shit
you
about
understand
someone's sport, dude. Like there's shit going on up here that you gotta respect. Like
No, it's the truth.
I'm playing a game. How much can I piss you off before? Like you still love me, but you also want to kill me.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's the fine line, dude. Being the real troll king, dude. Like,
oh, that's funny.
we have a guy at work, and we had an endorser come in last week, and he's a pretty big deal. I just don't want to say any names because I don't want to blow anyone up, but he forgot to put up the dude's poster in the showroom, and he's like big deal, dude. And
he sent one there.
yeah, and
they're
he
like,
even noticed.
Make sure it's up in the showroom.
Well, he was in there, and then we're building a guitar for him and stuff. And the guy's, he's like, "Where's my poster?"
Damn, you noticed.
And we have like endorsers now that are just like hot Instagram girls, like nobody's in the music industry, and they have all these posters up of them, and he's just like, "Where's my poster, guys?" And like, I had to like go through all this shit and like find it, and I fucking miraculously found it and like gave it to the guy, and the guy comes out later and he's just like, "Dang, dude, I gotta play guitar with that guy though." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I was so embarrassed, dude." I was like, "Fuck, I would have been too, dog. You didn't even have his poster hung up on the wall." And he's like, he didn't even know how to react to that. He's like,
just fucking.
he's like, "You got me." Like, you fucking got me, bro.
Damn, dude, you really saved
It was
us.
so funny, dude, because I was like, no one expects that. No
Yeah.
one expects someone to just like dig at them. You know what I mean?
Gotta
Like,
fuck with people, dude.
Yeah, you have to, bro.
Makes
Like,
him tough. It's like a fucking.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he'll never forget that poster again, bro. Like, I just thought it was so good.
It's like the weatherman. It's like you call someone camel toe, right? And he's like, "You know what camel toe is, right?" She's like, "Yeah," and he's just like, "Oh God," because she's like a little fat girl. Have you ever seen the movie Weatherman? It's pretty good. It's
with
Nicolas Cage, yeah.
The
And like
fucking best
he's all
movie.
like, "Yeah, the kids at school call me camel toe," and he's just like, "Fuck," and like. And then he's all like, and she doesn't seem like upset
Offended
about
by
it, you
it,
know what I
yeah.
mean? And she's like, well, do you know what camel toe means? Like he's trying to like do damage control
Yep.
with it. And she's like, yeah, I know what it means. And he's like, oh, okay, like, And then she's like, it means I'm tough. Like, camel toes walk in the desert all day long. And, like, I'm tough. I'm thick-skinned and, like, tough. Like, you know, like, all this shit. And I'm just like, dude, this chick's a fucking legend, dog. You know, you just... It's just one way to look at it, dude.
That was like, one of the best movies, dude.
Are you going to crumble whenever someone fucking just talks a little shit? Or are you going to fucking throw something back at them? You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And it's crazy because I can, like... You can tell, like, it's... Like, Asuka used to take shit from people and just, like, cower up. And now it's, like, fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, she won't take shit from people. She'll say something funny. Remember one time Richard was, like, giving her shit at Black Lightnings? Or was that Will? We went to Temecula or Murrieta.
That was, yeah, that was Will's place. It
was just whenever, like, what the fuck was it called? The Expendables came out. And she's like, oh yeah, what about the movie The Unfuckables starring Richard? And like everybody was like fucking freaking out.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
She got him, bro.
Yeah, dude. That's such a
Was that the place that we all played?
It was like a pool
Bomberman,
table.
Dude. We were all playing Bomberman together on our
It was a
3DSs.
pool table upstairs.
Yeah, and then like you were
yeah.
freaking out because like it wasn't like a regulation like pool table.
That sounds like
yeah.
Rico's the pool king.
Yeah,
I used to play at this
Yeah.
place that had full size tables, so I got kind of used to that. But you know,
That's so epic, dude.
but I guess as a house, you wouldn't want one of those big ones. You'd want like a
Little
bar.
slim one or something.
Or did he have a big one?
I don't
I was
know.
impressed. It was either that or I was bitching about
Like
it.
you were bitching about like the table that like it was like it wasn't like legit or something.
Yeah, because like, you know, like those little coin operated bar ones?
Yeah.
Like those are bullshit tables. Those are fucking fraudulent. Like, it's not what people play on for real. Like, you could, it's all like, it's like maybe a third of it's missing. It's supposed to be way bigger. And then, so if you have a long shot, like it's actually a long shot, you have to like fucking
Football field, dude.
Yeah, bro.
It's like from here to the comic box, dude. It's like, no, it's not
Power
that far.
Rangers,
It's not that far. But it's big. It's fucking noticeably
I
big.
suck at pool. That's a fucking hard game, dude. That's a fucking hard one.
I love pool. I'm not that good at it, but I like playing.
I liked ping pong. I thought ping pong.
Ping
was
pong's sick, dude.
That
Fuck
game's
yeah,
Ping pong's
bro.
cool, dude.
That's a really hard game, dude.
Yeah.
But when you learn how to do some cool shit, put a little English on it and shit, dude.
A little English, dude.
Put a little curve, dude. Like, some dude thinks you're gonna hit it right at him and it just goes like to the fucking edge of the table. They're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, bitch.
Every time I walk into some like pizza place or like some place that maybe there's like an arcade cabinet, I always like daydream as I'm walking through that maybe there'll be like some game that I'm good at and like some fool will be playing. I'll just stunt on them and like pee on them and like just
That's
fucking.
all you can hope for.
And then I
man.
walk in and it's just like, you know, just some bullshit. I'm like, it's like air hockey and like fucking stackers and all these like gay ass fucking arcades. I'm like, that's stupid.
I like fucked my wife
Claw
up at
games
fucking
and
air hockey once. I just started playing so dumb. Like, I was just like, like hitting it so hard it like flew out and like hit her in the face and shit. I was like, I'm sorry.
Damn,
We went to Dave and Buster's. I was just like, I'm the fucking champ. I was like freaking out and shit. Like, just I was like,
Street Fighter 4!
Street Fighter 4, baby.
just flexing.
Yeah.
No, when we went to the other weekend, it was like 2 weekends ago. Tong got a new job and he's like, hey, I'm only inviting cool people out to go get Korean barbecue.
You went bowling though, right?
Yeah, we went bowling afterward. No, I'm just trying to talk shit because it wasn't a big crowd, so like whoever wasn't there, I'm trying to make them feel bad. and so we went to this place. It was actually pretty sick. It was like you got up and got your meat. Like I've never been to one like that. Usually you're like, oh, let me get this and that and that. And they bring little plates of it. You'd go and you could just get as much bulgogi or whatever you wanted.
Damn, boy.
And it's all like labeled for you, so you just like
dude,
just grab
it was actually pretty sick. I mean, it was like probably the worst pandemic type like place because everyone's touching the same shit. But you know, I'm fine.
What is this? Nah.
And it was just so funny because it was me, Asuka, Tom, Michelle, Toki, and
Jed?
no,
Mike?
Mike was there. But no, I'm doing like girls. It was Toki and
Lily.
Lily, and then it was Audric and Karen, and then Mike was like the ultimate fifth wheel. He didn't have like girl with him off, but because everyone was like noticing some synergy there, where it was like couples, and then Mike, but and then
What a badass, bro. That's a fucking real friend right there, dude.
and then we were there, and it was fun. We had a good time. And then we went bowling afterwards, bro. And this shit was fucked up because we had like an hour to play, and the balls kept not coming back up. Like we throw the balls and like
You gotta go up and get it, just like the ball.
Yeah, like the
and me and Tong had a money match going, and I was fucking winning, dude. And it pissed me off because we didn't get to finish the game, and like the balls kept getting stuck. So I'd walk up and be like, "Hey, man, like the balls aren't coming back," and he's like, "Bro, you didn't tell me." The guy had a lot of attitude. I was like,
The guy working there?
Yeah, I was like-
I thought he was talking about Tom, dude.
"No," he's all like, "What? And you're just telling me now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm telling you. Like, aren't you happy that I'm telling you your thing's broken, you fucking dumbass?" And then we had to do it twice, and at the end, we didn't get to finish our game. Our lane got shut off, and like we all knew that if we wouldn't have had any fuck ups, we would have been able to finish it. And dude, that's why I love Audric and Karen, bro. Like this was the funniest shit. They just started throwing balls down lanes that were turned off and just like hitting pins and getting gutted. And I'm just like, dude, these couples like perfect for each other. They were both so angry that they didn't get to finish the game. They were just like, oh yeah, fucking just
pretty sick,
like
dude.
just chucking balls down the rail, like,
dude.
and then
That's so-
Karen's like doing the same shit. I was like, dude, it's like a two peas in a pod, dude. I was like, these guys are fucking
That's
rebels,
sick, dude.
rebels without causes, dude.
That's
I'm like, this is
badass,
fucking
bro.
badass. And then, but me and Mike played fucking air hockey before while we were waiting for the lane. And I did the classic, bro. We were playing, and bing, 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 and then like he was winning. He started to like win, and I was like, I did the like, hey, dude, like the thing didn't come down on my side. And then when he looked, I like grabbed it and
God damn it, dude.
it was so sick, dude. Everyone was like mind fucked, like. Tom's like, I haven't seen that since CBS 2 era. Like, yeah. Nah, it was funny, bro. It was, and then I still lost. It was bad. It was just desperation.
He's still
Air hockey ain't no joke, dude. That's a weird game.
It
man.
wasn't my night, dude.
That's
Mike
so
was like,
fucking funny, dude.
he probably consumed whoever he was gonna come with to like absorb their energy and like have enough fucking just
Perfect zone.
I feel like air hockey's one of those like activities where like nobody ever fucking talks about it, but once an air hockey table's around, everybody's talking big. Everybody's an expert,
Everyone's like
dude.
the professional,
Yeah,
dude,
for
like-
some reason, air hockey's always that, dude.
I used to just
One
run the
time,
tables
yeah.
on my house, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like,
It
dude.
was summer camp one time. They had air hockey game. I won
dude.
600 games in a row.
It was the only outlet in the whole camp, dude. We used it for fucking air hockey.
You know, I
dude.
was getting pussy from everywhere, dog. You know, the air hockey table, dog. Like,
Yeah, nobody ever talks about it, but whenever one's present, dude, everyone's an expert, dude.
See that screw right there? No, not that one. The one.
Yeah.
If you go like this at that screw, it comes in the side
Yeah,
like
bro.
perfect slant, dog. Like, cuts right through their guard. Fucking yeah.
Cuts through their guard, dude.
It's like you're doing the Sicilian defense.
oh shit, dude. Oh fuck. That is too good, dude.
Good times.
Too bad there's no more arcades with fucking air hockey tables anywhere, dude.
They had to do something when the line was too long for like fucking.
No, seriously.
for a fighting game, dude.
No, you gotta have bullshit there, dude, just to fucking fuck around on, like a pinball or something, dude.
Yeah.
That
Something
was a
quick.
good game. It was like 3 quarters, and a game could last like 10 minutes if it was competitive. People had good defense, and it was like 6-6, last guy to score wins. You know.
I feel like the age of like, do you remember Fuddruckers? They had an arcade in their fucking shit.
Yeah, a little bit. Everyone used to have.
I always think
something.
that's cool though, and it's
Yeah.
like that's happening less and less. Remember
Everyone
that pizza
used
place?
to have a Marvel One cabinet.
Yeah.
Everyone.
What was that pizza place kind of by Amvets that had all those arcades and it was
Round Table?
no, it was like Pizza and Fun. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
They had a couple arcade fighting games.
A
I
lot
think
of
they had a
pizza
Marvel
places did,
One.
dude.
It's just like
But we were
that's gone
talking
away.
about when we were there. We were like, hopefully they have a police trainer or some shit, because all of us were like, with one token, we can run that game. And Tom was saying how with 1 quarter he could beat Area 51, like every single time.
That's
I
incredible.
was like, dude, you're a fucking legend. He's like, I've seen where the people come out. I know everything about that game. I was like, damn,
That's hard,
that's
bro.
sick. I was like, you're a fucking badass,
I
dog.
thought you were gonna say he was like fucking up on Buck Hunter and shit, dog. Just
No. The thing about Buck Hunter is like you have to keep playing. You can only play like 2 levels before you like have to put more money in.
Dude, one time on Twitch, I saw like a tournament for that Buck Hunter.
Was
dude.
it sick?
It was just like so many like shit-faced like white dudes and like
It's like those golden tea bar game.
Yeah, and like the girl hosting it was just some fucking chud buck, and she was just
God.
she was like super hot, some blonde fucking chick, and she's just talking all this in-game bullshit, and like people are just so drunk they're just flashing, just bah, bah, bah. They're like shooting these fucking deers that are like not even on the screen yet, dude. They're just like finding all these
ready,
glitches
bro.
and shit. It was so fucking stupid, but it was so cool at the same time.
So this is the best thing I ever heard on a radio show. Opie and Anthony had this one bit that they did one year where they were like, come out to this field and like get your own turkey. So all it brought were people that wanted to fucking murder a turkey. Like just serial killers, bro. They're like, I want to fucking kill something. Well, they fucking put like frozen turkeys all in the field. So they were literally just coming out to get a frozen turkey, and these people turned on them so quick, bro. What? They all had like fucking pitchforks and like guns and shit. They had to like get the fuck out of there. They're like, Jesus Christ.
And they were live from the field.
People were like,
funny, dude. Those guys were fucking.
Where's my turkey, dude? They're like, it's right there. He's like, I want to fucking kill one. Like they were like freaking out. I was like, that's the funniest shit.
I mean,
dude.
they probably came from like, because that was like a national syndicated radio show.
Yeah,
Like,
they could have done some traveling for sure. But I was like, dude, that is so funny, bro. Like,
isn't it weird how like, I mean, like Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony, right? Like, the shit that they did on those shows were worse than like every single episode either got canceled. Like,
oh yeah,
at this day and age, like it's fucking crazy. And that was like normal. Or like, you know, like I don't know, it's so weird. We're living in like a bizarre land. It's like we grew up with this fucked up shit.
There's this one girl
my God.
named Stalker Patty that is literally just a stalker, and that's why they have her on the show. Like they would go on the train to work, and she'd be there like, and they'd be like, "What are you fucking doing here?" You know? It's like, "Can I be on the show again?" They had this one bit where they like made her strip naked and like crawl through all these mouse traps to get like rent money and shit. It was so fucked up. And you're like, dude, these guys are just. They could be canceled at any fucking second.
God,
they just kept coming up with shit like that all the time.
They were showing that like on like basic cable at like 9 p.m.
It
dude.
was fucking crazy,
It
dude.
was so hardcore. Even the sitcoms like were.
After Monday Night Raw, I'd be always been fucking watching fucking Howard Stern.
Like rip Norm Macdonald, right? But like, remember that fucking show that he was on like in like '99 or 2000 called the Norm Show or Norm? Or whatever?
Oh my
dude,
God.
that show was fucking hardcore. Or Married with Children. It was like
Married with Children.
Married with Children
pretty
is
bad.
like
Love and Marriage. Yeah, I love that fucking show,
hardcore
dude.
shit in the world.
It was pretty real. I think it was cool because it was real, though.
Yeah.
You see shit like that, and they're like, that. Opie and Anthony, that's a real person, dude. That's what people really laugh at and shit.
I don't think people watch even TV anymore.
Yeah.
But like the shows are so shitty. I remember the last time I saw one, there was like this. It was some weird show where this. It was like supposed to be some high school kid came out as like trans or something, and then I was sitting there looking at the person playing the like trans boy, and I'm like, that actress like looks old. I'm like, why do they have like a 40-year-old acting like a high school like kid? And then I looked it up, and she was like 36. Playing a fucking junior or something in high school.
Was this recent? Because I think I saw like
it was recent.
Yeah, I think I saw like commercials for this like during like a basketball game or something.
That's so weird.
And like I was,
It
just
didn't
like,
look funny at all.
But it was just like
I'm not sure if it was supposed to be funny.
well,
but-
it might have been funny just because they were trying to like pull off this like impossible stunt. Like you're just like, we're getting. It's worse. It was more egregious than the Tokyo Drift. Like the kid from Home Improvement playing a senior in high school,
best,
and he was like 60. I'm like, bro, you're making me have to stretch this out a little. Like I'm already having a hard time imagining the kid from Sling Blade is still old enough to be in high school.
That was the craziest shit.
You want me to have the oldest son from Home Improvement be a high school kid? It's 2005, dude. Like this guy's like at least 36 years old, 40 years old,
fuck, dude.
and he's just like, "Look, let's raise you." My grandmother's Buick could smoke that piece of shit. Trailer trash. It's like, it's
That
so
fucking
cringy.
dude.
I was like, God damn it, what are they doing right now? Yeah, it was one of those things. But you know, the shows are so fucking bad.
Yeah.
I did watch the new Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh
You
god,
did?
dude, how was it?
I enjoyed it, because there was a lot of comical, like we were talking about last podcast, where like the kids would die in the fucking temple, and the temple guards would take them out and feed them to Olmec.
Yeah, dude, they would have them on like pitchforks and just like feed them up to Olmec.
Just like swing up from his arm like into the mouth and just
dude.
disappear.
They still have like their yellow helmets and shit.
There was 2 black trans women that it was like cringy a little bit because they were like overly trying to, you know, oh, my tampon fell out. You know, like, Jesus Christ.
How old were they? Like,
they were pretty old. It's an adult show now, so it's all adults.
they're probably all kids that grew up like
Probably our age, probably.
Yeah, that grew up watching
There was 2
that.
guys in a band, and they were being so annoying. They're like in a metal band. They're like, we're gonna, like they were like pig squealing and shit. I was like, this is so bad. I was like, this is cringy.
Funny.
But it was kind of cool. It was really upgraded.
There's a lot
but
of
it was the same temple games.
That's
Oh.
cool.
So I respected that.
Okay.
I was like, that's pretty fucking. The Shrine of the Silver Monkey fucked that dude up so bad.
After
dog.
all these years,
yeah,
dude.
you think you would learn, dude. The
Yeah,
torso
after all-
goes in the middle, bro. Like, yeah,
Well, dude, what if they purposely like altered it so that all like the wrong ways they would do it was actually the right
It, like,
way now.
looks like it fits
Yeah,
and shit.
dude.
They're like,
Or make it different each time, dude.
No, seriously.
It's a different animal or something.
Yeah, right? It's always the same thing.
It's a fucking balloon
And
animal.
they
all
always
just
fuck it up. It was so funny. Yeah, I'm like, God damn it! Why wouldn't it be like a parrot one time or a jaguar with all these animals and shit that they have?
Fuck, bro. There was the one. You know, there's been a lot of these random Netflix like game shows like that. It was like everything is lava or whatever, and they had to go through this obstacle course, and if they touch the lava, they like get
I
eliminated.
think I saw something like that.
It was kind of stupid, but it was kind of okay. It was almost like people would kind of get hurt on it. They try to make these jumps and just eat shit, dude. Like just case it on their like fucking
Organs and
solar
shit.
plexus, and just like just die. It was pretty funny.
That's my favorite.
But there was one that was on there. There was Ultimate Beastmaster, which was like a
Damn,
weird.
it sounds fucking
No, it was
legit.
fucking
It was
sick.
pretty hype,
It was
dude.
like a weird like it was almost like Ninja Warrior, but it was. Dude, this was. I thought they were doing some like real progressive shit. They were like, we're not gonna have the course be different for men or women. Like, it's gonna be the same course across the field, and none of the girls made it past the fucking. None of them qualified for anything. It was really fucked up. It was fucked up. And then
That's fucking
the whole
real,
time I was like, hey babe, maybe one of them's gonna make it this time, and they're just like, they can't pull themselves up on like the first ledge. I was like, just laughing, like, no, but and then there was this one that was like drifting, and it was like a drifting. They bring their own cars, and it was like you had to drive through these obstacle courses on their cars, and like. This one, if you're into cars, whoever, this is like a real shit. If you like automobiles and you want to see some like Ninja Warrior with cars, like you gotta check this show out, dude. He's actually pretty sick.
Ultimate Beastmaster? Was
No,
that
no, no,
what
this
it
was called,
This is a different one. I didn't even know he changed shows, dude.
No, this is a different show.
Oh,
It's called
it was Ultimate Beastmaster, dude.
Street Outlaws, dude.
No, it's fucking. I can't remember, but it was actually pretty sick because that like
Well,
you know,
Legends of the Hidden.
there's the cars that you think are cool and you want them to like win, and then of course there's these assholes that bring like Ferraris and they all get fucking canned. And
Yeah.
there's some guy on like a fucking 240 just shitting on
That's
them.
so epic, bro.
And it was really cool. It was actually a really, really, really sick show. Of course, like fucking Brazilians came out and just like bodied everybody. But
Yeah.
spoilers.
That's what
No,
happens, bro.
it's
Have you watched Stone Cold's Skullbreaker Ranch?
Oh, dude, the most I ever watched that show was like at Evo, dude. We just watched like 4 hours of it in the hotel room, dude.
We went to fucking
It was
Big
sick,
Bear,
dude.
and it was a marathon like that too. We watched like 6 hours of that.
Hell yeah, dude.
We came back, and we were showing Rico, and we were like, dude, this show's the fucking.
It's
pretty
sick,
sick.
dude.
It was pretty fucking hard too,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, he toughens those guys up,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
What's
Oh,
up with the fucking pro wrestling shit, dog? Is it
do you mean?
sick right now, or is it
Everything that isn't WWE is really sick right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
like New Japan?
Yeah, New Japan's
Or
so
like,
sick. AEW is
AEW.
super sick right now. Yeah, I still love it all, dude.
I respect.
Cause like it even like as a kid, like I just fucking loved it, dude. Just like watching
Oh, for sure.
a bunch of like costumed freaks beat the shit out of each other with like
dude.
with like these like barely legible like storylines. I thought that was just so fucking cool because it reminds me of
you
like
couldn't hear what they were saying at the time.
this guy's just yelling to the mic and he's mad, dude. Fuck, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
and he looks mad.
Yeah, I just thought that was fucking cool, and like all the-
Hogan, I'm coming for you now.
Oh shit! They just interviewed him like I think a year ago about that.
Yeah.
It was on YouTube. I was gonna watch that. I was like, that's so cool, dude. Like you can like reflect back on shit like that. You're like, remember you called Hulk Hogan the N-word? He's like, oh yeah,
on
That's
live
so-
television. It's so crazy how like there's no time limit on shit like that now, dude. Fucking old Chucky got fucking canned on the Raiders for fucking.
Fuck, dude.
I know. Is it, dude? And it's like fucked up.
what
It's like
happens?
the head coach of the Raiders got like canceled.
Yeah, there were like emails that he sent out like 10 years ago, and he was saying
He was making fun of the way the like leader of the union, the players union, looked,
yeah.
and they were like, "Hey, that's like a racial trope." And it's like, bro, like, didn't they call him Chucky? Like, isn't that his nickname?
That is his nickname.
Because he looks like the Chucky doll, right? His name isn't fucking Charles.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks like Chucky.
Yeah.
So they call him Chucky, like the Child's Play doll.
That's
like,
funny, dude.
because he had the haircut, and he's like, hey,
And he's always
Bobby.
angry
He's
and
always
shit.
going, ah, like, and it always looks like whenever he's like,
Hide the soul.
yeah. So like they make fun of him all the time. You know what I mean? So like he just like talks a little bit of shit to this guy, and they're like, that's racist, dog. And he's like, I mean, they call me Chucky, dog. Like, come on, Mike.
It's sports though, man. That's so dangerous. Like, you
Well,
can't
it is.
say
There is good
anything.
news. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up on this. Like,
Loosely.
well, he got hired again, dude.
Where?
Well, fucking, he like knocked his wife out in an elevator in Las Vegas, and like multiple teams were like giving him like they're like, "Can you still play?" Like,
This isn't real, dude.
What-
This isn't real, dude.
what are you talking about, bro?
I would have fallen for this
Yeah,
like a year ago.
No, dude, like, you know, it's like you
Was
got
the
like,
SPO
all the
playing?
players can like beat the shit out of their wives, and like you can't fucking talk shit
That's
about
true,
fucking,
yeah.
you know.
Ray Lewis fucking murdered like 2 people, dude. And he's in the fucking Hall of Fame, dude. Tyreek Hill, dude, he beat up his pregnant wife, dude.
Yeah.
And,
Well, what was
and then
that
now
guy
he's
who,
playing
like,
still,
no,
dude.
but it's like
It's stupid.
It's like crazy how
This is partly why I don't like the fucking NFL, dude. The NFL's so
Well,
stupid,
there's this one
dude.
guy who got like stabbed by his wife, and he's a football player. I gotta find the I saved like a meme of it. He got stabbed
Probably
by.
a kicker or something.
He got
for a
stabbed by his
second
wife.
you were like fucking you were like, wait, what? He knocked his wife out in the elevator, and he got all these offers to play. They're like,
Yeah.
could you kick a ball? Like, can you tackle still? Can you do anything? We need you.
Well, this guy got stabbed by his wife, and inches away from like murdering him, he survived, and now he's getting put in jail for like a domestic dispute that they had. She almost killed this dude.
Well, most of the time, it's the opposite, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. You could be
Believe it.
fucking Ben Roethlisberger and just ruthlessly beat his wife, like, and do you even get suspended, dude? They're
No.
like, you gotta play on Sunday, goddammit. 'Cause you didn't break your hand, did you? Like, can you still throw a ball?
Yeah,
He's
dude,
like,
everyone
"Okay,
still
okay."
praises him like he's fucking Steve Rogers
You know
or
what I
some
mean?
shit,
It's like,
dude.
Throw a ball at that fucking thing that's shaped like your wife. He's just like,
Yeah, but old Chucky,
yeah, that's
you know,
sad,
he, you know, in my opinion, that guy should have been like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he looks like a pancake that got left outside in the sun too long. Like, you know, you just talk shit back. Like, you make fun of the way I look, I'll make fun of the way you look, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, that's how
That's
you
unfortunate, dude.
deal with shit like that. But you know, I didn't read them all.
When there's a lot of eyes on you, though, it's a different.
Yeah.
different story.
Yeah, they want to sacrifice like some. They want to like they need to kill someone for
yeah,
this,
yeah.
and like he's a white,
the one
he's a
that's
cis white man.
yeah.
He won't.
He's sus, dog. You
He'll
can't-
survive this.
Yeah.
You know.
He'll bounce back.
He'll do. They're like, let me give you a hint. Just go beat up your wife, and you might get off for another team. He's like, all right.
Dude, a year from now, an NFL team is probably going to be like, we need a head coach, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't care. They need these type of controversies don't last long in the NFL, dude.
Especially in the NFL.
It's like so bad. Yeah, they're
They
like,
got short memory spans, dude.
yeah.
They all got like CTE because they got beat up. I think one of the things he said was like, I don't know if this one was a little worse, but I don't know. He's like, oh, you know, a lot of players are like, this is almost more racist than the fucking other. But a lot of players are like homophobic. Like, it'd probably make them uncomfortable if they were like have like openly gay people play, and like he was just like
Damn.
he's all like, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say this bit, but it's too much.
Yeah.
You know, who's surprised that NFL players are homophobic? Raise your hands, dude.
Yeah.
Like, No one. Okay.
Oh,
Never
shit,
had
man.
God damn it.
We went there, dude. Like, fuck, dude.
Oh, fucking shit, dude.
I thought we purposely talked about this a little bit before the cameras were rolling, just so
I
you
can
can get it out of your
get all the good
system, dude.
stuff out.
Yeah, just so you.
I'm working this out. I'm trying to see.
I mean, yeah, we'll edit this. Yeah, our editor
No,
will take care of this. You know.
No, I'm actually.
Our tack over here, dude.
These jokes, I'm pretending to be a stand-up and making really.
There you go.
It's a backup plan in case I break my neck like a cowboy or some shit. You know?
Just in case someone digs up emails about you
Yeah,
and cancels.
Unless anyone watches this podcast.
dude.
Just in case anyone watches this in the future.
I'd be fucking proud if they got my fucking shit and fucking canceled me because it's like hard as fuck to read those emails, dude. You like probably wouldn't understand.
Right? What if someone's all like, what if someone tries to cancel us so they like put our shit out there and we just become famous for like being funny? They're like, hey, these guys are actually.
Dude, that's a plot of a good movie, dude. That's a plot of a pretty good
This
movie,
girl
dude.
at my work told me a plot of a movie. It made me laugh so hard. She's like, what if it's a guy who's trying super hard to get possessed and it never happens? And I just started laughing. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, she's like on the Ouija board talking to shit, like fucking like doing all this stupid shit, joining a cult, like fucking like trying to like sacrifice babies, and you're like, it's still happening. Like,
I got a funny plot for a
I
movie,
was like,
dude.
that's pretty funny.
So you know how there's like serial killers and then there's like the Dexter show where it's like, oh,
It's coming back, dude.
you know? So like this guy, he had to kill people. So he found a way to like do it in like a legal, like an honorable, good way where like people would kind of like
Cheer for you.
They might even find out and just be like, you know, how many people found out that he was killing people? They're just like, you killed that guy? It's all right. I'll let
The
him
ice
know.
shot killer? Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
LaGuardia. Well, no, that was in the book. But no, I was like this this guy who just has to like beat women up and like choke them out and like just end them, and like he can't do it legally, so he like becomes trans and then like starts fighting in like MMA leagues so he can just like put the hurt on like women. You know what I mean? Like, what if that like?
What would you name that movie? Brave?
The brave one. Just like,
In a world where everyone told him no. It's just like,
they're like everyone's cheering him on. He's like, I did it, or her. Everyone's cheering her on. He's like, he becomes the champion. Just dominant run. Just beats the fuck out of women for fucking 10 years and retires on top. Wouldn't that be a great story?
that would be amazing, actually.
Jason's like, God damn it, why'd I have to
Yeah, dude.
why'd I have to come on this podcast? Like you're guilty by association.
Oh, fucking shit.
Are you playing anything new? Guilty?
Guilty. I Strive. I couldn't really get into, dude. Like,
Damn.
I bought it. Like, I'll play it. I'll like it. The new patch just dropped for it, but like, it just didn't really grasp me the way Xrd did. I like the previous one like a lot more. Than, for some reason, like I like playing them, but like I just can't really like
Connect.
get good at fucking anime games, dude. There's so much shit going on. Like I just can't. I'm sure you could say the same thing about Tekken, but like, dude, there's just so many different mechanics and like so many things.
I
But,
think
like
it's
it's
kinda
cool.
weird
It's
how you
cool,
can
but it's like
move.
I can't get into it.
Everything is like, it's almost like a 2D version of a 3D game in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the way like 3D games kind of like break the wall by like being able to sidestep and shit, and like have very different angles you can go off of, like just mix it up like that. It's like when I watch it, I just see people like jump and then jump again, or they jump a little further and then jump and then backdash and then jump again, and you're like, oh my god, like it's like footsies in the air or some shit.
Yeah.
Where you try to bait out things by,
Jumping us
and it's like, that's kind of cool. But
Yeah.
I mean, I have no urge.
Yeah.
I bought it.
I
and
can't do it, dude.
I started it up and I picked Potemkin or whatever, and I was playing for like 3 seconds, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, the characters are fucking cool. Like the
It's just
the
hard
stages
to,
and the
like,
music are sick.
It's hard to play a game on PC and like on my other monitor to see files that say like name or like something.
game,
I'm like,
yeah.
fuck, what, you know,
I feel that.
you know, I could be just like touch of death and people on hyper fighting right now, dude. It's
Yeah,
like,
I like my fighting games like simple, dude.
Yeah.
Like as far as like mechanics go, like like Street Fighter and Tekken. It's just like you could move, you could block, maybe something like a parry or like something like that, or reversal, like
something
like,
cute.
Yeah, and like that's it. And like that's it, you know. I like it like that.
I like that.
I was thinking about this the other day too, and like I was like in my head, I was just like, comparing it to pizza, dude. I like pizza, dude. We all like pizza. I like 1 or 2 toppings on my pizza, dude.
Me too.
Sometimes maybe 1 or 2 times I'll have a supreme like with like all the toppings and stuff. But like I feel like anime games when there's like 3 different types of blocking. There's like a parry. There's like a just defend. There's like so many different. There's a double jump. There's air dash. You can't air dash if you double jump. You can't block in the air if you do these things first in the air. I feel like this pizza has so many toppings on it to the point where I don't even think it's a pizza anymore.
Well, I could almost
but some people like it, but it's just not for me.
I could see how it could be cool. Like I didn't really even realize that that's what it was. But you describing it, honestly, it makes it sound cool.
And I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just saying that it's not my thing, and that's the reason why it's not my thing.
Not your flavor, dog.
Yeah, it's not my flavor. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, typically I like games where you can't block in the air. But then I also like playing Alpha where you can sometimes, depending.
Restrictions.
Yeah. There's like proximity.
I wish Third Strike was like that with parrying. Like you can't block like grounded normals as anti-airs. If it DP's deep enough, you can't parry it. I always thought that would have been really cool in Third Strike. Because it would restrict jumping to some degree.
Totally would have.
But it wouldn't.
That's crazy.
But it wouldn't stop you completely.
Because that's what it is like. In if you DP too early in Alpha, you can block it. You have to like
deep
nuts and butts in.
Yeah. Pretty much if your feet are on the ground, like it's unblockable in there.
And then like fireballs you can block unless you throw it right when they're gonna land on it, like and you can't block that either. My favorite thing to do, this is like a little nuance, is like you see it in Marvel 2 a lot, but it's like guard breaking whenever someone blocks in the air, but then your feet plant. And then you can do something that's unblockable. Like easy
before they
like,
hit the ground.
Yeah, easy would be like a crouching fierce or something. But like if you want to be cute, you do like a level 1 super or something.
Yeah.
Just to like
you see it all the time with Cable. Like they'll just like shoot them. Like they'll block the shot, and then like before they come down, they'll hit them with a Viper beam.
Yeah,
like Same as Iron Man.
You can do it up too. It's fun. It's fun. You jump Tatsu and they're blocking it, and you land before they do, and then you just fucking level 1 super or. Even crouch fierce and then do like an overhead afterwards, and then you just fucking dude, it's so good. It's so much fun. I've been playing Ken in A2 a lot.
Yeah, you told me about
because
that.
he was like, I want to play Ken. And
he's actually cheap, dude.
Dude, he's so stupid.
He's cheap.
I've been doing this shit, and I've never seen anyone do this, and I don't know if I'm like fucking
I don't even know what it is.
Like I'm trying to like develop little like cute things, like, and I've been anti-airing and then rolling afterwards.
Ooh.
So like you do anti-air, you do crouch fierce, light roll, and then you hit roundhouse. The one that he does like the step kick, and it's like if they try and do some shit, but then you want them to like try and DP that because it'd be stupid, and then you just like you can like push like you can whiff a normal to try and get them to do something, or you can even do a medium roll, or you do crouch fierce, light roll, and then wait like a second, and then you're like max distance, and then you do sweep, roll, and it's safe like at that distance.
Which side are they on? When the sweep comes out, which side are you on?
Oh, you're still on the same side.
Oh, okay.
So you go boom, roll, and it builds a lot of meter. It goes like normal special move, then normal cancel into special move. So like just off of one anti-air, you're already pushed them back.
Bro.
You're still in safe. If the sweep lands, then you see it land. You do roll. That's the best. That's my favorite thing. You sweep, roll, and you roll once. You roll behind them, and then they always change their block, and then you roll one more time, and then they're like,
you could like grab them instantly too, like coming out of the hole. You can grab them. You can grab them.
Fucking godlike, and I don't see any Ken players doing this
cool,
shit.
Dude.
And I'm like, no, why isn't anyone fucking doing this shit? It's like
there's probably like some easy shit, like you could just like mash out. There's
There's
probably some easy way.
I'm like innovating, like 25 years.
But that's legit though, dude. That's sick.
Years
That's
later,
sick.
I'm like coming up with new shit. I'm like,
I like that.
This is fucking badass, dude. I'm just
that makes the game fun though,
Yeah.
right?
It almost is like
You're pushing it forward.
Well, how good is the roll? Because I remember Abel's roll.
It's so good.
So good,
Dude, all the time you'll see me sweep and then just forward roll, like light roll, and then it's like, dude, you're safe right after that, dude.
I'm trying to find
That's
a
legit.
like funny way to like work in the roll taunt where you like roll and taunt and he like flops on his back. And I'm like trying to find a safe way to like pull that shit off. Like if you can get them
dude,
to like, I don't know. I'm like,
The exhale, dude. That's always like.
it never works. Everyone always punishes it. I'm like, okay, I'll figure this out, dude. You'll see.
One day, dude.
There'll be one where you think you can punish it, but you can't, and then I'm just like,
just sitting waiting.
it's fun though, man. I love. It's weird because I have all this time to still play some game that like no one gives a fuck about, and like it's so like but like there's all these new games everyone's playing.
That almost
like,
means more though, I think, because you have so many opportunities to play a new game, and you're playing this old game that no one's playing. Bro, that's respectable.
I don't know about no one.
Well,
but
you know
it's
what I mean, though.
definitely
Like,
not.
it's not as like.
In San Diego, it's like a fucking.
Well, you're lucky to have Fightcade now. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't have that, how would
I can
you
barely play. The other day, I was trying to blame it on Jed because he was on, and I was like, "Let's play, dude." And I was just playing, and I had the best connection I've ever had in my fucking life. And I was like, "Dude, I'm back. And I had epic games, and I was like, hell yeah. And then Jed was on, I was like, come on, bitch, I'll kill you. And then he got all shitty, and like I was like,
I can't picture Jed saying.
I was like, man, your internet sucks, dude. I was like, you fucking suck,
A2?
Jed.
Is it A2?
Yeah. I was like, man, your internet's shitty. And then like later on, I tried to play again, and I was like, your internet sucks too. And then I was like, wait, it's my internet. And then the internet was down for like 3 days. I was like,
Oh no.
Damn.
couldn't even watch fucking stream shit.
No way.
I had to hook my computer up to my fucking phone, bro. It was like a hotspot. It was bad. I was like, God damn it.
That's shitty, bro.
Yeah, so if Jed's listening, you don't have shitty internet. I'm fucking stupid. I'm stupid as fuck. And I was like, man, you must have shitty internet. But I remember someone making fun of Jed for having shitty internet. Someone was all
I
like,
think everybody in San Diego just has shitty internet.
well, because
dude.
whenever we were at that Korean barbecue place, I was like, so how's the net code? And Toki's like, I mean, it's like one frame, like at worst. I was like, what? One frame?
For which game?
Guilty Gear. I was like, that's pretty good. He's like, unless you're playing Jed or some shit. I was like, oh, so Jed's got shitty internet, huh? So I was trying to shit on him for that, but apparently it wasn't the case. I trolled myself.
Well, fuck it, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know. I haven't even tried to play on 5K since then because I always get embarrassed.
There's a new CRT filter on. I know there's like a bunch that they already had for like
There's a
5K.
better one?
There's a better one, dude.
The old one fucking
Yeah,
sucks
there's a new one. It's
ass.
legit, dude.
Is it?
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
if you
Usually
you
turn
don't
that shit
have
off,
you don't
but-
have. I'll send you a screenshot of where it is.
I remember I was reading the notes whenever it last updated, and it said new CRT filter which resembles what's his name's original design.
Damn.
Like all this shit. I was like, I don't know who that is, but I usually turn that shit off because I feel like it kind of lags out the game. But
I'll let you know where.
you know what else I noticed is
Yeah.
that our voices kind of come out janky on the video. So like I think there's like some little setting that you can make it be less laggy, and I need to put that off because like I was watching it and I was like, it looks like we're subtitled or some shit. Like it looks like we're
Oh no,
dubbed.
I feel you. I saw
Like,
that last episode.
my mouth moves and it's like behind the 8-ball.
Yeah, there was a slight delay in the Wasted John one, but it didn't bother me at all.
It doesn't bother people, but I feel like there's probably some little thing in here where it's like a 2 millisecond delay and I can just turn that shit off.
It might be one of those options that are meant to like optimize shit, but it actually
Yeah.
just like makes things worse.
Well,
dude.
it's probably so like if you say the fucking word, you can like still have time to like react with the button and shit. Like I usually people. I feel bad because like people are like
set it up.
Rico really talks like this in his real life. No, I don't. I just say it on here because
It's fun, dude.
because
how
I'm
we
not
talk,
supposed
dude.
to. Because I'm not supposed
Yeah,
to.
it's
Yeah.
your podcast, dude.
No, I know. It's like it's just counter. It's just
Let the
battling
go. Let the
counterculture. It's like nah, fuck that. We're battling like the
Battle
way
kids.
people are like. Matt Damon got canceled because he's like,
Us
I
first.
actually stopped
You were
using the word, and like people are like, you son of a.
You
bitch.
just said it.
They're like,
He's like, what?
No, it was fucked up. I remember this was like 2 months ago. He's all like,
I thought he was
yeah,
like,
you know,
you
I
just
used
said it,
to say that word a lot when I was growing up, and you know, for a while I'd still like try and hold, like I'd still be like, no, it's not like what people think it is, but now I've like totally stopped using it, and they're just like, you fuck.
You think he was expecting to like, you're so brave, man.
Well, I don't
Like,
know.
you know,
Yeah, maybe.
He just got the complete opposite. They're like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Oops.
yeah, that's why you don't. They'll always come after
Well, the
you.
Papa John's guy, that happened to him too. Did you see that? He was on a phone call with like his like marketing department
Husband.
and he was like, I know, right? He was like, well, he said something like, isn't it fucked up that we're getting canceled when I think it was the guy from KFC said something.
It's another
It's like
restaurant.
Maximilian.
Like, well, he's like, This company came in. I know.
Isn't it fucked up that Maximilian can say some stupid shit and just apologize?
But then Rip is just like thrown to the fucking wall.
No, who was it? He got fucking thrown. It was like Sarah Blast.
Dude, Crockett made a slow-mo version of the
Of
Rip
Rip?
video.
Dude,
and
yeah, just said
then we were like, yep, he said it. Yeah, he said it, dude. There's no way out of this, dude. Just say sorry, then people will forget, dude. Just say sorry, then you'll...
Poor Rip.
Just
But the guy Papa John's is like trying to say like, this dude said it and got away scot-free, and I'm like in the fucking hot water, dude. And like they like released him saying that, and like he just got
They've
shit
done
on,
that so
bro.
many times.
And he's just like,
I think they ever said
he's like, I didn't say it. They're like, but you said it. He's like, I didn't say it. They're like,
the cameras are rolling.
Yeah,
Like,
so
fuck.
it was like a
this
Netflix.
poor guy. He was like, God
I think
damn.
that happened with like a Netflix guy too, where he was all like,
Wasn't it
He was like,
Aziz?
he was like giving a speech. No. It was like an executive at some.
He's
like, this is some of the things that we don't allow on anything on. So he started saying like
all the
bad
words
words, and then they're just like, but you just said it. He's like, no, I'm saying that's not. And they're
That's
like,
exactly the same scenario.
Like, he had to fucking quit his job. It's like,
Bro.
dude, what the fuck is
You
going
can't
on?
even like hint towards it. Like it's like it was so funny. He's like, I don't say these words like this word and that word. They're like, you just said it though. He's like, it's the funniest thing to me. I'm like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah,
That's so high.
It's not funny for them, but for us, because we're relatively obscure, and all our
best,
friends are
dude.
down for the, down for the debauchery.
Down the
dude.
fuck, bro. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Like I was saying
shower.
earlier,
Get in the bro shower, boy.
Yeah. So who do you play in Tekken, bro?
I play Asuka, and recently I've been learning Falcon Ron, like the new like Muay Thai guy.
Okay.
The guy that looks like Sagat, dude. I'm
That's
sure-
actually kinda
I'm
cool.
sure you guys saw him, but like, I still gotta leave him in the oven a little bit longer. He's
got
not
you.
ready for like tournament play yet, dude.
I respect
Yeah.
that.
But I like, but like learning a new for me, dude. Learning a new character in Tekken's so fucking hard, though, dude. But
Is that the only game you play now?
out of current games, yeah. But I'm still playing on Fight Kid, like Third Strike.
You don't
so-
play Street Fighter 5?
No, I don't touch Street Fighter.
Are you pretty sick on Fightcade, dude? Are you okay?
I'm okay, dude.
You C rank?
Like, what?
Are you at least C?
I rarely play ranked games. If people like send you like the invite to a ranked game, I'll play it. But like,
Damn, bro.
because like I just want to like sit down and just fucking play, dude.
Nah, I feel
I don't
you.
give a shit about my.
I
rank,
almost
dude.
get like overwhelmed when I'm like playing against a computer and I just get all these requests to play. Like I'm almost like,
Yeah.
I gotta get off, dude. Like people are
I
trying
don't
to like
know.
play.
I like
this shit,
live
dude.
for beating B people. Like it's like my. I like wake up every morning.
It's
Like
different for
fucking
everybody.
Beat these motherfuckers.
Well, I feel like you have like the skill. Where right now I don't have that skill in that game, so it's like intimidating when people want to play me. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking like show them that I suck, dude. Like I gotta play more, dude. I want to play you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Jason will
learn.
fuck you up.
I know. I need that though.
Jason
dude.
will fuck. Jason's like low key.
Jason's
super
like
godlike
the
at
best training partner though, because he'll like
No.
show you all the stupid things that you do, and you're like, oh god, I gotta fucking stop.
He's the
doing
best
that
training
shit.
partner because they do the same thing over and over again so many times that,
That
you'll
you
be
like
able
learn
to
and
figure out a way around it.
No, he'll show you how dumb you play. I think that's the good thing.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd play you and I'd have to play so fucking smart. Like I'd like I can't fucking just get into dumb patterns or like, sometimes you can jank your way through combos. That's the one thing I've learned. That one frame link, bro. Abel's one frame link. I keep fucking it up so bad on that
Because you're
Rucka.
playing on this shit, man. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll play a game.
I'll land a one frame link on it, though.
Okay. Yeah, but you're learning how to play. You're learning. The
Well, I
timing.
think it's not the timing. It's the amount of buttons you have to hit and not hit.
That's something I saw
Like
the other day.
the step kick, the double dash, then you hit the fucking the plink right there, and that's where you almost have to rucka as soon as you hit it. And sometimes I like
No,
hit
it's
it.
a cancel, man.
Yeah, it's fucking hard, bro.
It's a
It's
cancel thing.
fucking really hard, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll just mash through it and like get like a fucking like EX change of direction to come out. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing,
Well,
dude?
calm down.
No, that's what I do. I have to
Yeah.
like. That's what I'm saying. You can jank shit out, but when you play somebody good, you have to like calm down.
Yeah, so like
and
when
like realize all your shitty.
and especially with
tendencies.
Rekka type things too.
Ugh.
Because when I would do like playing Rolento, I'd mash the Rekkas out, and then I was like, dude, this shit's stupid. I go. I wouldn't mash, but I guess I would. I would do
like-
two. I would go blah, 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 every single Rekka, and I would just hope that one of them, I just go. Blah, 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 blah,
It
blah,
works.
blah, blah. It would, but then I was like, dude, I fuck it up a lot also.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, maybe it'd be better if I actually just like learn the timing.
Yeah.
Instead of like,
The timing is so fast though. Like if you compare it to
Yeah.
Abel or Fei Long in Street Fighter 4,
Yeah.
the timing for Patriot Circle in A2 is so fast.
yeah,
dude.
it's really, yeah.
It's like,
He was showing me some shit with Saddam.
It's not as fast as I was trying to get him to play Saddam, but I was thinking about it. Ken is more like Abel than Saddam is.
Okay.
Because of roll.
Because of roll and because.
Is there a 50-50 like kind of situation
Well,
you can create, or
Oh yeah, oh, he's fucking.
I'm
Dude,
all about
Ken
it,
is
dude.
fucking bullshit in that game. It's weird too because he's not like Ryu has a better fireball. He has a better Tatsu. His DP technically probably isn't better, but he has a good DP. And it's just like what makes Ken better is just the shenanigans. That
Yeah.
roll is a game changer for sure. And his alpha counter,
The kick one.
for whatever reason, it does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
A lot of alpha counters don't do a lot of damage, and his just fucking. It's like Rufus's throw in Street Fighter 4. It's
Okay.
like, why does it do more damage?
The forward throw? Or-
Yeah, it's like, why does it do more damage than everyone else's? It doesn't make any sense.
that's cool though, dude.
Yeah, well, it's cool until you throw a fireball from half screen the alpha counters, and it takes like a quarter of your life. Like, what the fuck was that? I can't throw fireballs anymore? Okay.
No, bro.
Oh, fuck me, right? Yeah, so he's good. He's good. It's fast too. Fast.
Okay.
This fucking game is so fun, dude. It's just a fast ass game. That's why these slower games to play is like Street Fighter 5 came out, and I was like, fuck, this game is kind of like.
Season 1 was sick, dude.
I love,
Season
dude. When the
one.
game first came out, I actually liked it.
It was sick. Season 1,
Even
if-
2,
yeah.
I liked. Even the second, even that was okay. But I really thought.
I did not like Season 2.
Well,
Because they nerfed all the characters.
it was the version I stopped playing in.
Yeah.
But season 1 I actually liked that game. It was just so fucked
Yeah.
up that they botched that whole thing. When are companies gonna fucking realize that all people want is a game to be playable when it comes out, and they just keep on doing the same shit over and over and
Yeah.
over? Didn't they fuck up the Diablo 2 fucking?
Yeah, it was like
People
unplayable,
can't even
dude.
log in. They're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on? They're like,
I didn't have any issues with it for some reason.
did you play Diablo 2?
Yeah.
There are people that like some people when they log off for like a little while, they try to log back in. It's like, oh, you're still logged in. Someone's still logged
What
in on
the
this character,
fuck?
and they're like,
Some OG Blizzard shit. Do you remember that when someone steal your CD key and you'd be like trying to play Warcraft 3 and they'd be like, you already logged in? Dude, you're like, what? The fuck's going on, dude?
yeah,
I fucking hate that shit. That's shitty, bro.
they just like rank type a million things until they get one right. You're like, fuck, those key generators are so janky, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, they're trying to make games still and like getting people to pay for the fucking game to be made while they're fucking making it, bro. It's like, it's fucking a weird place we're in right now. And skins and all this bullshit. It's like, I honestly though, we were talking about NFTs the other day. I honestly think skins are better than NFTs, dude. Like, some guy was like, well, yeah, but like when you live in the virtual world and people come in your virtual living room, they can see your virtual fucking
This shit isn't real yet. I don't know why people act like this is gonna be something.
But I was
crazy.
like, yeah, but like, let's say you owned a song, an NFT. How could I use that every day besides telling somebody I own that song?
Yeah.
A skin in the game in Rust, I can still use this fucking
can use
hammer
it,
that looks like
yeah.
a jade hammer, dog. Like I paid $5 for it. I use it every goddamn day. Like I was like, a skin makes sense to me. As stupid as it sounds, like, why would you buy a fucking skin? It's like, because I could use it every day.
It's so dumb though, because people. I mean, I don't know what people are playing. Is there some game that everyone in the world's playing that we're not? We're like,
Yeah, I feel that way too.
they
I'm like,
act.
what am I
They
missing,
act as
dude?
if there's like some virtual world that's like is bigger, like 10 times bigger than World of Warcraft, like in its peak,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
everyone, you're not playing this game. Like, yeah, bro. Like I have prime real estate on Main Street and like all this shit. I paid millions of dollars. It's like, what game are you guys talking about? They're like, whoa, it hasn't been invented yet. You're like,
Yeah,
Okay,
it sounds
still be
so
made,
stupid
yeah.
to me, dude.
Yeah, they're like, well, I'm buying all this shit now so that when it's out, maybe someone will like code the shit I have into it that it can be usable.
Yeah, dude,
but
that shit's so
if not,
stupid.
I
It's
mean,
so crazy,
It's
bro.
so stupid.
I made so
dude.
much money on Bitcoin that I got to spend it on something, right? Right. Oh.
It's so stupid. It reminds me of like, I'm not sure if you guys knew people like this, but like whenever people talk about NFTs and bullshit like that, it reminds me of fucking like in high school, you'll meet some kid that's I knew a lot of people like this. You in high school you'll meet some kid that like he swears one day he's gonna be a millionaire. He swears one day he's gonna be like successful and all that shit, dude. But he doesn't know shit about anything. I'm just like, how are you gonna get there, dude? That's what the NFT the rant that you just went on. I feel like that's that guy, dude. People like that. That's what they're all feasting on right now.
That was my whole
This
bit about
fucking,
figuring out life and how I'm gonna start making money, dude. Like, oh, gambling, dog.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
it's that same bit. Like, no, there's a guy at my work that's like that, and sometimes I'm just like, what? I listen to all the podcasts, bro. It's gonna work out. It's
Yeah, I
like,
fucking hate that, dude.
like,
It's
yeah,
like,
I'm gonna quit my job and start playing fighting games full time, and I'm gonna be the greatest thing that ever lived. And then you're just like in a closet, like hanging. No one even knows your name.
It's sad but true, dude.
No,
it's
it
like,
is.
dude,
It is.
like,
It's just,
stop buying into
there's
this.
got to be a point where people realize that no one's gonna give a fuck about you. That's another thing too, where so many people think like, oh, I'm gonna be on Instagram and everyone's gonna give a fuck, and like I'm gonna be this person. It's like no one gives a fuck. You're not that person. Even if in the fake it to make it, bro. It's like you're just gonna keep faking it, dog, and we all see it. That's the thing where like people are like, well, you're fake it to make it, dude, like everyone else. And it's like, but yeah, we all see that that's bullshit, though.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
a 1 in a trillion that actually works for, and
Yeah.
everyone else it's not.
And they're not faking it. You know what I mean?
It's not
Like,
reality. Yeah, they actually have some skill. They have the gift
Someone's-
of gab at least, or something.
Exactly.
But like, most people are gonna. Life will fucking smack you around.
Yeah, dude.
It will
Yeah.
fucking fuck you up.
Bring you to your knees a couple
Dude,
times.
Yeah.
it will absolutely fucking. You're not gonna win. Like the house always wins, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I
Dude,
mean? Dude,
you gotta be ready for it, dude.
Yeah.
you can
bro.
barely just have a little fun playing fighting games if you're lucky, and you're in for a fucking rude awakening if you think if for once I'm gonna do. Oh, I just got a sponsorship by fucking some.
Kadizi Gaming.
Kadizi Gaming. $10. I'm moving up in the world. It's like, don't quit your day job. Yeah.
Well, have you gotten $10 to enter a tournament before?
Yeah, I mean,
I've had
Richard-
people tell me that too. Like, have you ever got? It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, you know, like who cares?
See, I think I realized I was always just in it for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I've always if there was a fucking, like, a ticker above everyone's face and it just counted the currency of fun that you've had during the...
You'd be rich.
We'd be
I have
fucking
a
rich,
fuck
dude.
ton of
We would
fun,
be
dude.
fucking rich,
and
dude.
I take
Yeah.
it as little as serious as possible.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I think it's a joke. Everyone
Yeah.
else, it's like, just
Yeah,
have
this
fun.
is something you do for fun,
Let's
dude.
get in the shower
Yeah.
and fucking let's just
Just rub each other's backs.
It's not a big deal, dude.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
I want you to find the mole on my back that might have cancer in it,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Like,
Check
then
this.
we're in it together, bro.
check this little ball I have on my scrotum, dude. Like, what is this? Like,
My
dude,
scrotum.
what? Do you know? Have you seen anything like this before?
Is this cancer? I don't know. Like,
And you mentioned it briefly last podcast. Like, everybody jokes about it, but they're not serious, dude. Like, the whole Brink thing, and then the whole, like, Soul Skaters and everything. It's like, we all joke about it, but do you really know the message behind that? Like,
gotta watch the movie
The
again,
people who
dude.
fucking wrote that, they wanted kids to know, like, there are some things in life that you just want to do for fun, and
out
you
of
don't
passion
treat it.
and love.
Yeah, you
Not
don't
for
treat
fucking
it like a
wealth or
job.
fucking glory.
Dude, that was like one of my favorite
Yeah.
bits I ever did on the podcast
It's
early
real,
on. And I couldn't really, I still to this day, I'm trying to work that out, but it's real as fuck, dude. People need to knock this fucking bullshit out.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't learned it by now, it's like, dude, this shit is very fraudulent.
Yeah.
And it's just for a good time. And it might not last forever.
But we're having fun with it,
Yeah,
dude.
so like,
yeah.
as of now, we might not be here for a long time, but we'll be here for a good time. You know what I mean? Like, let's fucking...
It might not last forever, but those memories will last a lifetime.
Exactly,
Yep.
dude.
Fucking for real shit.
And I hope to God that everything kind of comes back around normal, but...
I hope when we're all like 75
the scary
years
thing
old.
is that they cancel all of FGC because
Yeah.
it's too toxic. It's so toxic. It can't
Well,
even exist in
I
this
think
world.
it's only around still because there's a possibility that they could make money from it. But yeah, once that solidified
There's
in
only
like
a small group of people making money, and
Yeah.
it's the fucking TOs that are kicking everyone out because they realize they can get more fucking idiots that'll come in that think that you're some like virtuous person by kicking this guy out because he said something that you didn't like, and really like they don't care about the people that actually play anymore. That's why they don't give out shirts for free. They don't have any pride in what they're offering. They might have a pride in offering like, yo, we kicked all these people out that said stupid shit. It's like, okay, like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, you don't want people to wear your shirt for your tournament because you know you made enough money to make a shirt for everyone else. You're taking How much does it cost to make a shirt in bulk? In thousands. Like fucking $5, $4.
A shirt, probably.
It's like, bro, like you're just they used to give out our shirt for free because they knew these guys would wear their shit and they had a good time and they'd fucking love that tournament. They'd wear that shirt and they'd give it to them for free, and they would take that out of their profit margins because they had so much fucking. Hey, we're still doing this for the fun, you know?
Yeah.
And then once it was like,
How
hey,
can
how can we make more money? How can we monetize this? This one guy who's been at all of our tournaments, who's done all this shit, he said something fucked up the other day. We got to get rid of him, like, because these other people that are coming, that are new, that are going to be here for a season, we need them to feel comfortable in this space. Like something bad's gonna fucking happen. Like when the fuck? I don't know. Maybe there's like some
The only thing
crazy.
bad that's gonna happen
Maybe
is
they
the
are
fucking
like
smell, dog. That's it.
I don't know. I hear stupid shit. I've heard people say the dumb, like, oh, I can't take my kid to a tournament now because I know that they will surely be raped and murdered. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. You're just making up shit. You just want to say something. And have it be heard, and have someone who also is a fucking coward
Agree with you,
and is
like-
scared to fucking go outside and fucking have the sun hit them. They're like, ugh.
It's funny too.
You just want them to be like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm scared to bring my kid I don't have because I've never fucking nutted in a piss before. I'm really going off the rails now. But, you know.
They just want to rally the troops, dude.
Yeah, that's true though.
Yeah, they just want to be that voice.
They
that-
want to virtue signal to their little fucking goons that they're better than everyone else, and fuck that shit, dude. We're all
I don't know
fucking
about you guys,
stoned,
but
bro.
like being younger and like knowing that something bad can happen at this event sort of makes it that much more fucking appealing to me, dude.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
like
I want to
seeing-
see some fucking shit go down.
dude. Like I know
danger, dude.
that I know that that's not the thing that people want to hear, but it's like that tiny bit of like danger.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool,
Why
dude.
do we all go to
Like,
fucking
it's like
what
when
do we
you
go to
guys.
theme parks for? Because we like
Yeah.
to be safe? No,
It's
you want to
like-
fucking drive around and fucking feel a little fear, bro. You know?
It's like buying that CD that has like the parental advisory like sticker on it. I'm like, dude, that makes me want to get it even fucking more.
Yeah, dude.
This game is rated M.
Yeah.
I kind of want to play it, dude.
Yeah. I'm kind of
kinda
gonna buy this
wanna
homeless
play it.
man to act like my dad so I can get this game right now. Like,
And remember earlier when we were talking about when I first got started, like watching my cousin at arcades, and then
Yeah.
like he was with the Vietnamese gangsters, and, like in the arcade, and like they're smoking, like they're like sneaking, like I'm not sure if they were sneaking alcohol, but like they're like getting in trouble. They probably got suspended from high school and stuff. I'm just like, I want to hang out with those dudes when
That's
I'm
a
older.
cool guy.
I'm like, I want to.
You want to feel alive.
Dude, yeah. Like
It's like that episode of
If
The
I want to
Simpsons.
keep playing Street Fighter and I want to be one of these guys when I grow up,
Definitely.
like fuck yeah, I want to be like those
So
guys.
sick, dude.
I'm like, hell yeah,
The
dude.
episode of The Simpsons whenever, who's the really smart kid that everyone...
Millhouse.
Not
Melvin. So Melvin...
Millhouse isn't smart, dude. I don't know,
yeah,
I don't know
like,
why we
he
said
wore
Millhouse.
glasses. It's like a
Yeah,
so like
Milton?
subtle racist thing. dude.
Milton?
I don't know.
Milton. Yeah,
Yeah.
Milton. So Milton is like... Bart is trying... This is season 2. Bart is trying to like pass the second grade, and Milton is like, he knows all the answers for everything, and Bart is like, hey man, will you like teach me how to like pass this class if I teach you how to be cool?
I think
You
I
know?
remember this
And
one.
then he starts teaching Milton how to be cool, and they're like popping fireworks and shit. And then whenever he's like, all right, man, now it's time to teach you how to pass the class, he's like, who gives a shit about it? He's all like, this is the first time I ever felt alive. He's all like,
He's like all into it, dude. Yeah.
That's so real, bro.
He's all like, forget about school, like, we're gonna get them, like, come on, let's go egg, like, the what's it called? He's like, yeah, he's all crazy looking, and it's like,
And they're like freaking out. They're like, what did we
and he's
do
like,
to him,
"Fuck,"
dude?
and then he's so, dude, that old show, dude, it's so crazy. He prays, like, it was like, he prays to God that a miracle happens and he can pass this class, and then it snows the next day, and it's so crazy. He's going outside, and Lisa's like, I heard you last night praying, like, he's like, you asked for this, like, you're just gonna, like, you know, like, you said you'd do anything to have this opportunity to, like, have one more day to study, like, and he's like, you're right. And it's like, dude, these are the cartoons we watched when we were little kids and shit, and it's like, now
Shaped
it's like
us as
yeah,
people, dude.
some fucking
Yeah.
dumbass bullshit. It's like, I don't even fucking believe in God, but like, that shit was like powerful as fuck, dude. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like,
dude.
holy shit, dude.
Fuck yeah.
And he somehow managed to pass, dude, and he kisses the teacher, dude, and he's like, I passed the second grade. He's like, I kissed the teacher. It's so funny, dude. I was like, God damn, this show is fucking. This is the classic,
dude. There's like a. I always think of King of the Hill too.
King of the Hill's got
That's another one that just gives you life lessons, bro. And you're just like, I can't even believe that like people go through day to day and not see shit or like anything that reflects anything real. The shit you watch on TV now and like you think is happening, it's bullshit, dude. It's like these. I feel bad for these kids, to be honest.
They are. They're getting the parents are like. When I was a kid, I was like indoctrinated into like religion. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
a lot of us were.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
go to church, fucking
Jesus, blah blah. You know, all this shit, and it's like you get indoctrinated in that, and like you see these parents now like indoctrinating their children in like a new religion, and you're just like, they don't see it as that. They're just like, my son's gonna grow up to be white, and he's gonna be a white male, so he's gonna be terrible. So I have to like do all these things now to like make him be a fucking ally for all this shit. He's like, what the fuck, dude? You sound crazier than my fucking grandma who like thinks that Q is real and that like fucking God brought Trump to like the fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, like you sound fucking crazy as fuck. Like you are crazy.
You almost sound like Demi Lovato saying that it's racist to call extraterrestrials aliens.
Demi Lovato just needs to get.
She is on another level, bro.
She is, dude.
Like,
fucking,
what the fuck?
Remember that picture
happened?
of her like asshole that people found, dude?
Yeah.
What?
She like had this picture where it was like all dark and people like put all these like they use like the filters that they use of like satellite images to find like old ruins of like fucking civilizations that were like, you know, like little mounds of like they try to like, you know, like there's like this big.
What is that called? What is that called?
I don't know. It's like a stepograph or some shit, like an anal graph, and they just like put it like over that picture of her butt all dark, and they just like use filters and filters until they like saw it.
Until all the crevices of the butthole are like visible. They're like, holy shit.
And then the final image is this black like circle, and they're like, we found it, guys.
I bet you the guy taking that picture was like, "You dumb motherfucker."
Yeah, it's like his own butthole, dude. He like took a picture of his own ass, dude.
No, it's like the casting couch. He's like, these dumb motherfuckers never fucking get that shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, these guys never not down, dude. You know what I'm talking about, dude.
You never cheat on a balloon knot? Fucking poor guy, dude. Oh, that is so fucking funny, dude.
Tongue punching so hard that you like fuck up that wed like on the bottom of your
cut
mouth.
it down, yeah. Your tongue comes out farther than your mouth than it's supposed to. You're like, what the fuck's happening, dude?
Like fucking late Scott, dude, when he like pulled his tongue out on those lesbians at the bar. Like, I was like, damn, dog.
Fucking.
It was like Gene Simmons was like.
I remember you mentioned that on the I think the Richard podcast. When
It
Richard
was so
a guest
sick,
here,
dog.
dude,
I was
but-
like, yeah.
We were talking about something like that. Do you remember in like maybe like 90s movies where bad guys would just lick girls? Do you remember that? Or like they have some
Joe Biden, dude? No,
yeah.
straight up. Daywalker sent me a video of that the other day.
Of him licking a girl.
No, the girl puts her hand down. And he's
And he like,
and then she's like, fuck. And he's just like drooling and shit. I was like, oh my god. What is this, dude?
oh my.
He thinks he's at like an Obama party where they're gonna like eat a kid or something like afterwards. Illuminati. You know what this is? Dude, Jason's like, what the fuck have I got myself into right now, dude? I fucked up.
But I guess there's the scene in T2 where he fucking guy licks Sarah Connor, dude.
Yeah, in the jail
Remember
cell,
that?
right?
That shit happened so much.
In the jail cell, right?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that part freaked me.
Yeah,
the fuck
that's
out.
a.
It's because you realize like that shit happens a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys are
That was like
freaks,
him
dude.
in subtly telling you like, yeah, we rape every girl here. Like, you're like, what the fuck?
You give them the booty juice and then they're just like unconscious and shit.
That's fucking crazy, dog.
Wow.
Yeah, I just remember that in that movie, and I remember being like, there's been a couple movies where like that happened, and I'm like, that's
FYI,
fucking
booty juice is like the fucking sedative. That
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
someone's like going crazy, they always like pin you down on the ground and
Booty
like
juice,
stick a
dog.
shot and it like just knocks you out.
Yeah.
They call that booty juice. I know this because sadly, members of my family have had like insane asylum stints and like shouts to Ralph wherever you are. Now.
Damn, dog.
That was a long time ago.
You know, that's better than jail, dude. No, it probably worse than jail. Right? 'Cause
Don't do shrooms, kids.
Yeah.
Like fucking.
Oh god, dude.
Yeah.
Psychedelics in general, that shit's fucking scary.
Yeah, I remember one time I had this really big argument with Watts when we were going to like a Shakey's Pizza.
I think I remember this, dude. I think I
he
was
was
there.
just like, people who have psychotic breakdowns.
I remember this, dude.
After
Yeah.
psychotics are just pussies. I'm like, bro, like, that's not true. Like, there are people. I mean, maybe that is a true thing, but to act like it doesn't happen,
Yeah.
to just ignore the fact that there's a lot of people that are like one edible away from like being in a crazy house for 3 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and they might never be the same after that shit either. You just gotta just know your body. If you have a tendency of being a little wacky, maybe stay away from the like
Hardcore shit, dude.
pretty serious psychedelics, because they might flip a switch in there and you might be like full retard for like 2 years.
You almost gotta like I was like, isn't it so weird to be a parent now? Like to like shield your kids from shit like that. I like made a joke at work. I was like, I would do every drug right in front of my kid, so he like saw what it was. And
So
now
he
I'm gonna
knows
shoot
not-
up heroin. No, I'm just like sink into the chair, like right in He's like, what the fuck? Yeah, don't do this shit, bud. And like just all fucked up.
You see how much of a loser I am?
Yeah, like look at that. I can't even grab that drink.
You're dressed
Like,
to
trying
go to
grab
your
the drink,
t-ball
and it's
game,
like-
and I'm fucking.
I can't even get my socks on, bud.
Yeah, everyone's gonna get a trophy but you. Don't forget this. Don't do drugs. It's the PSA.
New Dare campaign, dude. It's just some guy shooting up in front of a bunch of
The
kids.
Dare campaign, dude. God damn it. Dude, I hate to do
Who
this to you
wants
guys.
a pencil?
Dude, I
Yeah,
gotta
like-
fucking pee, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta fucking
Let's
pee,
We're gonna wrap
dude.
it up.
Yeah, we should probably wrap it up. What time is it?
Dude,
Or you want to keep going? You just gotta take a piss.
I just gotta take a piss, dude.
All right, fine.
Yeah, I can still talk for
All right.
Wow, dude.
Go,
I just
go. Take a piss.
Well, are you guys cool with it?
Yeah, let's go. We'll
I
go.
still feel like we still have a lot of bullshit to talk
All
about.
right, we have a lot to talk about.
That's up to you
We'll
guys.
take a little pee break, but I'm gonna stay here and try to entertain the masses because I don't like stopping it and starting it because it always ends up going to shit. Wow, this has been a pretty good one. Hopefully, no one gets their panties in a bundle over those John Gruden jokes or whatever.
Is this still recording?
Yeah. You get the puppy dog?
I got the new guest over here, guys.
Nice.
Little baby Maurice. Hi.
Some random German Shepherd puppy showed up at the ranch
What?
on Thursday.
That's crazy.
I know. We don't know if someone must have just like drove up the road and just like threw him out of a car and turned around and left.
That's insane.
And we don't know what to do with it.
If you guys are looking for a dog, hit Rico up, dude.
Stop. That's like the last thing we fucking need. And yeah. What do I look like? A fucking pound or something? I don't know. We're gonna try and put it with the goats and have it grow up in that little crew and become a goat dog. Just protect them. If one wanders off, it'll stick with it and bring it back. This is wishful thinking. It'll probably like kill something and it'll have to like get taken away, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, man. This is awkward. Just doing a solo fucking... Where are you guys? Come on.
Yeah, man, this is
Fucking awkward as shit, dog.
my bad.
Play Kendama in front of the camera or something, for God's sake.
Okay.
Christ.
Okay, Jason's back.
Is Jason taking a shot? Alright, now you guys talk. I'm gonna take a piss now. Hold on.
Yeah, it's Rico's turn, dude.
Dude, I was holding that for so long, dude.
No, it happens, brother.
But like, dude.
That's what happens with these big ass drinks, dog. The Speedy over here and shit.
Yeah, dude. Are we still...
Yeah, we're still
Oh,
recording.
okay, yeah.
We're just doing the bathroom break thing.
Whenever I talk to someone who was on the show, like everyone always says like, dude, the time just fucking flies by when you're
It does,
when you're on
dude.
there, dude. And it's
You
like
just-
what, 3 o'clock right now?
Yeah, you don't even realize it, bro. But I mean, I feel like that's friendship, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I remember going to Vincent's and just blinking and fucking 6 hours pass, and you're like, what the fuck just happened, bro? Like,
Pulse plays, are you falling asleep?
oh,
dude?
my, dude, I brought that up last podcast.
Yeah, you did, dude.
Just always going to that cop, bro, and just passing the fuck.
Yeah, and then like one of those times you jokingly just went like, well, boys, and like as soon as we got there, dude, we didn't even say what's up to Paul yet, dude, and you were like, well, boys, you know,
Nice note,
yeah,
dude.
you,
That was like the best shit, dude.
yeah, dude,
Those cot, I tell everyone now, I'm like, dude, I could fall asleep in a cot in a fucking second.
yeah, dude, you'd be snoring like
just
a
out,
minute
bro.
later, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't even touch a game or watch a movie. Or anything. You just like, you
well,
went
sometimes
straight
you need
to
to like power up before you play, dude. You're like, I gotta fucking.
Everyone else is
dog.
asleep, dude.
Yeah. Then everyone's all like tired and like fucking getting shittier. I'm just like fresh, like a newborn baby. I'm like,
Dude,
let's go, boys.
Dude, when I was in the bathroom, I just reminded of this fucking story. I'm gonna wait till Rico gets back,
Okay,
but
okay.
it was from Ed's house, dude.
Oh my god.
It was an Ed's house memory,
Some of the
dude.
best stories.
I guess we'll start off when Rico comes back.
Yeah.
With the Ed story.
He's
or the Ed's house story.
It was such a cool house too, dude.
Yeah.
It was like just big enough to where it wasn't shitty.
Yeah.
With that garage.
Yeah.
If that garage was in there, I think it might have
been too cramped.
A little
dude.
too cramped, dude.
Yeah.
But no, we got fucking hella lucky there, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking the lumpia, dude. I'll never forget that shit. I got so sick off of that lumpia, dude.
That's every Filipino like family party, dude. You're just food comaed out, dude.
I know, bro. Well, you
Yeah.
have so many.
Where does Tom get the lumpia that he goes to? Do you ever see he brings that shit every once in a while?
Yeah.
That shit's good, dude.
I was telling Brandon, but like while you were in the bathroom, that as I was peeing, I was remembering the story from fucking Ed's house, dude. You remember like around Halloween time? Like, remember he went crazy for Halloween time, and then like we were all like playing or just like hanging out, and then like someone had something, and then like scared Ed's wife. And then Ed's wife like screamed out and was like, "Oh my god, I just peed my pants!" And then we were like, "Ha ha ha, it's funny," because that's something that people just say when they get scared.
And
and then she ran up the stairs, and like we all like looked up the stairs, and there was just a wet spot, like
Just
where you would
piss
expect it.
everywhere, dude.
And she just like
God.
peed her. You guys remember that?
I do remember that,
dude.
now.
And she just fucking peed herself, dude.
I remember a
that
couple
shit was
crazy
fucking
things.
funny, dude. There were a lot of funny things that
It was
happened.
crazy
because
because there was like that one bathroom under the stairs, and people would. I mean, I'm guilty of this, dude. I'd fucking.
Shit it up.
Oh
dude.
my god, I would do these horrible shit, and I'd usually try not to do that kind of shit because, like,
at someone's house.
yeah, you know, it's like, hey, I'm here to like fucking
Shit the
devalue
bed.
your property by like.
You can get arrested for vandalism, dude.
Yeah,
you
dude.
can fucking do that,
I'm just
dude.
like, it's like a shotgun. It's bad.
A shotgun,
The
dude.
back of the porcelain is just blasted.
Yeah, no,
dude.
it's like you gotta burn the bathroom down. It's like,
Do you guys remember when there was this dude that was it was like this gay black dude that was like the friend of his roommate, like his wife's friend, Ed's wife's friend that lived there.
yes, and he
Yeah.
was all weird about
He
it.
was super drunk, dude.
And
I remember he would just
Oh
wore,
my god, I remember this.
and he
dude.
was like at first
he
like
thought he was like being.
yeah, this guy
like-
was on drugs or like he was drunk or something.
Yeah.
But like he was, for the majority of the day, he was funny. Like he's like cracking jokes here and there, but then like he said something that pissed Ed off.
Yeah.
And then well, actually no, I don't.
Do you
think
remember this, bro?
I subtly
Or-
do.
Bro, this was bad.
Or like he got to the point where he was like emotional about something. Like he was upset, he was emotional, he was like angry about something. And then like for some reason the freezer door was open, and he was really angry, he was bitching about something, and he like yelled and he like slammed the freezer door. And then Ed sobered up in like a second and caught it with his hand, and he just caught it, boom, and said, "Get the fuck out of my house right now." And Ed's drunk as fuck too, and he's sobered up.
Damn.
And you know, Ed, military guy, no bullshit. He doesn't take.
Oh,
he
Ed
doesn't. And he was
a
like,
scary ass motherfucker.
"Get the fuck out of my house,
He,
dude."
he was strong as shit.
Yeah,
Like-
deceivingly, dude.
He had some like, I'm not gonna say retard strength, but like, he had
The button.
some.
Old man straight. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to like
The
such shit.
button,
Yeah, we'll
dude.
go old man
The button
strength.
dog, dude.
Maybe it
Don't
was a
look
little.
at
Maybe it
yourself.
was like doubled down. It was like, I mean, no, like, you know, like it was like you felt his power sometimes. Like when he arm wrestled people, he was undefeated, dog.
Yeah.
He was very, very, very. I felt his power a couple times, and I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
motherfucker's like half chimpanzee or some shit.
Fucking
No, I'm
just-
serious. He had like just bullshit. We're a wiry kind of frame, and sometimes
He was lengthy, dude.
Yeah, sometimes
He was
those
Dawson, dude.
motherfuckers-
Yeah, he was. He was. I was long with him.
Dude, he was strong as shit, and I bet you
He would've fucked that dude up.
he could have caught that refrigerator. If it was like
Yeah,
coming
dude.
in, like,
I'm just like, fuck. And that dude
I remember
fucking
that.
threw it. It was like a baseball pitch, dude.
Dude,
He, like,
I remember
fucking
that. I
threw it.
remember, and
He just fucking
everyone
caught
was
it,
just
dude.
like,
Ooh. And you could just hear the games like
and then he's just
the
like, get the
ambient
fuck out. And like, I remember Black Lightning just being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was like, we were all looking at each other like, ooh.
Dude,
That was-
I'm like, dude, this is why you don't fucking drink that much,
No,
dude.
seriously.
Like, this is fucking
Well,
wild.
that's a.
Because the guy got drunk. Was it his son's friend or
No,
was
it was a friend
a
of
wife's friend?
his wife's, like, yeah, something like that.
Who
Yeah,
fell down the stairs?
his his wife's friend, the roommate.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, she fell down the stairs, dude.
Yeah.
It was like gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like boom.
Everyone was drinking.
It was a Homer Simpson fall. Yeah,
it was
it
bad,
Your
dude.
fucking neck, dude.
Yeah, it was a fucking Looney Tunes fall, dude.
Fuck,
Like
bro.
every bad thing that could have happened when she fell.
Dude.
just like
Can't
that,
break your
just
neck
like that
with-
story
Fuck
with
yeah,
like
bro.
Oscar's like uncle
Breaking
or
the
something.
table, dude.
Like the one table. What was that podcast? Like 3 or something, dude.
That's a true story, too.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
That story is
Sometimes
fucking
I'm not
problematic.
gonna lie. Sometimes
Yeah, I listen to the podcast.
I'll make a fucking. I'll make a funny if I feel like, but that is 100%.
I
real.
made a funny.
And he was just like, all I wanted to do was go to bed, and I was like, oh, let me
Kiss me goodnight.
Just sitting in this room, and I'm covered in fucking beer because he fell on the
Oh,
table
yeah.
and shit, and the laptop was like, it got
Sizzling
fucking
and
ruined
shit, dude. Yeah.
because it. I mean, it was just, it was chaos. I was like, this is what like a fucking average night is around here, Oscar. Like, we need to like never come here again. But you know, fun. My family's no fucking
Yeah, walk in the
picnic
park,
either.
dude.
Yeah, just like fucking all kinds of.
Fun.
Yeah, exactly right.
Fuck, dude.
No,
God damn.
everyone's family has their own shit, dude. You know, like,
God damn.
even at my house, dude. Like, I'd have a friend come over, and like my dad was just that strict dad. Like, he'd like walk past him, he'd be like, "You shake my fucking hand when you walk in my house." Like, holy shit, dude. You're like, sorry about that. Yeah, you know, yeah, like, sorry guys. Like, you know, people have their own things, man. So it's like you walk into someone's house, bro. You're walking into their life, dog. You're like,
That's
seeing
true.
what it's about,
Didn't your
dude.
guys' like family home get like stolen from you?
Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like some bullshit. With,
That happened
like,
to a lot of people.
Yeah.
In this area at that time.
Yep.
I know someone else that
Yeah.
it happened to.
Yeah,
and it was weird that they were also Asian.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were like
I
targeting
think,
that
they,
or something.
he probably did get targeted.
Dude, this was like a big scandal, and like, was there any
was Wells Fargo.
reparations for this at all?
Yeah, we got all the money back from the house.
That's so
but,
good.
but my parents moved to a different house, a cheaper house. So we ended up with my family ended up with more money than.
That's
I
bad.
don't know, you know,
That's
sometimes-
But they
bad,
moved
dude.
to Temecula though.
But to
so, like,
upend you and
Yeah.
just throw
It-
everything fucking sideways. it's
Yeah,
fucked up.
to be honest, I don't want to get into the specifics of it, but that fucking turned my life around, dude. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was like
Fuck yeah.
it wasn't like the worst thing that could possibly happen to you, but like it was pretty bad,
Close,
dude.
dude.
It
That's
it
very
sucks.
close.
The other person I know that it happened to,
Mhm.
it fucked up their whole family.
Damn, dude.
It
See, like
fucked
that
their whole
sucks.
family's life up.
Yeah, that's why I'm still fortunate
Like,
that.
their parents divorced, like
Damn,
bad
dog.
shit happened because of that. Like, it was a big time fucking shit.
You mess with people's lives like that. That's your
And
home.
I
dude, you
remember
know?
I remember hearing them talk about it, and then I remember you telling me like the same shit, and I was like, dude, what the fuck
Yeah,
is going on?
And like there was a period where like we were still showing up to like I wasn't very vocal about it at the time because
Definitely.
it was still pretty like shocking to me. But
it's
like
a crazy thing.
yeah, and like on Wednesdays like
what even happened?
and,
Like,
like,
what the fuck?
on when like we were living like it took like a year for us
Everything
to get everything resolved, and then
Definitely.
during that year we were living at my uncle's place, which was down like in Imperial Beach, like way down south.
Holy shit.
And like every Wednesday I would still come out to Vincent's place because like I would still want to like hang out with you
Definitely,
guys.
dude.
But
You
like
love the external-
yeah, but like right after Vincent's place I would crash at Richard's place like for
Okay.
that whole year. But like I wasn't really telling anybody. But then like
wow.
That's a far
Yeah.
drive too, dude.
yeah,
You know.
But like, dude, we even pre-COVID, we were making that drive like all the time from
Oh,
TTF.
shit. Do you remember that one 4th of July that we went out for Richard's birthday and I brought all those fireworks
Yeah,
back from
that
Texas?
was fun, dude.
That was so sick, dog.
That was a lot of fun.
Did we ever talk about that on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Briefly for one of them, I think for Vincent's.
Dude, that
Yeah,
shit
I
was
listened.
sick.
That's legit. Yeah, Jason knows,
Oh,
dude.
my
Like,
God, yeah.
I just remember that girl drove by and she's like, "You sons of bitches!"
Yeah.
She's like, "My dog, fucking!" I just
Yeah.
like lit a Roman candle and started blasting her car. She's like, "Fuck!" I was like, "Dumb bitch, get the fuck out of here!"
Because like the thing is, like we weren't even really doing anything.
There was like
we were
veterans
just
like
running
shooting
around, dude.
themselves. I'm sorry, I just don't think that
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I don't think that this shit is real. People make such a big deal about a couple fireworks going off every single year, and it just like trauma. Like maybe they'll like Twitter on people like they're like doing these like performance flops. They're like, oh, like I just heard another one. Like they're just snapping their dog's neck and like, look, my dog's dead. They're like,
You're like
a
killing your
firework,
whole family.
dude.
There's
Yeah,
a fucking nuke
it's-
coming, boys. Like, I gotta kill us.
Bring the whole SWAT team.
We're
Like,
gonna
we
go
gotta-
see.
it's the most ridiculous shit because like Every night at my house, there's fucking fireworks. I'm not doing it. Like, people around us, it's just fucking, it's insane.
Dude, here
or
there's
just
like,
gunshots. People are just putting balls on the side of the mountain, just going.
even over here, it sounds like a gunshot, but it's just such a loud bang. Every like,
Is it a backfire from a
it
car?
could be. I have no idea, but
It kind of sounds like a gun.
it's like every 3 weeks, something like a loud fucking noise will just happen over here. We'll just be watching TV and it's just like, boom! We're like, what the fuck was that? And I always think someone's crashing in this front gate. Because we're right by the gate, dude. I'm like, dude, one day someone's just going to crash in that fucking gate and kill us both, dude. Like,
Damn.
we're so close to the road. Like, I don't know.
We had a house. I don't know if you remember that. Remember the land?
By school?
The little 4 acres by
Yeah,
Rick we used to
dude.
have. There were so many drunk drivers just wreck there. And no one, I mean, it must have happened like 50 times. And we lived there for like 2 years. I was like, what is going on? And one time there was like a little transformer and someone ran to that and like knocked the power out. Like, it was like, we're just like, dog,
Holy shit, dude.
what the fuck? There's some guy running down the street. We're like, come on.
Everything's dark.
What the fuck is going on, dude? Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, it's just certain areas, bro. It's like, you gotta drunk drive somewhere, right? Like, I don't know. It's like, that's the road, dude.
This just happens to be the road where the drunk driver is, dude.
There's, at least, like, there's not too many people around.
It was a
You're
pretty
like,
quiet little neighborhood, so people were just
like,
like,
I can make
Oh,
it.
now they have no power, dude.
let's go cruising, fool. He's like, let's go. They're all like, just driving, and then they're just fucking, we gotta go.
One of my coworkers just told me the best story of like someone he worked with at a pizza place. We were talking about, I was watching Intervention, and there was a guy doing the Sentry Duster, and his mom's just like, he's like taking care of his daughter, and he's like this nice guy, and he's like, but when he's on that Sentry Duster, he's a devil. And it's like him in his room, and he's just like, I will kill everyone. It was like the funniest shit. I was laughing so hard. And I showed that guy at work, and he's like, dude, he's like, I worked with the guy once. He was so out of control, and he's like jokingly, we were going home on lunch, and he lived by me, and I was like, race you home, dude. And he just guns it, and he's like tail-to-tail fucking traffic and shit, and he's like, this guy's weaving in and out of people and shit, like trying to get to the fast lane, and like, he sees him just fucking boom, 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 just like crashing into a bunch of people and shit. He had fucking huffed Sentry Duster on the drive home, and like just knocked out and shit. Got fucking like $10,000 more than the car was worth, and like bought a brand new car. Like everything worked out for him. I was like, what?
He's like, go ahead. He's like, go ahead. Check out the interior. He opens it. It's just full of Sentry Dusters.
I was like, God damn it, dude. I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever
He's
heard.
like, check this out. He's like on the street, really like flips this thing up. And he goes, and he's like,
Nos, and just like Sentry Duster into his mouth. He's like, you want to see a cool chick? You're like, yeah. He's like driving. He's just like,
dude, I remember.
oh shit.
I remember my brother did that shit one time, and I was so fucking mad because, like, you know, you hear the stories about like the statistics insane. It's like, I mean, I might be throwing this out. It was like 18% of people doing it for the first time die.
Holy shit.
It's like some ridiculous number, but once you figure out, like, oh, you just you do a little, but some people don't know, so they just
hit
go
it.
like,
It'll collapse your lungs and
and
shit,
then it'll just
dude.
kill you.
Yeah.
And like, I've heard that before, and then Riley showed up with these like just goons. I was like, what? And I was playing fucking, I was playing World of Warcraft or Counter Strike or something, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Riley's like, nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm like, why are you so sketch? And they're like, this guy opened up his backpack and they pulled this shit. I was like, fuck no. I was like, don't do that shit. I was like, that shit's dangerous as fuck, man. I'm like, haven't you heard the statistic? Like, I took hell 4 times. I'm like, true story. I did. I took hell 4 times. It's sad, but you know they say about fucking. You're like, this is a bit. I always say this because every time someone talks about an STD, I always have like all this like detailed knowledge about it, and they're like, why do you know so much about STDs? I'm like, I took hell 4 times, and they're like, why did you take hell 4 times? I was like, well,
To never sexually harass a woman again.
I was like, well, you know, I always tell people that
That's what I mean.
I'm working on this bit too. I was like, I always tell people that it was because I just didn't pay attention in school, but to be honest, like, that's a freshman's class. No, I'm just kidding. There's always freshmen. And
Oh, damn it, dude.
it's like you're just hedging your bet. You're like a senior in health class, and the girl's all like, I don't know any of this stuff.
You're like, I could show you. You want to hang out after school? She's like,
why do they call it the clap? It's like, because back in the day, they used to put their penis between two boards and smash it to try and like ease the burning pain. She's like, oh my god, that shit's hot. I'm like, yeah, no. But no, I mean, come on. What are you doing?
but back to the Century Duster. back to the Century Duster. I want to huff some. No, just kidding. Remember we used to we would put it upside down, we would spray it in a water bottle, put our fingers in it, and then the pressure would build up so much it would just be like, boom, and like blow off and shit.
Oh yeah.
Imagine putting that shit in your lungs, dude.
You don't do it upside down.
I know, but even still, it's like, that shit's still in there. It's not like it's not.
But it's the gas from that. It's not literal liquid nitrogen or where the fuck they put it.
Well, yeah, but it's like, I just don't trust that shit. You burn my fucking finger, bro. Like, I'm not
remember we do it a lot, and then we'd get this frostbite.
Dude, it was incredible.
It turned purple, and it would stay like that for days.
That same guy made me laugh because he's like,
it's so cold.
Yeah.
You'd put liquid, and it'd go, and then you put it on your finger, and you turn it upside down.
It would literally burn.
It would start bubbling on your skin because the temperature of the like 98 degrees of your body would just make that shit like boil, and then it would burn the fucker, and it'd create all this gas, and then you'd go.
Like Predator, dude.
No, like RoboCop.
it would just go. It would fuck someone up too if you weren't careful.
Oh, dude, if you got hit in the face with one, it was like someone throwing it at full speed, dude. I mean, granted, it was just some empty water bottle, but with like Bezos style rocket, fucking, you know what I mean? It was just like
there's like science behind it and shit. It was like,
it was like the people. Some people would get like Sentry Duster, and some people would get like the dust off. And then this one's 10% faster. Like, yeah,
but he was talking about this girl that did the same thing. She was huffing Sentry Duster, but the way that she would do it was like a genius way where she'd like turn it upside down, spray certain things so the gas would come out only, and then she'd like create this whole hose and like mechanism where she'd just be huffing the natural fucking gas and shit. And he was like, that is some next level shit. Like, he was like, people are just huffing that shit. This bitch is like spraying it in other tubes and like creating all this shit. I was like,
just like a mad scientist.
Yeah, I was like, that's incredible actually, dude. Wonder what she's up to now, dude. Like, holy fuck, man.
How long ago was that filmed, do you think?
Ah, fuck, dude. The intervention one?
Yeah.
Fucking a long
that show
time ago.
like,
That's an old show now.
Yeah,
six,
we were like in high school, yeah.
God, dude.
05.
And it was crazy because we had Sentry Duster all around us. Like, I'm just like, what the
They
fuck?
still, you need to have an ID to buy it.
That's
because
real,
they know
dude.
kids are just retarded and like will do that shit. It's such a dumb.
Dude.
Kids are stupid.
Well, you find out weird. Like, my brother found out about huffing when he was working at Merley, the concrete pumping company.
Uh-huh.
You just have to use some chemicals to clean out the concrete and the fucking tubes. He said he would just be spraying it in there and just hear EDM just. He was just like, oh fucking shit, dude. Like, he's like, damn, that shit made me feel good, dog. Like, yeah, he just like started huffing through that shit. I think it was ether that they were huffing, dude. I was like, you guys are out of your fucking minds, dude. Like that.
God damn, ether's hardcore.
Yeah, no, dude, it's fucking crazy, dude. He was like, the first time it happened to him, he was like, I freaked the fuck out. Like, I didn't.
That shit.
That's
You can
no
do
joke,
everything
dog.
with that.
Yeah, it's just no joke, bro.
I know. We use it for everything at the ranch.
Well, it's like, now you got a new use for it, dog. Yeah.
No, just start shit in the morning.
You just see him just like,
I never thought of it like that. No, we got pretty smart with like. We've like modded like those ether. We like our like starter fluid or ether, whatever. We'll like mod the cans to like. We like weld on like little air, like tire air things, and just fill it up with air to have like a compressed air can.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's pretty.
This
sick,
is like
dude. Next
when you
level
got
shit,
nothing
dude.
but time shit. You know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna try my fucking solder weld like technique out. You just fuck around, then you get it going, and you just like put like 120 pounds in this little can. You go, but it's just air.
That's crazy, dude.
It's kind of cool.
That's pretty fucking sick.
it's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
It's kinda cool.
We built a lot of cool shit before, just for fun. Just for funsies.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But welding's fucking. At least that's just like soldering, kind of. It's like glorified soldering. It's not really welding. welding, like arc welding, dude, that shit's fun too. But
Shit fucks you up though.
I don't know. I swear I'm gonna die. I like breathe in. Like, I don't think they don't tell you need to wear like a mask or anything. But I'll be doing like galvanized shit, and I just get.
Did you wear the fucking goggles and shit?
God. Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say,
I can't look at it directly.
well, how do you breathe? Because do you not have the face mask one? Because when I would be
Like
welding in school, yeah, it was like a face mask that you
it's a
put
face
down.
mask, but it's not like you don't smell the fucking smoke. Like,
I guess, but you're not
You
really
didn't
breathing
smell
it in that much, though.
dude, when you have like COVID, like, what are you talking about? Like, it's in the air.
Yeah, I know, but there's something blocking your mouth hole, bro.
Yeah, but it's just a fucking shield that comes down. It's not gonna protect.
Yeah, I guess.
What?
I guess. I don't know.
There was another argument that me and Watts got into was day one of the pandemic, was COVID like an airborne thing, or was it like projectile, like it gets on a surface and that's how you touch another surface? And
Yeah,
touch
I guess so.
Well, he was like, it's not airborne, and I'm glad that the record will show that I was actually right about that too. Watts is 0-2 against these fucking. I mean, well, he can still be right about his pop thing. I don't think he is, but whatever.
What was the pot thing?
We talked about it
That
earlier.
only
It was like,
pussies have mental breakdowns.
Oh, I thought that was on mushrooms, though.
Oh no, it was.
Dude,
was
I
talking
remember
about
that day. It was a
something
WNV, dude. Me and Vince were like so like.
You guys
dude,
were fed up.
Yeah, we were like, can you guys both shut up, dude? like we were like, dude, this is like the one day of the week where a little bit more, maybe two. Like, dude, this is. We all just got off work, dude. We all have to work tomorrow. Can you guys just like be quiet while we all try to hang out, dude?
We all have to go
I'm
to
like,
work
dude,
with you
can
guys tomorrow and hear this
Yeah,
already.
Yeah,
No,
both of you, dude. I was like, fuck both of you, dude. Jesus, man.
Hey,
It was funny looking back at it though.
I'm just not agreeable personality, dude.
I
Just-
guess so, bro.
Just bring Watts on the podcast.
Yeah, bro. Then you guys can hash it
You can
out.
debate it out.
That'd be sick. He'd be a sick guest though, dude.
He would be a sick
He'd be a
guest.
sick guest, dude. Anybody would be nice.
All I'm gonna say is I welded in high school, and I don't think I was dying from the fumes at all, dude. Bro.
Anyways, like all your guys' guest episodes, I've really
Whatever.
liked. Dude. Like,
Well, I guess maybe I wasn't doing arc welding then.
damn, dude. If you guys,
What were you doing,
You guys
TIG,
just want to keep talking
MIG?
about this, dude?
It was. Well, I was running it. I was
Was
welding
there
it.
smoke?
There was smoke.
Okay, so when you do it for like a whole day and you get facefuls of smoke, you could smell it, right? You could smell it.
I mean, a little bit, I guess.
Okay, so
Through the mask.
when I'm doing regular metal, it's not a mask. It's a fucking face shield.
Okay, a face mask.
It's all over. You're in the shit. Plus, we're in like a little trailer, like a little box.
I guess that. Yeah.
You know,
that
I'm
makes
not
sense.
in a fucking shop where like fans.
Yeah,
are
yeah, that's
like,
true. That is true.
Or you're underneath something, or you know,
You're like in a
doing-
horse trailer, like fucking.
Yeah, we're trying to
dying
like
and shit.
weld the fucking frame back up underneath the horse. Like, you know, so there's these moments where you're, especially with galvanized or the wind's blowing towards you if we are outside, with galvanized shit, I've noticed that if you get a couple fucking whiffs of that shit, it will make your head just start like tearing apart. And I swear it's like,
That's
the
crazy.
fact that the smoke smells so much different and the fact that it's way more smoky too, it seems like it's way more smoky. It just, I don't know, I never looked into it, but I have a hunch that it's like at least several orders of magnitude more toxic to breathe in than a regular, you know,
fire smoke
pipe.
or something, or like.
Or a regular welding smoke.
Okay.
But that galvanized shit, because it even comes a different color, it like changes color, it's weird.
That's fucking
And
crazy.
it's different. You can tell. It's just different. It's just a different thing. But I'm
The
sure.
only thing that
I'm sure
I got-
Jason's just riveted by this.
The
fucking-
only thing that fucked me up was the fucking sparks, dude. Like
You know, the sparks will get you too.
that would fucking burn the shit out of me, dude. I was like dying of that.
I've ruined
dude.
more shirts with that shit.
Oh fuck, bro.
Because
I'd be at school. I have to go to class the next
well, there'd be a
week.
jacket.
Just
there'd be a-
burn fucking
like,
shirt.
There'd be a
shit.
jacket we were supposed to wear. It was like made out of like fucking rawhide.
okay,
but then
okay.
it's like, do I want to wear this just smuggy, hot, sweaty jacket in the sun, or just get melted like all day? It's better to get burned. And I'd wear gloves, but that
Oh, for
carry,
sure,
you know.
for sure.
And then,
Gives you some protection.
you know,
for sure.
you might get little.
I made
Or they land behind your back or some shit. That's always fun.
I made a fucking grind rail, dude.
Did you?
Yeah, in middle school. I was in 7th grade, I think, and I fucking rode it home on my bicycle, dude. It's like, because you didn't think about it then. You're like, I'm gonna make this grind rail and then take it home. And then I like finished it, and I was like, how the fuck am I gonna get this home, dude? Homie,
RX, bro.
yeah, homie put it on his shoulder and rode in front of me, and I put it on my shoulder.
That's
rode
tight,
back,
dude.
and we just rode it.
That must have looked so funny.
Oh, it
like,
was
from-
fucking so hard, too. It took so long, dude.
Fuck,
Just
dude.
digging in. You skate?
Yeah.
You still skate?
Every now and then, but not like.
How
crazy.
good were you?
It was okay.
It was fun though. Right?
Yeah, it was really fun, dude.
That's another thing, though. It's like, do it because it's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Just
what
like
I
we were
mean?
saying before, Soul Skaters, dude.
Yeah, you just gotta do stuff.
Gotta do
like,
something for
'cause it's
fun, dude. And that's why. That's probably
What's
why.
like the sickest trick you could pull off?
I think right when I quit, I was just learning hard flips, like on
That's
flat.
pretty sick, actually.
And like for me, that was really hard because like for me, like learning how to tray flip, it took me a really long time. Like I had the flip down for forever, but I can't gauge the time now. But like I could just never fucking land on it.
Yeah.
But then after a while, I got
You'll catch up.
pretty used to like doing tray flips, and then hard flips was like I guess what was next. But
I never got those ones down, dude. Those
But
were
you
so
could like
fucking
kick
hard.
flip and heel flip and like
yeah.
that's like the
Yeah,
main staples.
I've always loved skating flat though, like
No,
like,
flat line-
like stairs and like shit I never really could do because like to be honest I was kind of a pussy when it came to like
know what,
fucking
though?
doing huge stairs and shit.
Taking dives.
That's
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
though. That's okay,
Yeah.
because...
Like nowadays that's accepted, but like when we were kids it was just like, dude, you could only do like fucking 4 stairs, dude. What kind of pussy shit is that, dude? Like,
Well,
like you know what I'm talking about. Like you were
mad,
really
dude. People
Correct.
then like wanted to die, dude. They were just
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
That's
Like
true.
doing the craziest grinds down rails and shit, and be like, dude, I didn't smack my head, dude. You're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
dude.
wanted to die."
I remember,
That's probably why I quit. I'm like, dude, this isn't fun anymore,
I
dude.
felt-
I'm like, dude, this is just fucking scary now.
dude, I saw this video, and I usually don't comment on shit on Facebook, and I almost did. I did.
I see so many comments
But I-
from him like
No.
daily on random
no,
shit.
no.
dude.
I almost did. It was this guy, and it's like, this is
The
how
one Crockett posted of the guy lifting it.
I showed
I
Oscar
saw it.
that, and she's like, "What is this?"
He just
I'm
kept
like,
going, dude. The guy kept. Well, for you,
projectile vomiting while he
Yeah.
was doing like picking
He
up.
was
like,
lifting, dude.
He was like, no, was it deadlifting? And he does one, and then he does the second one, and at the end he goes and like pukes, and then they throw more plates on, and then he goes.
And
he
everyone's
does it one more
still
time.
laughing, dude.
Vomit is just shooting out of his mouth. He's like, ah, and then he does another one, and then you're like, okay,
And he's
done.
still doing
and then
it,
through the
dude.
plate, and then he does it again, and you're like, dude, this is awesome.
guy's
This
And
guy's
like,
God.
people are just watching him laughing, dude.
I'll show it to you in a minute.
Oh,
I'll show it to
that's
you.
so epic.
No,
Fucking
and-
funny, dude.
He almost does the last one here. He does it
All
like
right, go back to what you commented on. Sorry.
It was this this like a girl trying to ollie off of this like platform, and then the dad was like
He's catching
her.
I saw that.
And he does it, catches it, does it, catches it, does it, catches it, and then finally lands it, and then they're all fucking stoked. Yeah. And all the comments were like, I like this. There's always these white women, dude. I'm not racist, but y'all need to shut the fuck up. It was these fucking white women going like, this is cute, but I'd like to see some pads and helmet on your fucking... I was like, and there was the overwhelming... I mean, I saw one, and I was like, I gotta just play this out. It was like every other comment was some fucking white chick saying the same goddamn thing. Oh, you need a helmet on the kid, and pads or knee pads. It's important to also teach them safety and all this shit. I'm like, dude, can you guys just shut the fuck up?
Those are all the Karens that go to those skates.
Dude, can you realize that, like, if you're a skater and you are skating some shit like that, and you got pads and wrist guards and helmet on, like, people will beat you up for that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, when I was about to comment, like, when I was a kid, you get your ass kicked for fucking wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a new kid now.
No, don't get me wrong. If you're doing vert or something
Yes.
crazy,
Yeah.
you should wear knee pads and
And a helmet.
elbow pads and helmet, probably. I mean, you can be a fucking
Tony Hawk still
You
wears
can be
that
a
shit,
Billy
right?
badass motherfucker, but they're not doing the shit that Tony Hawk's doing. He's
Yeah.
like, you better work, goddamn.
Yeah, for
You
vert,
fucking
dude.
yeah. You take a hard shot, you're gonna fucking eat shit. But just like doing a you know, as high as that
Yeah.
yoga roller platform or whatever, just alling off it, like, you don't need a goddamn helmet. Are you fucking...
I mean, you can make the argument
You gotta
that
be so klutzy.
you can,
like,
yeah.
you can make the argument that you land, because there's novice people that don't know how to land on a skateboard. So when they do something and they land on it and then they just shoot out and fucking smack their head, you can fuck yourself up doing that.
It's possible.
So you can make an argument like, yeah, it's it's something to use, but you get to a point where you just become proficient. I don't know.
I just
you know
don't.
what I
I
mean?
mean,
Like,
the thing is that like,
Knowing how to fall. Too,
yeah, that's another thing. That's
yeah,
you're
you're teaching them how not to fall. You're teaching them. Hey, wear a helmet because if you fall, you might hit your head. It's like, or learn to fall so that when you fucking eat shit, you don't break your.
You tumble forward and roll on your back.
Or if you fall on your butt, always do it with your head fucking up. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. You know what I mean? Don't fucking.
Yeah,
like,
just
you know,
or just fall. And just break both your fucking
dude,
arms.
Yeah, so many people break their wrists and elbows just from trying to.
So
like,
sick the other day. It was so funny.
Was it the Clifford incident? Did somebody beat you up?
No.
Okay.
That guy was fucking huge.
Okay.
You guys wouldn't be joking. That'd be fun. You wouldn't be making beat up jokes. This
Bigger
guy
than
was,
the actual dog?
Huh? No. He was Jack Dog. It was. Yeah. TRT dude. What was I gonna say?
He got fucked up the other day.
I fell. We were working on this road. So like there's 2 pastures on the ranch and like they're like this, like different levels. And then there's like the other side of the fence that isn't ours. There's a road from like right here that just goes to get to the higher level. But on our side of the fence, you have to drive like 30 minutes around to get there. So we called the guy up and we're like, hey, you mind if we like fix that road that goes through your property? Because it hasn't been maintained in like a million years. Like, can we fix it so that we can like, and can we drive on it? And he's like, well, he was being a douchebag. And then finally he's like, okay, fine. So we did it, and it was like real steep. I mean, this is like, dude, like initial D shit, but it's like obviously dirt only, and it's only a quad can make it up there. Maybe like one of those little ATV type or like 4-seater ATV type things. I don't think maybe a Jeep, a small truck. Whatever. Dude, I'm sitting there and I'm standing on this sick incline. It's all washed out from water and shit. And I stepped on this rock and like my left foot like went this way. So I kind of crossed my legs and I was like doomed. And I put my hand down and it fucked my wrist up. And I fell and I ate shit and I look over and everyone's just watching me like, I'm like rolling in these rocks. I'm like, and I get up. I'm like, fuck, my wrist is fucked up. And everyone's just laughing at me and shit. I'm like, dude, this is fucked. Like,
That's the best part. The people laughing at you.
You have to have that.
Dude,
though.
I was so pissed off.
It almost makes you
like,
feel better a little bit, dude.
I was like, how the fuck did it? It's weird. Like, I stepped and it made my leg go this way. And I was like,
Did your shoulder go into your neck?
No,
I hate that one.
Dude,
bro.
it fucking.
Where you just land on your arm and then your shoulder just fucking.
You know, I've never broken a wrist like that, though.
Neither have I.
You know, people snowboard and they fall backwards and they always break their wrist. That's how everyone I've ever known that broke their wrist.
I broke my wrist in a weird way. There was a curb and some guy was like laying on his back and like launching us with his feet in the air. And I like flew onto this fucking curb and just snapped my wrist right there.
Oh.
Yeah, it fucked me
You
up.
didn't
so
like
bad.
body weight land on it?
It just literally landed on this thing and slammed so hard, and instantly I knew it was broken because I couldn't move my arm.
Oh my god.
I was like, I was like freaking the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, I've never broken anything in my life, dude.
Only broke my hand.
That's a shitty one though, too.
Yeah, it was gay.
It is gay.
It was pretty gay. What do you want to what do you want to talk about, Jason? You got the stage.
What? Dude, ask me a question,
anything
dude.
you want to fucking bring up? That is, who is your biggest rival in 4? Yeah.
Biggest rival, dude. Towards the end, I would say Audric because because there used to be a time where I would beat him like so easily, dude.
Yeah.
And then I think like for a lot of us there was that time, but then like I always like said this at the time, but like
He was grinding hardcore,
progressed
bro.
so fast.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of Javi, dude. Like he progressed so fast.
That's cool,
Like,
though.
and
He came in kind of LDL era too. It was like it was after salt mines, so it was around that LDL time, and he just wanted to get good. He was also starting jiu-jitsu at that time too, which is crazy. He just starting it.
That's cool though, dude.
He was a wrestler in high school and he was all about it, and now he's like fucking. He's pretty good at Street Fighter 4, man. I will say, the last couple times we played before the other night, when he came over, when I had a little kickback, I actually fucked him up, and I was super excited about it because the last times before that, we play on Mondays at David's thing at that like weird like Chinese gang hideout that they like have a front as like a
That's pretty
land center. You know that place?
The Mahjong parlor or what?
It's weird.
I don't think I ever went there, but I.
You never went there?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
That place was actually
Well,
kind of sick.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just joking about it being like a triad fucking like money laundering place, which I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But I mean,
I would also say Sean, because like when Sean got good, like there were some times where like I could beat him, but like dude, I just like how you said, like whenever you would play me, you had to pull everything out in order to like beat me, and like I felt that way about playing against Sean, and like we'll joke all the time, but like, oh, Sean sucks, blah blah blah, soccer is bullshit.
you got
but
really
like
good
dude,
at that point.
like I had to dig so deep to find a way to beat him, dude, and
Yeah.
like those few times in like in a 2 out of 3 where I did, like it was so satisfying.
Oh no, for sure, dude.
he knew
Yeah.
too. He knew that like Sakura was kind of. Cause he'd be like, "What are you talking?" I'd be like, "Man, fucking Sakura." And he'd just be like, "What do you mean, Guile fucks her up in this?" And I'd be like, "Really? Like, you think so?" And he's like, "No, she's bullshit." I was like, I know, you know, I know, we all know."
Yeah, I had a lot of memorable matches with Sean, but like, since we're on the topic of memorable matches, dude, like there was one fucking Temecula tournament, the one that Blaze would throw,
Oh,
and
God.
and like nobody went to this tournament except for me, Sean, and Richard. Like out of us,
Really?
yeah, because like everyone else was like busy or like burnt out at the time.
I think
or
I went
working.
one time and bought like a Venom comic and then like.
But like at this turn, it was like towards the end of Street Fighter 4, and like there was, I don't know, dude, there was just something different about me that day. I just woke up and I just felt confident, dude. And then
Yeah.
like then I met with Richard at winners semis, and then it was like Sean and I think JD on the other side
Yeah,
of winners semis, and then like I play Richard, winner would go into winners finals, and then I beat Richard, dude. That was the first time I've ever beat Richard in a 2 out of 3, and like he wasn't using
First time?
Yeah, and like he wasn't using Sagat, he wasn't using fucking Adon, like he was.
Let's be
he
honest
picked
though.
shit.
Let's be
And-
honest. Even if you were to beat one of his fucking troll, dude, he's
good.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be stupid at all by saying this. He had a couple characters that might have been like top 5 in the U.S.
Yeah, I agree with that, dude.
A couple characters.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like his Adon was very good.
His Adon was better than some
His-
people who mained Adon.
Yes,
dude.
yes.
His Yang was
Yes,
better than
yes,
some guys who
yes.
mained
yeah.
Yang.
His Goken was super godlike. Now,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Like his Cody, trash.
Yeah.
I could fucking mop his Cody up fucking with my alts like all down. Just kidding. I know you're watching this shit. I'm down to like do something. If you want a money match or something, I'll fucking play.
Alts
you.
only, bro.
You don't catch me fucking Tekken. Yeah.
But yeah, that match was just so memorable for me. Like I still remember like the details of it, dude. Like he won the first game, I won the second game. It's 1-1, and then it was when that third game started, I won the first round, and then like this shouldn't happen to anybody, but like as soon as I won that first round of the third game, it popped in my head like this might be it, dude. I might fucking beat him. I might be in winners finals.
so
like,
cool,
and
though.
Richard isn't in winners finals. It might be me in there instead. We all know as soon as that thought is in your mind, it gets
cancer,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. So that round I got fucking perfected in like 6 seconds. So now we're down to the last round in the
Holy
third game,
shit.
and this one, like things happen. Like we're down to the end
You
of the
just
match.
took a round off, bro.
Yeah,
And then you came back, right?
I'm at pixels, right?
Fuck.
I'm at pixels at this last round. Richard has about like 10-15% left, and then like I have him cornered, and like he's sitting there blocking. And it's Chun Bison. I walked up, did crouch short, all blocked. So I walk up, and then grab him. He techs it. I do it again, trying to sneak in that grab, and then
Walk up and grab again?
Yeah, and then he teched it again.
Oh my god.
And then I hit low short again, both blocked. I walked up,
Just crouch
and then I did
here.
crouch short again, and then those hit
EX.
EX legs, and then I
Double.
ultra'd, and then I
Were you
beat
using
him.
Ultra 1 or Ultra 2?
Ultra 2. You have to pick Ultra 2 against a non-fireball character, unless it's Vega.
Unless you're Asian.
Yeah.
Like from
sure.
Asia, not
sure.
American.
Yeah, okay.
You know, we always talk about this. We always joke about Japanese players always pick Ultra 1. even
Yeah,
if
I
they-
remember that.
We
yeah.
always joke about this.
But yeah, and then I beat him, and then I was just like wow, dude, like I fucking did it, dude.
That's
You
so legit,
conditioned
though,
him,
dude.
bro.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
never gonna do anything other than walk up and throw you.
But I met him
And then
again
you
in
just-
losers finals, and then he beat me. And they're like, but nobody's keeping track of that.
No, but you.
We're
hold
gonna
that-
edit that out.
You hold that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you
dude.
shouldn't have said that. You should.
He probably doesn't even remember that, but like I remember. I
So you went to
remember.
winners finals and lost to.
I barely lost to Sean.
If you would have won that, dude,
Yeah.
how sick would that have been? You would have had to beat him again anyways to win the whole thing. But.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that the three of us got top 3, and we held the tournament because we were so late because of Richard. And I'm just like, dude, I feel so bad that we held up this tournament for like 20 minutes, and then we come and fuck everyone up,
Yeah,
and then just
like,
get top 3, then left, dude.
steal the tournament,
I'm just like,
like-
fuck,
I
dude.
used to love
I'm
one of
like,
those
dude, that was
tournaments.
Richard's fault. Don't blame all of us,
Yeah,
dude.
He's
he had to
always
make us
late,
milk
dude.
tea, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, you went to Starbucks? He's like, no, I just put my drink in this fucking can. I mean, he's serious. He actually does. He like keeps a Starbucks cup to make it look like he
went
was
to
going to
Starbucks.
school or like work or something. You're just like, wait, what? I can't. If anyone knows, dude, you know. If you know, you know. I'm not. There's been a lot
Such
of
a woman,
Dude,
dude.
there's been so good. I've been just lacing this podcast with like deep, intricate inside jokes because we're here with the fucking guy who's like spearheaded the like investigation about.
You like go back and watch. There's like Rico saying like Epstein killed himself. What the fuck?
There's a bigger conspiracy in San Diego that will never be answered. Good times. Yeah, matches, man.
A lot of memorable times, dude.
Did you ever beat someone who like was like a hot shot that you fucked up like at a thing?
There was the guy from Mexico, Koopa.
Oh, you-
Yeah. Supposedly he's a legend, and like everyone like, well, like I shouldn't say supposedly. He is a legend. He's a KOF legend. He's one of those guys like Jed or Watts or Richard or Toki, where they're just good at every fucking game they play.
Oh, I got you.
Like he's one of those guys, and Koopa was at the one PRK that I went to down in TJ, and then I beat him. Like first round, and then I'm not trying to brag or anything, but it was one of those like cases where like I beat him, and then like I was talking to people afterwards, and they were like, "Wait a second, you beat him? Like you beat Koopa?" And then I was like, "Yeah, the guy that played like Ibuki and like Iburi, yeah, I beat him. He's pretty good." And then everyone was like, "Whoa, dude, fuck." And then like I lost my 2 matches after that, and then everyone was probably just like, "Oh, he's just a fucking like guy from San Diego, dude." But
How quickly you rise and then how quickly
Yeah,
you join
dude.
down again, dude.
you know what, dude? A part of me says that like I should leave those parts of the story out, but I think it's fucking funny. Dude.
No, dude.
I think they're fucking funny.
That's what makes it real, though, dude.
And that's part of who I am as a player, dude. I'll put it out there. I don't care,
You know,
dude.
well,
Like,
Richard
that's part
always
of it,
said
dude.
that when even when you're not around, he'll like, you know, give you a lot of credit for being like
Really?
a smart
Hell
player.
yeah,
damn, dude.
He does, and he doesn't. He talks about Tong being like actually the best in fucking
Fundamentals, dude.
yeah, like neutral and whatnot. And then he talks about you being like super good. Like he doesn't. It's not a joke either. He's not fucking trolling. So
I had no idea he.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, and he also like says Oscar is like, no. I told dude, she watched that podcast. She was all like, no. Last night we were driving and like, you know, I'm
This
like,
is basically last week's episode.
yeah, we're in a hurry, and I'm like going 99 on the freeway to go watch this shitty movie, and Oscar's just like, well, is Blaze a TO? Because if Blaze is a TO, then I'm a fucking TO too. I was like, Oscar, like, calm down. She's all,
Oh,
Blaze
God,
had a comic
dude.
shop, though. Like,
no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
That wasn't. I thought.
No,
he
it
worked
was
there.
that random Mexican fools, and he like kicked him out of
Raul.
there. Yeah, Raul.
What?
Yeah.
He made it seem like that was his fucking place.
He
Yeah,
was-
it was all rolls.
What a fucking loser, dog. He was like, "You welcome to my home, dude." Like he was like being all loser and shit. Like,
I remember in the heyday of that era, like of us going down there all the time. I was working on this Photoshop of Blaze as one of the people in the lemon party picture for fucking.
How do you even remember the lemon
there was
party
a picture.
Because I don't remember that shit at all, dude.
There was a picture of Blaze like in the bathroom taking a picture, and you could see the room behind us.
Wearing a black shirt, right?
Yeah,
Is he,
and
yeah.
I was trying to shoot like the room back was like the scene from Lemon Party, and I did it for literally hours, and I could never make it work up to my standards, and I just looked at old men sucking each other's dicks for like 20 hours, and I was like, "There's got to be a point where I just
Enough's
I'm
enough,
like, I
dude.
gotta just stop."
Enough's
Like,
enough,
I was
dude.
like, I can't do this anymore.
Oh
Like,
god, dude.
but it was still a good idea, and it was a really good idea. I think it's on one of my computers still. Like, cause I like
You gotta bring it back.
It's
bro.
probably the one in the one in Vincent's room, dude.
No, it's not that one.
Dude.
It's not that one.
Oh, dude. Should we talk about that computer?
No, don't open Internet Explorer.
Yeah, that's always the joke, dude. That's always the joke, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jeremy always remotes in. He can remote into people's computers and like fix them for you. So he always remotes into my computer, and I'm like, bro, if you go anywhere near Internet Explorer, I'm gonna pull the fuck down. I always show him. He's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
You know, dude. What's in
He
the guile
knows,
folder,
dude.
dude?
Yeah,
The guile folder.
The guile sprite
Don't look at
folder.
the DBZ stuff, dude.
Oh, dude, that was
Don't
my
ever
favorite,
look in there,
dude. They were like have these CD-ROMs, and they were just like, or CD-RWs, and it's like DBZ, and like no one opened it up. It was just fucking porn, dude.
It's the best,
Back in the day
bro.
where you actually had to like have skills to like, you had to be like a skilled porn like connoisseur,
You gotta, like,
navigator.
You go to,
Yeah.
like, Kinko's and like print an actual exact disc like cover top. You know, like
It's like Metallica or
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
shit. It's like really like fucking just. Yeah, Jenna Jameson movies, because that's how old that era would have been of like sneaking around with discs of porn. It was like, yeah, this was like before Cytheria.
let's watch Mighty Ducks. You're like, not that Mighty Ducks, dude.
Like-
God.
The one with the nice label. Put that one in, dude.
It's like, where'd you get this at a swap meet or something? You're like, put that back. They're like, what's going on? It's like all printed, all janky.
my
and
God.
It's off center, dude. Like,
That's so good, dude.
the label's like all shitty looking. It's like you could tell it was just printed out like a. You ever buy movies from the swap meet and it's like
I never
DVD
did.
rips? Oh,
I heard
bro.
all your fucking.
Or it's like
stories,
some
though.
guy in a camera. Like,
Tyra Banks
I
show,
can't remember
dude.
what movie.
Do you remember
Yeah.
when we used to linger in the parking lots and we were lingering at Wendy's and some dude sold us movies?
Yeah.
He had like porn too. It was so cool. He's like, how old are you guys? We're like, under 18. He's like, you want to buy porn? We're like, fuck yeah, dog. Like, yeah, it was so funny, dude. People used to hustle like that, dude. You see that new movie on theaters? He's like, I got it fucking right here, dog. It's like all camera filmed and shit.
I
Like,
used to already
it's so
take my
cool.
old like porn magazines and like go to like private Christian schools and like throw them over the fence so like young boys would like see this like horrible thing for the first time.
dude, you're doing God's work, dude.
Yeah,
Like those kids want
they're
that
just
shit,
like
dude.
never thought of like putting their dick in like a girl's mouth before. They're just like, oh my god, like just rooting their whole fucking. It's like a fucking Marvel movie. The universe is like spinning behind them. Like they're just like,
You can do that,
dude. Like, they're just in their classroom, just looking at the teacher talk. And,
Want that? Yeah, they're like, yeah, man.
yeah, bro.
That's so funny, dude.
In and around their mouth. That was
Fuck, dude.
not anymore, dude. This is the fucking.
Well, what game are we playing, boys?
Whatever, not.
I'm down for whatever, dude.
We're gonna play fucking Alpha 2 or what, dude?
I think there was something that we mentioned earlier where we were like, "There's a funny video of this, and we gotta watch it later."
Oh, I'll show you the guy throwing up.
Yeah, we need to show that. There's other stuff.
There's
in there
probably
that
Ricky
we were,
Bruick, I think.
Oh, yeah.
videos.
Yeah,
Ricky Bruick show.
we could do that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like what you guys did with John later in the day, or later in his podcast.
You want me to
You wanna
pull
do it?
Ricky
Yeah.
Brooks?
Well, it's up to you guys if you guys want to keep it rolling.
I don't know how to. Maybe we'll just end it, and then
Let's
we can
just end it,
fucking
and then,
kick
yeah.
off. Well, is there anything else you want to say, dude?
No real final thoughts, dude. Just, yeah, dude.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks
Jason.
for coming up.
Dude, thank you guys.
You know,
for,
this
like-
is actually filmed on a Saturday.
yeah.
I forgot that for a second.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
For
you
some
guys-
reason, I actually thought I had to go to work tomorrow.
I had to
you
go to a
guys-
wedding tomorrow, like a
Okay.
reception thing, and we had to change everything around.
You know what's
so-
funny is that didn't even cross my mind until you just mentioned it. Because like I know we scheduled it, but like you guys didn't even mention it when I first came in here.
Yeah,
and
this is the
everything, dude.
first
Yeah.
and probably the only.
Saturday
Saturday.
edition, dude. That much
Special.
more special, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know.
That much more special.
All right, well, GG's. Wow, this is the longest one we've ever
GG's,
done.
dude.
Good game.